Those two clips, technically, we didn't have to play. The next three are highlighted.
Oh.
That means this is the good stuff.
All right.
Laughs are coming.
Meeting Fitz. And it says, a Todd douchey moment.
All right.
So be on the lookout for the first, can't be the first.
Well, I know.
All right.
That's some douchey moments.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if, can you go get our other fella, please? Because we have a new production guy who's, he works in the back. He puts together all the imaging for the radio station. He's a Long Island guy. Give it up for Long Island!
Yeah, Long Island!
What's up? He was born to a New York City police officer and a lunch lady mom. He's the youngest of 6 children. He spent most of his youth listening to New York City radio stations. He's a radio guy. He's writing and playing music, hanging out at South Levittown lanes. Please give it up for Bill Fitzpatrick.
Yeah!
What up, Fitz?
What's going on, Todd?
Welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks for having me here.
Get out.
What's the douchey moment there? It's
I
just
bet I can
Todd
guess.
talking. What? Long Island!
Or what up,
fucking
Fitz?
douchey.
What up, Fitz? Was fairly difficult.
Yeah.
We're arguing over what was douchier.
Yeah.
I think the Long Island shout-out was pretty douchey.
Well, guys, it's time for Meatball's first assignment.
Oh, look out.
Show 1.
Look out.
Watch it be really funny. Watch it be something awful.
Like
you have to run through a nursery and put toe tags on all the kids and then videotape the reactions. Like some really outrageous, terrible, fucking cruel bit. You're gonna fucking call in a bomb threat to a cancer ward.
Oh, fuck.
And then trip them when they all run out. It's just some monstrous bit there Fitz doing.
Really bad.
Or whatever, meatballs.
Meatballs.
Sorry.
I hope it's just all turd bits that Mancow had to do.
Turd. Meatball. You're driving the car toward the wall.
We got Paul in Jersey. He's a Todd fan. Paul.
Hey, Opie Anthony.
Hey,
I had a quick check in Carlstadt, and the Todd van is there. There's 2 people giving out stuff, but nobody's even paying attention to them.
Oh, yeah? You see the Todd van?
I'm parked right next to it.
And it's just sitting there?
Well, you should take a picture of it.
Yeah, get yourself a hat.
Get yourself a hat
and a t-shirt.
shirt
That's right.
signed by people you don't know.
You win a hat and a station dildo that they insert with a croquet mallet.
So you see the Todd van and no one's there? But isn't there a lot of excitement? It's day 1 of the Todd show.
Should be.
No.
No.
What do you mean, no?
There's 2 people trying to give out stuff.
Right.
Nobody even pays attention to them.
Oh, my God. That's embarrassing.
Well, what are you going to do?
Well, there is obviously excitement on their Facebook page
Yeah.
because where they're announcing that that now you're not even looking for the Todd Show truck anymore. The guy from
They're just telling you where it is now? Because
the quick check address is
are you
posted.
trying to say that the Todd van stunt is a bit of a bust?
Yeah.
So now they're just giving the address out?
Well, one of the comments on the address to where you can find the Todd Show truck is a photo of Tom Skerritt.
Nice.
There you go. There he is.
All right, let's find out what Meatball's first assignment is. Show 1 for the Todd Show.
And we got a great day for you, Meatballs. Your first assignment is just waiting for you to attack it. Alec Baldwin has said he's done. He's going to move out of New York. So we're going to send Meatballs to his house.
Yeah.
You have to convince Alec Baldwin to stay. This is a brand new show. How can I possibly do a brand new radio show if there's no Alec Baldwin in New York City?
Can you imagine if he bolted all that content that goes with him to Los Angeles? That's not fair to you.
Yeah,
It's going to be impossible. We need him here.
Yes.
What do you think will give him to stay? Should we get him some donuts, cronuts, what?
Well, you got to do good stuff.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
we'll get him everything you can get in Los Angeles.
New York cheesecake.
Right.
Maybe get a cab driver and drag him with you. And look, you can't get these in Los Angeles.
The bagels are terrible in Los Angeles.
Awful. How about the pizza?
Pizza. Get him all that.
Sucks.
Wow.
But be nice to
I see
him.
the
He doesn't like
problem
when you're not nice.
with this show.
What? There's a problem with this show?
Not enough voices at one time.
Holy shit. I can't. I'm stunned.
Remember, guys, let's keep the energy up. Whenever we're on the air, everybody just say anything.
Just say anything.
Make a noise. We cannot have a half a second of real conversation or dead space.
That was really bad.
Yeah.
Give him a donut or a cronut.
Maybe they're all just nervous first day
Who
jitters.
gives a fuck?
Fuck 'em.
No one gave us a fucking break.
And it's not the first day. It's just Scott's not there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Scott's not there.
Right.
Same studio.
All that.
Sucks
people.
there.
But be nice to him. He doesn't like when you're not nice.
Oh, I'll be very
Be
nice.
very nice.
I will.
My goal is to get you punched in the head today.
I'll take one for the team.
If Alan could punch you square in the head, that to me is Christmas morning. I mean, it's already exciting.
That's a little edgy. There you go. A little bit.
Wow. Is it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
The hashtag The Todd Show.
Doing well?
Yeah, the hashtag's doing well. It's just,
they got the big hashtag for their first day, so congratulations. I would imagine a lot of people are tweeting using that hashtag.
Well, they are, but most of them are not talking about the Todd truck.
Uh-oh.
They're saying things like, get your official The Todd Show merch at Ted's Douchey Radio Show Emporium.
I don't think that's real.
No?
No.
Well, you know that they're probably looking at their hash. Whenever you have a hashtag, it means you want to track who's
That's
the
true.
buzz
yes,
on the
yes.
show.
Do you think they're just going to be sad when they see all the Opie and Anthony
They're just gonna be
people
like,
using their hashtag today?
Like, why do these guys bother us all the time?
Can't they just leave us alone?
I think they get so excited they're going to go, someone's going to run in and go, you're not going to believe it, there's 1,000 tweets using the hashtag The Todd Show, and they all sit around the computer and one after another, it's from us. Our guys.
What happens if they send meatballs down here to do a prank on us?
I don't know how we would handle that, Sam, to be honest with you.
Could be a little scary.
Todd introduces a brand new concept. You ready for this?
Oh, is this the never before heard on radio?
Yes. The Todd Show, day one. Todd introduces a brand new concept, never done on radio.
Wow.
Holy shit.
He had 20 years to do this.
Yeah. What
Why would
happened?
you sit on a bit for 20 years? Who does that?
Time for the first Todd Show phone scam. We got an email from Kim who told us that her sister...
Wait. We were duped.
Todd Show phone scam.
We were duped.
This asshole is trying to reinvent himself, and he's
doing the same shit.
And he insists that the phone scam has to go with the brand new show, right?
Isn't this all the first hour of the show?
Yes.
So in the first hour of his new relaunched, younger, hipper show,
Yes. That's in quotes, by the way.
Yeah.
his phone scam?
The phone scam. It's a staple.
Sister was about to throw a huge birthday party for her 8-year-old son. Kim said that Sarah had been super stressed putting the whole thing together, so we called and, well, we wanted to make her feel even worse. This is called Kippy's Cupcakes.
Hippies cupcake.
Why is he still doing the phone scam?
Because
Can I
they're
guess?
hilarious.
Because he sucks. That's why.
Oh, that's a good one.
Why would you still do the phone scam if you're reinventing yourself? Just say, fuck it.
Yeah, they're
Because that's
terrible.
a staple of the Scott and Todd Show, and if you want everyone to forget about Scott immediately, you would get rid of all those bits. Oh, no. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I've seen that one.
What is it?
It's
I'll show you.
yeah,
yeah.
It's very vile.
I don't even
Very
know.
vile.
Why would you give your cat that shirt?
I never gave my cat that shirt.
It's on the hashtag
Yeah.
Todd Show.
But they're checking their hashtag now, man. That's not cool.
Oh, God.
That's not cool at all, guys.
I didn't even
You didn't notice his shirt?
I didn't catch
That's from the Caterpillar
Oh.
Caterpillar tractor and heavy machinery company.
Yes, I didn't
so he's
catch
wearing a shirt that says a cat on it. And then the cat's wearing another shirt that says something else. Oh, boy. That's fucking hilarious.
Jesus, Jimmy. Spinning oatmeal.
I didn't even catch that, dude.
It's hilarious. Very creative people out there, I must say.
Oh, yeah. You ready for the phone scam?
Oh, please. Love a good phone scam.
Okay.
I found the Todd truck. Look at what they put up. It's a still busted up van.
With a piece of plywood in the window
Yeah.
and a dented door.
And he took a picture and put the hashtag and everything.
The Todd Show.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta hashtag
Yeah.
the Todd Show today.
Oh,
Here's the phone scam, guys.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm looking for Sarah.
Jimmy! Fucking Kim. Yeah. Let's see what this is. Kippy's cupcake.
There's a
2 men docking.
There's a photo of 2 men docking from the website cockdockers.com.
Hashtag the Todd Show.
There's a PD right now, very sad.
Oh my God.
Very sad.
They're just going to say there's no text with the link. So they have to click the link because they think it might be a hat giveaway.
That's true.
Wait, you see that other van photo?
Yes.
It just says free candy.
Free candy.
Look at you, I get the fat chick.
You rock.
I think the Todd Show is going to be trending.
I sure hope so. We should trend the Todd Show today. We haven't trended in a while.
Oh, look at this. A lot of the fans speaking out, not even photos.
Yeah.
Worst show ever, hashtag the Todd Show. Thank God for SiriusXM.
Nice.
The Todd Show bring you more shit from the last 20 years.
What are they doing on TV? They're kissing little dolls of babies. They're doing some CPR. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
here's
God.
The Todd Show. Let's see what this photo is. It's a Denny NATO.
Denny NATO, fuck.
Yeah,
your
that's
hard
very
drive's about to
dangerous.
take some hits, and so are your fucking shoes.
No, beep beep shoes.
Oh yeah.
Your beep beep shoes, right? You ready for the
Yeah.
the
I
phone
want to
scam?
hear the phone scam.
All right, here
with
we
that
go.
great voice that he puts
Hey,
on.
this is, what was the name? Basically, is it
I
Kippy's
can't
Cupcake?
wait
This is
to-
Kippy's Cupcake.
Some birthday
Can't
party,
wait
right?
to hear the name.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm looking for Sarah.
This is. Can I help you?
Yeah, how you doing? It's Ricky, Johnny, Eddie, Cuculo.
Yes.
Oh, they're all laughing in the background.
Ricky, Johnny, Eddie, Cuculo.
They like it.
Yeah.
Looking for Sarah.
This is. Can I help you?
Yeah, how you doing? It's Ricky, Johnny, Eddie, Cuculo.
Yes.
You can call me Kippy.
Kippy. Okay.
Yeah, you ordered the cupcakes, right, from bakery?
Yes. Hello. How are you?
Yeah, how you doing there? I'm Kippy.
Hi. What's up? What can I do
Well, I'm
for
about
you?
to fire them up right now, but it says here you want them paleo ones, right? With the almond flour, the raw honey, the bacon, and the broccoli.
No.
Paleo cupcakes.
What is paleo cupcakes? I have.
Yeah, with the caveman. I got the order right in front of me. It says you want paleo.
No, I want chocolate cupcakes.
Well, the caveman don't eat chocolate.
Cavemen, what are you talking about?
Paleo. You ordered paleo cupcakes. I'm just
Wow,
telling you,
this
I
is
don't
bad.
have the bacon.
I don't even want
This is
bacon. I
annoyingly
ordered
bad.
chocolate cupcakes for my son's birthday. I don't know what this paleo.
Wait, so she thinks she's getting chocolate cupcakes, but
He wants caveman.
he's saying no. You ordered caveman.
Whatever
Well,
the fuck that
cupcakes.
is.
Paleo.
Right.
He's being young and hip again. Paleo is the new trendy diet right now.
What is paleo?
It's,
You like a caveman?
Yeah, it's like heavy meats and stuff like
No,
that.
that's what happens if you owe Leo money.
Pay him.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's charging me.
don't even want bacon. I'm ordered chocolate cupcakes for my son's birthday. I don't know what this paleo cupcake is for. I didn't order that.
So I can leave the bacon out.
I don't want bacon or what else is in that? Broccoli or something?
Yeah, the broccoli, the raw honey.
This is so fake.
It's so fake.
Oh, no. Todd Show.
What?
Did you see the JFK sporting a Todd Show metal hat?
What?
A metal hat.
Todd Show metal hat.
Oh, boy. It's right there below it, Sam.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Below the paraplegic twister that you just opened.
That's
Higher.
so bad.
Oh, yeah, it's from Stephen Knight.
That's JFK wearing a Todd Show hat. Just him being killed.
It's his brains being splattered all over the place. Oh, is that fucking? This is so bad.
No one would fucking
No one
argue with a
hangs on this
baker.
long.
You think this
Look,
is fake?
I ordered chocolate fucking cupcakes. Stop.
It's all phony.
Of course.
Look, with
His
the
dumb jerky boy's impression.
Yeah.
with the amount of tweets that are literally pouring in, we are in danger of the Todd Show becoming a trend.
Oh no!
Oh no.
See,
Which would mean that once again, terrestrial radio beats Sirius. I think
Yeah, I think you might be right.
these fans are rabid.
we're trending.
Yeah, did you want to...
Oh, is that bad? That is a monster shit coming from that man's asshole.
The shit is so big, the anus is prolapsed. And the only text with the tweet says hashtag the Todd Show.
That is a giant shit that man is taking.
That is a heavy shit.
Wow.
Oh my God, what a log.
What? What's wrong?
That was disgusting.
Kippy, when someone said hashtag the Todd Show, Kippy sounds like a cunt.
How many?
Wow.
Oh, Jesus. That's not good language right there.
Some of these ones are unkind. They got some weird people listening to the Todd
Yeah.
Show.
Do they have one legitimate tweet from someone
Yes.
using the hashtag the Todd Show? They don't, right?
No. No, not,
It's not one.
Not in the last
because no
hour.
one gives a fuck.
No one cares.
Yeah,
I want bacon or what else is in that? Broccoli or something?
Yeah, the broccoli, the raw honey, the almond flour.
That sounds disgusting. I want chocolate cupcakes. I'm coming to pick them
No,
up
I don't do
shortly.
chocolate. I got no chocolate in here. The order said paleo.
Well, I don't know who took the order, but that's wrong. I want chocolate cupcakes.
No, see, the bakery's turning a corner here. We're all healthy. We provide all the healthy stuff with no processed sugar, flour, or anything else that tastes good.
Well, I don't want any kind of cupcakes that's a healthy cupcake for my son's birthday party.
Oh, I thought this was like your nanny or something. This your son? How old is he? Like 40?
He's 8.
It's just so
This is
it's
so-
annoying more
it's
than
not
anything.
funny
it's
at
not
all.
funny. No
No.
one would play along like this.
No one play along. The lines aren't funny.
Right.
says Todd Show super fans. Hashtag the Todd Show.
Yeah. Oh.
And then it's 3 old women who are topless with Batman logos printed on their breasts.
tits. That's great. Wow.
Something. This your son? How old is he? Like 40?
He's 8.
Oh, 8. No, he's not going to like. Why'd you order these?
I didn't order that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, this is what the order says. I don't have any of the other ingredients, and you're supposed to pick these things up this afternoon, right?
Yeah, I was about to leave to go pick them up.
Well, don't come yet. I ain't got nothing.
Well, how can you get me chocolate cupcakes? I'm expecting 3 dozen of them.
You got any chocolate?
Me?
Maybe you could just put it over top of them. So, yeah, put it in the microwave.
Well, what's going to be in this cupcake then? It needs to taste good.
Don't you want to give your kids something healthy with the broccoli in there?
No, this is a birthday party. They can eat healthy for lunch and they get dessert of cupcakes. Who doesn't
one
want
would
cake at a
do this.
birthday party?
You know, you're coming at me pretty good, but you placed the order for these cupcakes, not me.
Oh, yeah, and there's no way I would have ordered something that said paleo. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Is the big reveal coming up?
No, we got 2 minutes
Oh,
left.
my God.
This is fucking terrible.
I need the big reveal where he goes, let me tell you, you've been victim of the phone scam.
I want to throw the same sound at the end, but I get to shut up. Oh, no.
You got another disc?
All right.
Is the other stuff at least better, E-Rock?
Look at this. I think this picture, I think they found the truck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a girl bending over in the mirror doing a selfie of her fucking pussy and asshole.
Yeah, Chip Chipperson sent that one.
Oh, he did?
What is it? Hashtag
Lemon party.
Hashtag the Todd Show.
Hashtag the Todd Show. It is dangerously close to trending.
2 D's, obviously. The Todd Show.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Listen,
Who can I speak to about who did I place the order with?
they don't come in yet. You crazy? The guy who hired me was in prison. He beat the line cook with a 5-pound bag of frozen shrimp.
Excuse me? I got a good referral for this place. What kind of
Nah, this
exception
place
is
is
it?
on. It's the only job I could find. So that's why I'm here. But listen, I'll make them up, and then maybe you melt something in the microwave, and
No, don't make anything. I need a referral of a different bakery that can get me 3 dozen chocolate cupcakes in the next 2 hours.
Well, I can't refer you to somebody else. They'll can me.
I'm not buying cupcakes from you.
Why would the lady go, I need a referral? Why wouldn't you just fucking look it up yourself?
Of course you would. Of course you would.
Because it's phony.
No, I understand the phoniness
It's so
of it, but they're not
bad.
even smart enough to go, no one does that, so we got to take that out of the bit.
No.
God, they suck.
It's annoying. We were having fun, Todd. You just fucking ruined it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that fucking father just applied for a 3rd job, so he doesn't have
Right.
to listen to this shit.
Yeah, this is Kippy. Man, not only do I not say funny things, I do it in a voice that was created by a group called the Jerky Boys.
Yeah.
I'm not even original.
Not at all.
I forgot how this goes.
Terrible.
We actually have a lot of fun, and then fucking Todd has to ruin it.
Yep.
With these dumb phone scams, and it's not fun anymore.
I don't know what they're doing over at the Todd Show.
Right.
But I guess they're aware that there's some excitement happening with their hashtag, because they just tweeted out again to take a pic and post it on Facebook with hashtag The Todd Show.
You think they're trying to combat some of the Twitter folks?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because that's not even a chance.
Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, no. Plus the replay. This will be happening all day.
Oh, yeah. Give it up.
They send their listeners to see all these hashtags.
Right.
Yeah,
They just search out a hashtag.
Yeah.
And they'll find things like...
It's a very dirty show.
I don't know. Let's click the result of Todd's first show, hashtag The Todd Show.
All right, let's take a look at
Probably
this.
a fan of The Todd
Sure.
Show. Oh,
It's Jonestown.
Dead people on the ground in Jonestown.
It's the aftermath of
Yes,
the
that's
Jonestown
not-
massacre.
Cammy.
I'm not buying cupcakes from you. Do not charge my credit card, and I am not taking any of your cupcakes.
No, they already ran that all through. You've been all charged for this.
Okay, well, I'm disputing it. There's no way I'm picking any cupcakes up from you guys, and I need another solution.
You let your son eat that stuff, his cholesterol is going to be like 4,000, like that Buddy Belastro.
Excuse me? Are you telling me how to parent my child on his birthday?
All right, listen, a little free advice. I don't know why you're getting all offended. I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay, I can't. I have no idea what it's talking about. You have to just stop.
The charge.
Yeah, she didn't know what to say there.
Exasperation, yes. She didn't know what to
She
say.
didn't know what to say there. Why would you edit that part out?
Are you telling me how to parent my child?
Oh, who would say that?
No one.
You have to just stop.
The charge will be on your credit card from Bakery, $180.
Refund that charge. There's no way. I'm not getting any cupcakes, and I'm not taking anything from you guys. You need to refund that.
All right, so I'll have them ready 3 o'clock.
What? No, stop it. I am not picking up any of your cupcakes. Don't bake anything. Don't charge me anything.
You got to pick them up because these paleo ones don't last. They go bad quick because of the broccoli.
Because they sound disgusting. I have no idea. Don't make anything.
You're welcome.
Excuse me? Hello?
I think maybe we can find some chocolate somewhere.
What?
Well, your sister Kim set you up. You're on PLJ Radio. You just been phone scammed.
Wait, what? Kim?
Yeah.
Are you? So you're not? Oh
No, you're okay.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Kim, so you're not...
She goes, Kim?
Oh.
You would know
Wow.
who Kim is, no?
You don't think this is good?
Oh, my God, listen to
Wow.
that acting with the reveal.
Wait, what? Kim?
Yeah.
Are you? So you're not? Oh my God.
You're okay.
Oh my gosh.
We have nothing to do with the actual bakery.
Oh my gosh.
But don't those paleo cupcakes sound good?
That sounds so gross. Who was thought of that?
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Go ahead.
Oh.
The preceding content featured stunts performed by a professional scam artist. Accordingly, the management of 95.5 PLJ's producers, affiliates, and subsidiaries must insist that you do not attempt to recreate or reenact this material in any way.
Oh, the guy tell everyone it's fake. They have to tell everyone it's fake.
Fucking, how fucking pathetic.
And I have to tell you, too.
That's why your industry is dying, Scott.
They have to tell everyone it's fake. That means we would love to do prank calls. We were really good at it. You just can't do it anymore.
What
So
was
why
that
would you do it?
disclaimer? What they said?
They're basically saying,
Yeah, you can't do
Performed
this.
by a
you can't do
professional.
this.
Producers, affiliates, and subsidiaries must insist that you do not attempt to recreate or reenact this material in any way.
I didn't get
Producers
all
and producers and subsidiaries. Oh, it's just this fucking lawyer pussy shit.
Legalese.
Wow, now...
Disclaimer.
Why do you have to have a disclaimer?
I don't know.
Why can't you? It's theater of the mind, so fuck it.
Oh my God.
We're doing a fake prank call, and that's it. Why would you have to tell everybody?
We could be held liable
By
if somebody
who?
else makes a prank call similar to this and then implicates us in it.
But
we could get.
but everyone's in on it.
I know.
It's actors. It's a horrible radio host.
It seems like they're telling other people not to do it.
Featured stunts performed by a professional.
Ah, shit! I still don't have it. Hold on, I gotta go back.
Like they're telling the listeners not to try this at home.
Oh, stupid lawyers!
Thanks, you too. Oh.
The Preceding content featured stunts performed by a professional scam artist. Accordingly, the management of 95.5 PLJ's producers, affiliates, and subsidiaries must insist that you do not attempt to recreate or reenact this material in any way.
That's why your industry is dying, Todd. That's why. That's why.
Professional scam artists.
Stunts performed, yeah.
Artists, meaning they're both in on it.
Or the girl could be the professional scam artist.
Right,
right.
It's just...
Oh, how sad.
That's embarrassing.
Speaking of sad, what I don't understand is why on the first day of your new big show...
Right.
Would you shut down the public wall of your Facebook?
What?
No.
No, they're probably looking forward to getting some feedback.
No.
And then they're going to feel like they're safe a little later.
And then it just happens again.
Wait, why would they shut that down?
I don't know. You can still leave comments on their posts.
Oh, okay.
Phase 2.
But
someone over there is so bummed out.
Oh, are they so bummed?
You think they went on and just happened to look and went, oh,
the
God,
first
why is
day,
this
they're like, the
happening?
whole industry is watching. Maybe Dave Hinckley will write about us.
It's not
The
on
New York
October.
Radio message board will...
Put some people on the Facebook to keep tabs on the hashtag.
And then the hashtag is just being overrun by people who are less than helpful. Oh, I don't think any of these people are going to win hats.
No, that's too
No.
What, Edgar Mellencamp, right?
All right, look, we're at a crossroads. We got to take a break, but if we want to continue with this,
We do.
Todd's first show without
Yeah.
Scott Shannon.
Yeah.
These are the tracks that we could explore.
Okay.
Discussing the new show photo.
Uh-huh.
Todd engages in some girl talk.
Well,
Oh, boy.
that sounds
Todd's
fun.
show song as performed by Todd. Meatballs is now at Alex Baldwin's house.
No, he's not.
You don't think so?
I want to hear the meatballs thing
A
badly.
soon-to-be staple of the Todd Show.
These all sound great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me hear the stunt.
And it looks like Cigars and Scotch may be abandoning his longtime O&A fan, maybe abandoning us because he's actually created a new hashtag.
Oh.
The Tard Show.
Tard
And
Show.
he's said he found the van, which is a short school bus.
That's a short school bus. Yes, that's not the van.
But he included the Todd Show hashtag, too.
He certainly did.
Let's squeeze another story out if we're going to do more Todd stuff.
Yes.
Olympics are over.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
Closing ceremony.
And we won a few medals.
Very sad.
Second overall. There you go.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
Excuse me. Opie and Anthony will be back in a moment. They have food in their mouths right now. On Sirius XM.
Hey everybody, Christopher Mad Dog Russo here. We kick off our annual Mad Dog Sports Radio Spring Training Tour with a week-long trip to the Cactus League. We visit 9 teams, speak with all of the big names the entire week, live from Arizona. Join me this Monday, Phoenix, with Don Mattingly's Dodgers. What a shot by Yasiel Puig! And the defending American League West champion Athletics. It's Mad Dog Unleashed, live from Spring Training, or this week, 3 to 7 Eastern, Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86.
Get the Opie and Anthony show when you want it.
That was 3 minutes of fucking wasted time right there.
The Opie and Anthony show is available now as part of Sirius XM On Demand at SiriusXM.com/on demand.
Wow, this show's fucked.
Or on the Sirius XM app.
We're just disgusting human beings.
The Opie and Anthony channel. All Opie, all Anthony, all the time.
I don't even know which one is Opie and which one is Anthony.
It's real. Wherever you are. We are WWE.
WWE is on the road to the biggest spectacle in all of sports entertainment.
Welcome to WrestleMania!
WrestleMania 30. Now you can see the WWE superstars up close and personal when the WWE Road to WrestleMania National Tour visits a city near you. You'll see John Cena.
I am fired up tonight!
Batista.
The animal has been unleashed.
Daniel Bryan.
Yes!
WWE World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton.
Let the destruction begin.
The Divas and more in a once-in-a-lifetime experience for the entire family. Coming to a city near you. Check WWE.com/events for more information as cards are subject to change. WWE, the best value in entertainment.
Close. Get some.
Wow. How long can you lie to yourself that your snoring isn't a problem? And it's getting worse. Are you sleeping in separate bedrooms yet? Enough is enough. It's the new year. Don't let another day go by without getting this fixed. Do something now. Buy a Z-Pa. Hi, I'm Dr. Greenberg, inventor of Z-Pa, a revolutionary new device that has successfully stopped snoring for thousands of people just like you. If you want to stop your snoring forever, order a Z-Pa now. Call 800-875-3370 or visit zpa.com, which is Happy Z backwards. We're so confident Z-Pa will work for you, we will let you try it risk-free for 30 days. If you've tried other devices and failed, you definitely want to call us. Call 800-875-3370. Dial 800-875-3370 or visit zpa.com, ZYPPAH.com, which is Happy Z backwards.
Got a tax problem? If so, please listen to this important message. The IRS and state collectors can legally come after much of what you own and will take all necessary action to collect any unpaid taxes. If you have unfiled tax returns, have been issued a wage garnishment, are being audited, or owe the IRS or state more than $10,000, 911 Tax Relief can help. Our expert team of tax professionals can immediately protect you from the IRS and will provide you a free confidential tax analysis showing you the best resolution to your problem, guaranteed. You may qualify to have up to 90% taken off the amount you will owe, have all collection activities against you stopped, or for other IRS programs. You may even qualify to not have to pay the IRS a single penny. It's critical you get the right information to protect yourself, so call now for a free tax analysis. Dial 800-624-0704. 800-624-0704. That's 800-624-0704.
I run my business from home. I can respond to emails in my PJs, but my clients don't know that. While some entrepreneurs might have nightmares about their kids answering important calls, I don't worry. I've got my secret weapon, Regis.
With the Regis Virtual Office, you get personalized call answering in your company's name, a prestigious business address, access to meeting rooms, and use of a private office. It's all the benefits of a full-time office, just without the cost. Get 1 month free when you visit regis.com/radio now or call 1-800-OFFICES.
The Opie and Anthony Channel on Sirius XM.
Sirius XM is home to one of blue collar's brightest stars.
Off the cuff with Bill Ebal.
On Blue Collar Radio.
It's pretty much just us rednecks.
It's just smart aleck answers to stupid questions.
What moron came up with this concept?
Get it in!
Funny parents don't make for good comedians. Crazy parents make for good comedians.
Edge of your seat radio.
Off the cuff with Bill Ebal.
Hell yeah.
Blue Collar Radio.
Sirius XM 97.
Or on the Sirius XM app.
Everybody's talking about us.
Looking for a franchise opportunity but feel like you've been too late for the country's top profitable brands? Announcing the initial franchise offering for Rent-A-Center, one of the country's leading retail brands. With over 3,000 corporate retail locations and $3 billion in annual revenue, don't miss out on your opportunity to be considered for this initial franchise offering in 2014. Learn more by visiting rentacenter.com or call 855-222-RENT for a free franchise report.
Franchise offer only made after receipt of franchise disclosure document.
Listen up, everybody. This is Flo with a Progressive Insurance Alert. Don't even try to change that channel. I'm on all of them. So, you already know Snapshot rewards our customers for their good driving. Well, now anyone can test drive Snapshot for free, even if you have insurance with another company. See how much you could save before you switch your insurance. Also, I'm offering kazoo lessons on Saturdays.
Test drive Snapshot today. Visit progressive.com/snapshot. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in all states.
Did you know that a Nobel Prize was awarded for a medical discovery that improves your sexual performance? It's true. Nitric oxide was discovered to improve your sexual performance. It also miraculously improves your heart health, blood pressure, energy levels, your immune system, diabetes, arthritis pain, even your memory and mood. That's why millions of men and women have begun taking nitric oxide boosters as daily supplements. And right now, we're releasing free bottles of Peak Nitric Oxide so you can discover the benefits for yourself. Be one of the first 100 callers at 1-800-939-5768. After extensive research and clinical tests, nitric oxide has been described as the miracle molecule of the 21st century. Taken once a day, you'll not only begin feeling years younger, but we'll also send you free test strips to prove it works. Discover how to get your free bottle of Peak Nitric Oxide and free test strips at 1-800-939-5768. Be one of the first 100 callers. 1-800-939-5768.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you thinking about starting a new franchise or adding another franchise to your portfolio? Tide Dry Cleaners could be the solution. Tide Dry Cleaners is seeking new franchisees nationwide. And for a limited time, the Tide Dry Cleaners Development Incentive Program may reduce your franchise fee by $30,000 per unit. Tide Dry Cleaners provides a comprehensive training and support program. Contact us now to learn more about the franchise that's changing dry cleaning for good. Please visit TideDryCleaners.com. That's TideDryCleaners.com.
When you need trucks and transport equipment, buy where the dealers buy. At Ritchie Brothers Unreserved Public Auctions. There's no sticker prices, no hidden costs, no games, and no haggling. Just thousands of work-ready used trucks, trailers, and more. And with no minimum bids, buyers set their prices, not sellers. See for yourself why the world buys trucks at Ritchie Brothers Auctions. Visit rbauction.com/get trucks. Ritchie Brothers. Auctions done right.
Look, kid, when guys like us walk into a facility in the morning, we can smell a problem. No one needs to hand us a work order. We already know it. Today, for instance, we need a new gearbox, 6 globe valves, and a dozen ballasts. And when I smell a problem, Grainger smells that I smell a problem. They help me keep this place up and running. Now that's the kind of smell I like. The sweet smell of success. Get it? Got it? Good. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger. For the ones who get it done.
And now, back to the show. Aren't you glad you didn't drive off that bridge?
Are we having them on, Roland? I forgot. We said no, right? Okay. Saw The Wolf of Wall Street finally.
Oh, you did?
From the comfort of my my home.
Isn't that great?
It is great. That Leonardo DiCaprio plays Leonardo DiCaprio in every fucking movie.
Oh, you think that's just all he can do?
There's no stretch with his acting. He's very good in that role, but there's nothing amazing happening with him and his acting, right?
He seems to be getting a lot of movies.
Right.
A lot of big productions.
I liked the movie a lot. I thought it was way too fucking long, though. Travis doesn't think so.
Movie.
I didn't mind it because I watched it in 2 parts, so it was okay for me.
Well, here's the problem. And then if you have a young kid in the house, you got to pause it a lot.
Oh, man.
So it makes it a lot longer. How long was the movie? I swear it took
3 hours.
Oh, it took us 4 hours to watch.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
3 hour movie. But on
that's how many interruptions we had on.
That's crazy.
What day was it? Friday? Saturday? Whatever.
On the DVD they're putting out, they're adding an extra hour.
Oh, good.
Why?
So it'll be 4 hours. I didn't think it was too long either. I watched it in theater and it was not.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Jonah Hill is a great actor, by the way.
Yeah, he was great. Jonah Hill was phenomenal.
He showed some range with that character. With those big, dumb teeth, brought it all together, right? I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was too long, though.
I had a parenting moment, though, during the movie. Like, we set up my son in the other room so he watches his TV.
My young son in the other room.
But he has to come in and ask a million fucking questions, and then he's wondering why are we watching a movie without him. He can't understand that the world might not revolve around him 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then he comes running in. So my wife's like, because, there's a lot of nudity in the movie, obviously. So I pause it, and then I'm panicking because of what's on the screen. And then I decide, you know what? It looks like Mr. Potato Head. Fuck it. It was the scene where Leonardo DiCaprio was blowing coke up that girl's asshole.
Yeah.
But when I freeze framed it, all it was the ass.
Right.
So to me, I'm like, it looks like a Mr. Potato Head. But then I panicked. And it went forward a little more, and now you could see her head and the whole body. And that's just sitting on the screen while he's asking his little, almost 4 questions.
Oh, man.
What are you going to do, man?
I don't know.
What are you going to do?
I wouldn't know what. I would just sit there, watch the movie, let him come in, look at the movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be terrible.
But at first, though, I thought I was safe because I'm serious. It looked like just Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ass was just up way high in the air.
That ass.
Looked like that goofy Mr. Potato Head before you put the eyes and the ears and the nose on it.
It's hard to explain a lot in that. Like, why is her hiney in the air?
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
it smelling out of it?
Right.
Why is that noise? A lot to explain.
It was nice to see nudity in a movie again,
Yes.
Certainly
though.
is.
They really have gotten rid of nudity.
Yeah.
Unless it's, fucking dick shots are okay, but
They
God
love
forbid
that
you see breasts.
Full frontal.
That's kind of the new thing, but they got rid of the female body being nude in movies. Maybe that'll make a comeback.
Bunch of pussies.
I liked it, though.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was pretty good. I like that Leonardo DiCaprio, though, in movies.
Don't you think he doesn't have a lot of range, though?
Yeah,
He doesn't have a lot of range, but he's good at that.
Kind of is always that guy.
But he's good at that, being that guy.
He's good at that guy.
So, all right, we did another topic.
There you go.
Right.
All right, let's get back to the
Right
Todd
back.
show.
I have an announcement.
Yeah.
Before you guys bash Todd anymore, maybe you should realize what you're dealing with.
Oh, no.
Because hashtag the Todd Show is the #5 trending topic in the United States of America.
Oh, no. How did that happen?
Not locally in New York, in the United States of America.
What?
The Todd Show.
Really?
But how could that be? Because they only broadcast to
New York.
New York,
Fuck.
New Jersey, Connecticut.
They're just
Long
powerful.
Island.
Long Island. Oh, my God. How
Really?
did that happen?
Yeah, that's not possible considering they're a local
They're a local
show.
show. They
Well,
pride themselves on being local.
I hope they got a lot of hats to give away.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does this one say?
Like that one.
Trending in America.
Yeah. Oh, it's a close-up of an asshole. #5 trending topic in the United States of America.
Who looks at that and says, yeah, I need that?
Yeah.
Sorry. Gotta be tolerant.
That is a balloon knot.
I apologize.
Can't even tell what gender that is. It's just an asshole.
It's just an asshole.
That's actually not a bad one. There's no roid in it.
The Todd Show, discussing the new show photo.
Ooh.
For the people just tuning in, listen to the replay. This is all we're doing today.
Yeah,
We
don't
decided.
worry.
Wow.
What happened?
No, just one of the pictures posted by one of their fans
Oh.
is a piece of wood through a man's skull. I don't know how that happened.
Holy shit.
That's a ugly photo.
Is he dead?
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, is it?
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. That's bad, huh?
You guys see this?
Yo, Paula Dean is back in the saddle.
Oh!
Yeah,
Fuck.
I don't look at pictures like that.
Gross.
Paula Dean is back in the saddle, everyone.
In the saddle?
Yep.
Hey,
That's what it says on the
adieu,
news.
so long, farewell to
Oh, well.
Sochi.
Missed
Bye,
it.
It's over.
Sochi.
Host Russia led the
Bye.
way with 33 medals overall. The games were capped off by an elaborate closing ceremony with the passing
They
of
were
the
the
Olympic
most gold medals.
flag
Isn't that what,
to
like,
South Korea,
isn't
which
that
will
the most
host
important
games
thing? Really?
in 2018.
Yeah, we didn't win that either, I don't think.
Oh.
Wow, that's a big bitch.
Giant.
Also go to newdaycnn.com for the very
Holy
latest.
shit.
Hey.
We're following new developments this morning after a father of two was killed inside a New York restaurant because
Huge story. I was at the mall yesterday. I saw all the...
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, man.
You're a
I was
father
right
of two.
there.
I am a father,
Oh,
too.
man.
It was the Walt Whitman Mall. I just happened to be there yesterday. I did a little Long Island trip yesterday. Went to F.H. Riley's for
Oh,
lunch.
shit.
Almost saw my
Nice.
brother for a second.
Ooh.
He was in the middle of firing people. And,
Was he?
Oh, man. He takes his
Clean
restaurant
house?
very
Did he clean
seriously.
house?
It's tough to fucking run a restaurant, period.
Yeah.
He's still kicking ass, but fuck, he works hard. He ran through the dining room area, and I said, hey, and he went, hey, and that was it.
That was it. That's
Came
you
all the
got.
way from Manhattan to Huntington.
Jesus.
I saw my brother for 5 seconds. And then it was my mom's birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
That was all right.
Yeah, you celebrated?
No
Get a
stories
cake?
there, really. Got
Get a
flowers
cake.
and some fucking truffles. Said
Oh,
here.
there you go. I said here.
We'll make believe this is fun. We'll give it an hour.
Oof.
Ugh. Old age homes stink. Horrendous. There was a guy doing a gig there, too, singing.
Oh, no.
And he looked like he was ready for the old age home himself.
Really?
He was
Making some of that old age home money.
He's singing the Sinatra and all these songs when these people were like fucking young and full of cum.
Yes.
And they're just...
Oh, now they're just sitting there.
One lady was
Oh, she's leaning back with her mouth open?
Wide open. I don't know. Is there a better way? I guess no. You got to be nice to your family so they don't throw you in one of those joints.
Yeah. That's probably a wise decision.
Gonna happen to all of us if you're lucky, right?
Man.
But anyway, so I went to the Walt Whitman Mall, yeah, and I saw the news vans out there. Some dude fucking died of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah, they had a water heater and the little flue pipe that the exhaust goes out of, had a malfunction. So all the gas from the water heater, the exhaust was just filling up the basement.
And the guy,
in the place.
He's the manager, and they think he has an office downstairs or whatever, but there's definitely a bathroom down there. And they pretty much found him dead in the bathroom.
Was he on the toilet, or was he taking a piss and just fall asleep?
Man.
I don't know, but then other people went down because they knew he was down there for too long. They rushed him to Huntington Hospital, but I would assume he was dead.
Yeah.
They're doing the story on CNN. This is a huge story today. And then the people that were going downstairs to check on the manager, they were passing out.
Yep.
So there's people all in 3 area hospitals that had carbon monoxide poisoning.
That fast they passed out?
It doesn't take long.
It doesn't take long, huh?
You just fucking pass out.
We got detectors.
You're not getting air. Yeah.
We got detectors in our house.
Yeah,
and you don't even know if it's hitting you because it's odorless.
Yeah.
So you don't even know. All of a sudden you just feel a little woozy, then boom, you're dead. It really happens fast?
Very. If there's a lot in the room, like if it's really fucking full of it, yeah, that'll happen real fast. You just fucking raw. And also you get like this whole kind of a weird euphoria thing, so you don't even realize that there's a problem.
Right.
You'll just start like, oh, fall right over.
And I guess the detectors aren't even a law.
They're not?
I think that's what they were saying. You would think they should be, right?
Yeah.
And then they realized there was a major fucking issue, so it was legal seafood at the mall, the Walt Whitman Mall. And all of a sudden they just said, get the fuck out. So they said it's kind of creepy because everyone just left their eating dinners on all the tables and got out of there.
Freebie?
I hope so.
Nice.
Get a little freebie action out of that.
Not a bad price to pay. A throbbing fucking 3-day headache.
Right.
For a free legal seafood dinner. Mm-hmm.
I like a good legal seafood.
Oh, yeah.
We used to like legal seafood. Where were we? Boston, I guess?
Yeah.
Boston.
We had a lot of legal seafood because somebody loved going there.
Yummy.
The old mother-in-law. Not my mother-in-law.
Yeah,
I wasn't married at the time.
No, Judy.
Judy loved the legal seafood.
I love legal seafood. It's wonderful. I'll have the lobster and a Gramier. Oh, thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, right. How long is this going to take?
How many times did we go to legal seafood?
Oh, so many.
I kind of liked it at the time. When I left Boston, I think that was the last time I went to legal seafood.
Why couldn't that fucking water heater have malfunctioned?
So, it was kind of creepy, though, to see all the news trucks yesterday. The Walt Whitman Mall.
Yeah, creepy.
Ready for the Todd Show?
We're missing some laughs here,
please.
Oakster.
Please.
We're missing some big laughs.
Please.
Let's see. So the Todd Show is discussing the new show photo that we looked at. It kind of has a Friends vibe to it.
Yes.
They're making Todd look younger.
By the way, the only media outlet, the Today Show, has a topic that's trending across the United States, and the Todd Show.
Nice.
So that lets you know the power of the Todd Show.
Congratulations to the Todd Show.
Hey, as long as they're talking about us, let them say whatever they want, right, gang?
Yeah, well,
no.
What if that's also, how often does Twitter have like a trending topic that's the most grotesque, awful, unreasonable photos?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, and now that the Todd Show is like a major trending topic,
yeah,
all the spam.
Really?
Now the spam comes in. Right,
they have to deal with spam now?
And there hasn't been not one tweet that has a picture of the Todd Show truck. Not one.
Or a comment like, hey, love the new show.
No.
It's all us?
All of it. Look at
congratulations, guys.
Oh.
All right, here we go. So, the Todd Show discussing the new show photo.
Now, behind the scenes, folks, if you go to PLJ.com, you can see our first ever photo shoot. The world-renowned photographer Peter Hurley was a huge part of our launch, really. And we've gotten fairly close with Peter. And he'll be doing some stuff with us as we move forward. But check out the pictures, because I think it's probably one of the coolest radio station shots I've ever seen.
Is it?
I mean, really, we didn't deserve it.
That's self-deprecation.
Man.
People love it. It's endearing. It's endearing.
Deserve it. It was so good. You know?
Is there a second place? I don't think.
I don't think so.
It's first, and then everyone else. Just...
There's one at that station in Seattle did kind of a cool thing. They were like hanging off the roof or doing
the Space
something.
Needle, yeah.
Yeah, of the Space Needle.
It looks like a Vogue shoot. We should get after Anna Wintour to put it in Vogue.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, that's us.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's really
I watched
strange.
it like 15 times. My family was bawling their eyes out. They were like, oh my gosh.
Really?
Yeah, it was so intense.
It's funny.
My mom even said, you look good in that picture. She said I look good.
Yeah, you don't look anywhere near that good in real life.
Don't tell anyone that.
I mean, people should know that.
No.
Now, a lot of these folks, by the way, if you're just tuning in, hey, how you doing? We missed you. It's the Todd Show back on PLJ.
Look, there's a good photo.
That's a great photo right there.
Opie
with a giant, long neck.
Exactly.
Smiling without squinting.
Yes.
What? Look, it's just like their photo, right?
Give him an eyebrow.
Don't forget about your baby
Ronald
arm.
Reagan makeup on and a baby arm.
Look at his baby arm.
All I can see is his baby arm.
How about that raised eyebrow that comes from a different photo?
I know.
That guy should be shot. It's terrible.
He was terrible.
Even the logo is fucked up because he couldn't match the logo.
Yeah, he couldn't match it.
Oh, God. That's
crooked.
We might have to put that on our podcast. Us discussing that photo.
And
how many errors did we end up finding?
Over 20.
Yeah.
It was over 20. It started with my really long neck because he put my face from another shot on my neck and didn't match it up. And then we discovered his baby arm.
My baby arm. He cut the picture in half.
And isn't your elbow in the wrong place, or is my elbow in the wrong place?
Look how far over his aunt's elbow is. His elbow is literally...
But then I got a bicep between my elbow and my wrist. What's that?
Yeah, your arm your arm is lumpy.
It's not a tumor.
What a horrible picture.
Yeah, it's really bad. Their photo, Scott and Todd, the Todd photo is actually a good picture.
Oh, that's a good picture.
It's the coolest picture any radio show's ever had.
That Annie is a delight.
Yeah,
I will have
like her.
I will have no bad mouthing of that delicious, lovely Annie.
Fucking sexy right there.
Let's go to the next track here. Todd's first show.
Oh, good.
As the Todd Show continues to trend on Twitter throughout the nation. Todd engages in some girl talk.
Annie was in Poughkeepsie.
Right.
So she had to come all the way down. And where are you now? Are you like in Westchester? Are you halfway? Or
Right now I'm actually in Poughkeepsie. I'm trying to transition. Probably in the next couple weeks I should be in the city, but I own a home back home, so I'm trying to figure the whole transition out.
And
but
hope this thing works.
Yeah, I hope it works. And, the
couple weeks you could be back in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, no.
And I might be there with you. And then Sheila and Meatballs were from the Pennsylvania area, but Sheila was already here because she was working at the Letterman show.
Exactly.
And she has kind of an interesting story. You do not live alone.
I do not live alone, no.
You have two roommates?
I do have two roommates.
Where'd you meet them?
On the lovely website that is Craigslist. Uh-oh.
Now, isn't that a stripper and a killer?
Something like that.
But it's okay, right? I mean, so far, no one's tried to kill you because
Or strip
Craigslist.
you.
I worry about you.
I know. No one's tried to kill me. No one's tried to sell me into any sort of sex slavery. So
Cool.
I can't really hope for anything else, That's all I ask.
That's good. But do you have plans, perhaps down the road a little bit, to get away from the Craigslist stalkers?
I do. And maybe in a year or so, hopefully I can bang out some student loans, get a nice studio. I do prefer to live by myself.
Yeah.
Maybe get some cats because I'm a cat lady at heart.
Okay, that didn't sound cool.
Usually you don't plan on getting cats. It happens. It happens. Yeah.
Or you just take one in, and next thing you know, you turn around and there are 90 of them living all over your house. And you're like, what is that smell? I started with one cat.
That's the first break that didn't annoy me.
Yeah, because it's just talking.
Well,
No music, he's just talking to them.
Yeah.
Just do that.
There's nothing wrong with
Hopefully
that.
you'll find your way.
Yeah.
I think somebody found a picture of the Todd truck.
Oh, no, that's two
guys.
Two really
buff
good-looking guys
gay
kissing
men
a lot
kissing each
They're
other.
in very good shape.
Yeah,
so.
I'll say they are. What bodies on these two?
Yeah, we didn't need to play that one. That was
Yeah, that was like actually a regular old break.
Well, whatever.
He wasn't going, and then my roommate.
He did it for a half a second at the end.
He slipped into it,
Yeah,
didn't
he's like, what, are you going to be a roommate or something?
Yeah.
I got to get out of that.
The Todd Show song, as performed by Todd.
You're about to witness something the human ears never heard.
Human
It's
ears.
the poking prod.
The human ears? Human ears. He is the king of the shoehorn. The king. It's supposed to be human ears.
Yeah, all right.
And he goes, human ears.
Human ears.
I can't take a shoehorning.
You're about to witness something the human ears never heard. It's the poking, prodding, manipulation of spoken word. It's a daily celebration of the good and bad in life. And some satire so sharp it feels like it came from a knife. Wake up with the Todd Show. Wake up with the Todd Show. Wake up with the Todd Show. Todd Show.
I don't know. I didn't know half the words.
Because they're not words. They're fucking twisted around words, versions of the words.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
It's terrible.
It's really bad.
No.
That's bad stuff.
Human ears.
Just like October, this is falling apart again.
Oh, it's just the worst.
It starts out so much fun.
Right?
You just get angry.
Yes.
Ruins my day. We spent 2 hours
He's about to say
his
2
premiere.
fucking hours.
Attacking him.
And I'm sure Eric's going to run down with another disc. We'll
Of
probably.
course.
This might be it, though. Meatballs, he's at Alex Baldwin's house now, if you're listening. Alec, whatever.
Is he?
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's house. Remember we set that bit up earlier?
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
His Meatball is their stunt kid.
Stunt guy, look out.
Now, he is
Stunt guy,
definitely
stunt boy.
really there, right?
Yes. Why would he like, meatballs?
What's the story with Alec Baldwin, by the way? We could get a little more material on.
Oh, Alec Baldwin. He wrote a whole, little essay.
Anti-media.
Wrote a little essay about his situation with the paparazzi and the media. And
But doesn't he make it worse because he's an asshole, though?
well, yeah, but he even kind of addresses that in this little essay thing that he did.
It's really good. It's well done.
It
And
is well
he's
written.
right. He says he loathes and despises the media.
Yep.
And he's right.
He used to walk around our neighborhood, Jimmy, because, well, I think I know why. Maybe he wants to keep that private. Nothing too crazy. And he would walk in the middle of Columbus Avenue so he wouldn't be bothered.
Right.
Yeah.
With the traffic. He figured he was safer in
the middle of traffic.
Not in the
than
middle,
on the sidewalks.
but on the side, on the side as cars are zooming by instead of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, between the sidewalk and parked cars, he would walk with the traffic.
Well, he's saying he's leaving New York. He wants to go to L.A. where you can just stay in a gated house, get in your car,
Not
drive
interact
where
as
you
much,
not have
yeah.
to interact with people. He said in the old days you could walk around New York and people were kind of cool. They'd be like, hey, big fan or something, and then leave you alone.
Right.
Because now it's just nothing but a barrage of pictures, people trying to catch you in an embarrassing moment so they could put it up on Twitter and Facebook, and, they're just waiting for you to make a mistake.
Right.
He had a lot of really legit points in that thing, man.
It was great.
Yeah,
It was a little long-winded, but I still thought it was really good that he wrote it.
Yeah, I hung in there for the whole thing. It's pretty well done.
What else did he say? That was pretty the gist of it?
That was the gist of it, and how just crazy and hateful and vicious everyone's gotten, and the news is just based on ratings and titillating and barely news. He wanted to do a show for MSNBC that was kind of an eclectic talk show, like his podcast, and just have on strange, weird guests. He mentioned one like, Deborah Winger. Who's heard from Deborah Winger in years?
Right.
But you want to have her? And they were like, really? No, like he just wanted to do this. We didn't want a controversial show or one that had a lot of conflict in it. He just want to have a fun, goofy fucking talk show. And he didn't want it to be on MSNBC. He wanted it to be on NBC. But he figured after a year on MSNBC, maybe they'd move him over.
They said, let's tool it here.
Yeah.
Right.
And he got nothing but the MSNBC assholes over there that were fucking with him.
He bashed Rachel Maddow. He said she's a phony.
Yeah, phony.
He said Joe Scarborough is not funny. And he said something about the Mika, which is not kind. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, we hate Mika here on our show.
Yeah.
So it was really
she's a
scathing.
twat.
Yep.
Scathing as far as mainstream media goes.
Yep.
And
And he bashed Anderson Cooper
Yeah.
and a couple of the other, he said, like the gay mafia who were wanting him vilified for, and he's like, these are people who think I'm a homophobe, and and he bashed Harvey Levin, of course, and I don't think he's a homophobe at all.
No, I don't think he is at all.
What did he say again? I forgot even.
Apparently,
it
he
didn't
said
matter that much.
He said to one guy, "You little queen," or whatever. He's bashing him, and some TMZ guy said that Alex said, "You cocksucking motherfucking like faggot," but Alex said it's muffled, and he didn't say faggot.
He did call him a cocksucker.
Yeah, but even if he did say faggot, he's not. It's not in the tone of "Hey, you're gay." I mean this specifically because of that.
And you're going to reach for the worst word possible if you're being bothered.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure. Why do we make believe that doesn't happen?
Gives people a platform, I guess.
It's ridiculous. Back to the Todd Show.
Yay.
So, there's your setup. So Alec Baldwin wants to leave. So the Todd Show, they got this stunt boy, Meatballs. They sent Meatballs down to Alec Baldwin's residence to try to talk him into staying
in New York.
In New York by maybe offering up some New York delicacies.
Oh, that sounds great.
Got to throw some bagels in there, some pizza maybe.
Cronut.
Maybe a cronut. So let's see how Meatballs handles his first assignment.
Cluelessly wandering the streets of New York City.
What an
idiot. Meatballs.
He got his first assignment this morning, which to go to Alec Baldwin's house and try to convince him not to leave New York, because as Cooper told us, Alec said he's done. He's fed up. He can't take it anymore. Yep. So, Meatballs, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here, Todd, right out front of the Devonshire house.
Do you have a game plan if he is to come out? Because there's other media there, you're going to have to work your way through. You understand? We want him to hear your voice convincing him to stay. Is there a game plan?
Well, yeah, I have a couple things. First, there's this doorman who I'm trying to get up close to. I'm trying
Smart.
to rival.
Good move.
I left the money that you gave me somewhere on my desk, so I had little funds to work with to bribe him. But I got a couple muffins. I ate one on the way down.
Meatballs, boy, you got to remember to bring that stuff because it's very important. That's bribe money.
Guy.
Holy fuck, man!
Wacky stunt guy. Bring your bribe money.
This is the show that's going to bring everyone back to regular radio, huh?
Yeah, this wacky stunt guy is going to do it. What's that?
This is just fun.
Remember to bring that stuff because it's very important. That's bribe money. You need to have that in New York.
I know, but I only had $3.
But we gave you money, though.
I forgot it, Todd.
I know.
All right, so you're going to need to come up with some sort of clever chant.
So he's a bumbling fool?
Yes.
Is that what Todd's
wow.
He's a bungler.
That's a real stretch for the stunty guy. Aren't they always the dumb, bumbling guy to be shit on?
What do you mean you ate one of the donuts on the way down there?
Now, turd!
Right. It's just stupid.
This is the cutting-edge new fucking stuff that's going on over there.
Why don't you just talk about what's going on down there?
There's a photo of on the Todd Show Twitter.
Yeah.
Of the gift basket. That's the gift basket that silly Meatballs brought down to Alec Baldwin.
It's on the back of a bicycle and a cardboard box or something.
Why would you tweet that?
Just to show how much fun we're having.
Oh.
So you're going to need to come up with some sort of clever chant or anything. Otherwise, you're just going to be one of the paparazzi just screaming his name.
Right.
So do you have any chants ready to go?
Oh yeah. We have an excited group of people here.
He doesn't
we're
have
just waiting
anything.
for 'em.
So what's
your chant?
What's my chant?
Yeah.
It would be, Alex, please don't go. Please, we want you as a guest on the Todd Show.
Okay. All right, well, let's hear it.
That's not bad. Maybe you could get him to do that.
No, that's really
Let's
bad.
hear the chant. Let's go for it.
No, that's really bad.
Wow, this is really fucking...
No, that's really bad.
Embarrassing.
This is a terrible bit.
Oh, shit.
It's terrible.
Terrible?
This is truly terrible.
Wow, this is bad.
Let's go for it.
Alex, please don't go. We want you as a guest on the Todd Show.
Perfect.
I'd like it if more people were to help him.
Yeah, help them. Get everyone involved in there. They're lonely anyway. They're just
How about
sitting out
getting
there.
You got time
involved?
to rehearse.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
God.
they have an audience.
I don't know. That's just
This
a
just
bad...
sucks now.
Yeah.
You're mad?
Yeah, it just sucks. Turning news into a Todd Show bit.
I did want to say, too,
Yeah.
speaking of their Twitter, a minute ago they tweeted, the Todd Show is a trending topic in the U.S. Thanks, everybody. And then immediately deleted it.
Because they realized why? They must have realized where they were sending their fans to.
So there was a...
Oh, no, what are they doing? That's like...
So there was a moment of excitement, you think?
Yeah.
Like, you think some guy was running down the hall going, you're not going to believe it, it's trending. in the United States.
They just saw vaginas littered with genital warts, and,
and they had to delete.
They had to delete
their excitement tweet. They had to delete
World War II imagery from Germany
because these assholes have destroyed the hashtag. They had to.
Their big hashtag.
Do you think their excitement was fucking quick when they saw what the pictures were?
Hey, we're trending.
it's still trending in the United States.
What do you mean we're trending? Oh my god! Oh my god! And then they just looked at a
Just
couple
in
of
New York?
them.
No, Todd. In the United States.
Here's how it went.
Okay.
You guys are doing the show.
All right. Hey, and meatballs.
So this Alec Baldwin, he's gonna leave for.
Yeah.
Todd Show's trending.
What? The Todd Show's trending? Oh my god!
Wow,
I'll tweet about it.
the PD just poked his head in.
It's those jerks.
2 seconds later, he comes back in with the hand across the throat thing.
No. Forget it.
It's just they're dumb fans.
Maybe because they click it, and the first tweet that comes up is, "I love hashtag the Todd Show because it's like someone standing over my head and shitting right into my ears."
That's the first thing they'd read.
That would be what they read.
That's not complimentary.
No, not at all.
Oh, we're ruining their big day.
Yeah,
that's gotta suck.
They're ruining radio. So good.
But you know what? To be fair,
Yeah.
they took the first shot.
Well, they did.
Are
you serious, XM?
That's right.
I remember hearing that.
Right.
How are those fucking battle hardened mics that he's got there?
Right. Here's the Todd Show. We're almost done. Turning news into a Todd Show bit.
All right. I love when they...
The reporter was reporting, as a reporter would do, and a guy comes by, steals the microphone, and screams some profanities into the microphone, and it's kind of hilarious.
The 3 victims were part of a CXS...
right now.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Well, there's your regular
that's
radio.
better than satellite, all right.
There's your regular
There
radio.
you go.
Yeah,
That's fun. Forget satellite. Listen to the beeps.
Yeah, that's better than satellite.
You can't even tell what he was saying.
No.
You can't hear any of that.
Part of a CXS...
right now.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Obviously, somebody has interfered with Laura Ingalls' live shot, grabbing her mic and running. We apologize for the profanity, which he also said on our air.
She sounds like Mom there, doesn't she? She must have really, what do you think it was, F-bomb? It had to be something horrible.
Really bad.
How about you know, so how about you figure out a way to fucking say
tell
it?
the people.
And by the way, why do they all go, ooh, if they couldn't hear what they said?
Right.
They just heard beeps and went, oh.
That must have been naughty.
There are beeps.
That must have been naughty, I bet. You only beep out naughty things.
Yeah. Something horrible.
Really bad.
We have it without the beeps. You can't play it.
No.
Well, keep your hand on the trigger there. You can beep out it if it's
All
too
right,
bad.
let's see what she says. Go ahead.
Here we go.
The 3 victims were part of a CXS...
Listen to the Todd Show. Oh, my goodness. And obviously, somebody has interfered with Laura Ingalls' live shot, grabbing her mic and running. We apologize for the profanity, which he also said on our air.
That's not profanity. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yep, it was unbelievable.
I can't believe it.
Completely.
Whoa.
I can't even believe
Watch out for the Todd Show.
All right. Is that about...
Well, unless you want to play the last one we have here.
Well, I would want to hear
finish it
the
up.
last one.
Yeah, finish it up. Last one.
It's labeled, this track, soon-to-be staple of the Todd Show.
Oh, good.
New bits.
Have you ever gone to a restaurant and fallen in love with a waiter or waitress?
All the time.
Happens to me constantly. I can do it all the time. There's your Todd Show phone scam, the Olive Garden of Eden.
No. What?
Oh, no.
We can't do another phone scam.
I
I
thought
can't
it was
sit
gonna
through
be-
another phone scam.
I thought he was going to have a conversation about something.
Yeah.
A natural, organic conversation.
Here's something. Converse.
Right. Have a talk on a talk show.
Have a bit of a talk.
Right.
No, we can't do another phone scam. We can't, right? I just want to hear the name.
Hi. Thank you for calling the Olive Garden Italian Restaurant. To best serve your needs, please choose from the following 3 options. To place a to-go order, press 1.
Nope.
For seating information, press 2.
Nope.
For all other inquiries, press 3.
There it
To
is.
hear these options again,
Shut up.
please press. Thank you for calling Olive Garden.
Lisa speaking. May I help
What's
you?
so funny in there?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I was just laughing.
What are you laughing at?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, who are you?
My name is Lisa.
Who? Who's it?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Lisa.
Lisa?
Well, this
Yes,
is...
sir.
I just laughed at you. You got a manager in there or something, dingbat?
Yeah, sure. One moment, okay?
Yeah, put him on.
What a fucking rip-off of the Jerky Boys.
Total rip-off.
Plus, you just cut all that out.
Yeah, why would you
There's
get
30
right
or 40.
to the guy?
Just get right to the fucking stupid
He
fake
must have-
fucking phone scam.
He must have thought that was really funny.
And the lady blew it. She goes, I don't know. What are you laughing at? She goes, I don't know yet.
Oh, God.
She was laughing at
Because she's an actress.
She's a bad actress.
Right.
She's excited to be on the radio.
She forgot she's supposed to be an Olive Garden
Oh, right.
waitress. She goes,
That's Usher, no? Pharrell in this? He's in everything. Oh, now we got this Pharrell. That's him, no?
Hold music.
This don't sound like Italian music. You ain't Italian, Pharrell.
Still holding?
Yeah, I'm still here. Glad I'm not bleeding to death.
Can you hold on 1 second?
Make it pronto. It is.
Hello?
Yeah, you're the manager?
minute 30 in. This is where the phone scam should have started.
I am.
Yeah, I was trying to get through to you. I was talking to some ding-a-ling on the phone. I don't know what was going on there, but you're like the boss, right? There's nobody bigger than you?
Right. No. I apologize if one of my employees wasn't good on the phone with you.
Yeah, it's all right. It don't really matter. Anyway, the girl you got working in there stole something from me.
Which waitress did you have?
Well, I don't even know the name of the lady, but I can describe her to a T.
What do you want to do? I'm getting
it's just terrible.
Should we just stop?
I don't know if I could do it again.
Yeah, I can't. I was hoping to hear his name, but
that's all I was.
He doesn't give the name.
Before you. Would that help?
Sure.
She was either a very light-skinned black girl or a very dark-skinned white girl. It don't matter to me. I don't see color.
Oh, all right. Well.
But you know what she stole?
What's that?
She stole my heart. Damn it.
Well, I don't know that that's possible, sir.
Yeah, I fell in love with this girl.
All right, no. Someone has to make a call here.
Sorry.
This
is how it always ends.
Yeah.
We get so excited.
That is true.
And there's a high energy, and then you just get mad.
I'm just depressed.
But to be fair, it took us 2.5 hours to get here this time.
It did.
But fuck, man. New York's like the #1 market.
That's really
This
depressing.
shit is going on in every fucking city in America.
It's lousy. It's lousy.
But that's supposed to be new stuff.
And then this idiot, who's been on the air 20 years in New York, he has decided I'm going to reinvent myself, and then he brings the fake phone scams with him.
Same.
Why wouldn't you just rest that shit and go, all right, this has to sound completely new and different, and then maybe we'll bring back the phone scams.
Hey, I just got to make a call.
Eric's coming down the hall with another disc.
Oh, no. Should fucking get rid of him. I can't. What is it, E-Rock?
It's losing steam.
Yeah, could you show...
It's losing steam.
Show Antitrax. I'm...
Oh, okay, let me see. We got... It's just... I give a shit. I can't...
Oh, you got the
muster
meatballs
up.
update. We need the meatballs update.
I can barely muster
How
up.
bad was the meatballs update? Can you just tell us what this is? Save us some time.
Oh, it's fascinating.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's got to speak for itself. Let it just play.
Oh, God.
No, we don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
No, you
weren't listening.
You committed.
This is bad.
And what's getting used to the new clock and more?
They talk about how they're not used to the flow of the show because they're on a new clock, a new schedule, and some other conversation happens.
Right. We're not doing this. You wasted time. Because it's a 5-minute.
Oh,
it's 5
God,
minutes.
5 minutes.
Talking about the new clock. What do you mean?
Their new clock, their schedule, how they flow the show,
There's
going
a format
into commercials,
clock,
to
which
music.
I think is the worst thing you can do in radio is to actually have everything fucking scheduled every morning.
Yes,
it's stupid. It doesn't leave you any room to just fucking turn the mics on and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
They are playing less music.
It's bad, right?
Though.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's
well, they
talking
want
a
everybody
lot
to,
more.
They want the people to get to know him.
The worst ever.
What? Terrible.
It's fucking.
It's just awful.
Almost 3 hours.
I can get you to 10:30.
I gotta piss.
It's repulsive.
I don't know. We got this standing by, maybe. What happens with Meatballs, for real?
Tell us.
Yeah, just tell us.
He's at Alec Baldwin's house.
He's at Alec Baldwin's house.
Even though he's probably down
he's
the
there
street.
with all the media. He's there with Pix 11.
Yeah.
And
people are begging us to keep playing this. No.
Oh,
no.
What? Go.
Sorry. Yeah, he might have some interaction with Alec Baldwin. I wasn't quite sure. Something about you're putting stuff in front of my door that my kids can trip over.
Is it? It's not Alec Baldwin, is it?
They have not said anything otherwise.
It's not Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin's not going to interact with the media now.
And he's definitely not going to interact with Meatballs.
Meatballs. With the likes of a Meatballs.
Well, we can all agree that the bit is not going well.
Oh, we can all agree, all right.
Yeah.
It's not going well.
No. It's very bad.
All right, well, hold on. Let me see something here.
I'm exhausted.
I gotta go check for more material.
We're being dragged back in.
Jesus. I think something was going on.
Oh, fuck. Let's go to the bathroom.
I think he knew something.
Is Meatballs there yet, Monk?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? What's happening over there?
Well, sorry about that. I don't know what happened with the phone, but I have a great setup here. I have my bike right out front of the door, so you're going to hit my bike if you walk out the door.
Yeah, sure.
And it's got the box on it, and I got him a really expensive tea with the chocolate croissant and
What's a chocolate what? Croissant?
Croissant. And
That's French, right, Meatballs? That's French, yeah? You don't have a great accent for that. A croissant. That's something you do in the...
That was written for him.
The fuck?
That's what Todd thinks is funny. He
Call
wrote
it
that
a
line for the guy.
croissant.
Say croissant. I can work off that.
That sounds like something he'd put in one of his phony phone calls.
Oh, he wrote that for the stupid kid.
You
pool, they have to drain it.
not. Oh,
Somebody
my
dropped the croissant. We got to drain the pool.
See, now he can rip on the fact that he said croissant.
So, Meatballs, give us the scene. Describe what's going on outside of Alec Baldwin's apartment right now in downtown Manhattan.
All right, you got it. And I also have some breaking news here. First, there's a bunch of news crews out trying to get the scoop, but there was this lady who was walking out of the building with a bunch of dogs, and I went to talk to her. And they came over and tried to bite the croissant, and I said, no, that's for Alec Baldwin. And her name was Nancy Friedman. She's a celebrity dog walker. She does walk Alec Baldwin's dog, and she said she can't believe Alec would say that because he's a real nice guy.
I got to find out what's going on over here because Sheila and Annie cannot even breathe.
Really?
What's wrong?
Were you cutting gas or
The croissant and the breaking news. He met the dog walker. It's very breaking.
Because
dire scenario.
When we were in that secret location, me and Sheila used to go get a croissant every morning, and we would share it with him. So
Right.
how he doesn't know how to say it,
He can't say it.
We'd wash
can't
it down with
understand.
his Dunkin' Donuts.
No, it's because he can't retain things. He's a brain like an Etch-a-Sketch. If you don't say it in a minute, it's gone.
Take that. What do you call it? A croissant?
Yeah.
Jam it down your throat.
Croissant.
I can't.
Meatballs, come on. This is your first assignment.
Well, I think I'm doing a good job.
You're
Are you
not.
saying I'm not doing a good job?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, nothing has happened. You set up things in hopes that he trips over them.
We got
That's
bamboozled
not going to make
again.
him want to
You're
stay.
setting up a lawsuit for Todd is what you're doing.
I also talked to his dog walker.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with anything. No one knows who that is. All right, call us back. Right. Call me every 10 seconds. Love you, bye.
What happened to the part where Eric said that?
Yeah.
That
Probably later on.
And Alec Baldwin. That was the only clip on
The
there.
reason why we played it, to hear the fake Alec
Right.
Baldwin. He said Alec Baldwin actually said something to him. He said that, right?
He did.
He did, right?
Yeah, Iraq is a liar.
Good luck to you, Todd Show.
That's it. Good luck. Good luck.
to you. We got some fighters coming in next.
Uriah Hall and Demetrius Johnson.
Very cool. What are they promoting?
Black History Month for the UFC.
Ooh,
Black History Month
is.
for the UFC.
Yeah.
I forgot it was February. Why is Black History Month sort of subdued this month?
Could we usually play something?
year.
We usually have.
I mean, in general. I'm not noticing a lot on TV, like Black History Month things. I don't know.
The Todd Show is still trending.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Thank God.
In the United States?
Across the United States.
We hijacked their little hashtag today?
It's trending higher than Daytona 500 or Starbucks.
And Jason Collins, the gay NBA guy.
And Jason Collins.
Damn, this Todd Show is hot.
It's the Todd Show, and then it's the Today Show on top of it. That's it.
Wow. Very cool. All right. Can you just click on one picture? Just
somebody opening their asshole up.
God.
This is what's trending on Twitter.
It's supposed to be a prize truck.
Click on another random one.
A gaping asshole.
Sad trombone.
Yeah.
Just a random one. Please, Sam. Just one more random one.
No problem. Scroll down a little. How about this one? Let's see what this is. Oh, it says...
That's not her truck. Here's her act. I don't know.
I don't know.
Just another truck.
We'll grab another one.
Okay. Yeah, they were trying to find the van.
Oh, jeez. It's a Photoshop.
That's not a Photoshop.
Well, you don't think they use Photoshop for that?
That looks like a bad MS Paint.
Well, it's a picture of Sheila from the Todd Show.
One of the new broads on the show.
But somebody used a pink mouse
Yeah.
to draw boobies and a penis next to her mouth.
That's crazy.
This is their big day.
And it says hashtag the Todd Show, hashtag Sheila, this show stinks.
Oh, man, come on.
This is their big day, Jimmy.
This is getting just mean.
It's being ruined.
This is just mean now.
And they're just random and stupid.
They really are.
There's the question. There's a photo. It says hashtag the Todd Show. And then a photo pops up that says, what do you call two Mexicans playing basketball? And then a photo of a jolly Mexican man with a big sombrero. And under it says Juan on Juan. It's just stupid.
Great.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know why this is trending. The Todd Show is trending. All right. We got some UFC guys next. Stay there.
Opie and Anthony will be back momentarily. With or without you.
MLB Network Radio is getting you ready for opening day with a tour of spring training. Play ball! Later today, hear on-site broadcasts with all 30 teams. The latest news from every camp and expert analysis on your favorite team. This is a team that should contend for a playoff spot. Hear interviews with players, managers, and executives.
We're joined now by David Ortiz.
It all starts today at 4 p.m. Eastern with Jim Duquette and Mike Barron in Fort Myers with the Twins. MLB Network Radio tours spring training on Sirius 209 XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
The Opie and Anthony channel. All Opie, all Anthony, all the time. 24/7. It's real puking.
He's okay. He's all right, Ed. He's all right.
It's real politics.
They're using the 10th Amendment as a way to say that the states can do that. I'm looking at it saying that they can't.
Only here on Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony channel. All Opie, all Anthony, all the time. It's real.
A gentleman that I worked with always looked good and always had on a crisp, clean shirt. So I asked him one day where he ordered his shirts from, and he mentioned Paul Frederick.
Now you too can own the classic Paul Frederick white pinpoint Oxford dress shirt, regularly $59.50. Today they're making them available at the exclusive introductory price of just $19.95 when you visit paulfrederick.com/exclusive.
The reason I wear Paul Frederick shirts is because I believe they make a statement. You look sharp, you look clean, it makes an impression.
Choose from 6 collar styles, button or French cuffs, with a wide range of sleeve lengths and collar sizes. Paul Frederick has the perfect fit for you, including big and tall or trim fit options.
Everything fit just like my custom-made shirts for better value, and I switched.
Order today and they'll personalize your shirt with free custom monogramming, a $10.95 value. To get your white pinpoint Oxford dress shirts at the exclusive introductory price of just $19.95, visit paulfrederick.com/exclusive or call 1-800-309-6000. That's paulfrederick.com/exclusive.
Business owners, listen up.
Give me an L.
Give me another L.
Give me a C. What's that spell?
Incorporation, protection, success. Incorporate your business.
LLC. If you're about to start a business, these 3 little letters can make the difference between making a fortune and losing everything. Because if you're not incorporated and someone sues your business, you can lose it all. Your home, your car, even your life savings. That's why LLC.com is now giving away a free incorporation guide to all business owners. So you can incorporate in just 10 minutes. Protect your home. Protect your car. Protect your life savings. Call 1-800-915-3528 for your free 10-minute incorporation guide from LLC.com. They don't provide legal or financial advice. They just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy.
Incorporation, protection, success. Incorporate your business.
Call now for your free guide. 1-800-915-3528. That's 1-800-915-3528.
If online dating is turning you off, let us introduce you to It's Just Lunch, the world's #1 personalized matchmaking service for professional singles.
Getting to know my clients is the most important part of what we do and why we're so successful.
Let someone else do the legwork. All you have to do is show up and have a great time.
We bring a more successful way of dating to the table. Call 800-THE-DATE today and find out what an It's Just Lunch matchmaker can do for you. That's 800-THE-DATE.
Looking for a franchise opportunity but feel like you've been too late for the country's top profitable brands? Announcing the initial franchise offering for Rent-A-Center, one of the country's leading retail brands. With over 3,000 corporate retail locations and $3 billion in annual revenue, don't miss out on your opportunity to be considered for this initial franchise offering in 2014. Learn more by visiting rentacenter.com or call 855-222-RENT for a free franchise report.
Franchise offer only made after receipt of franchise disclosure document.
Do you dream of owning a business that you and your community will love? Papa Murphy's, one of the nation's fastest growing franchise concepts with 30 years of experience and over 1,400 locations, offers franchise owners an affordable investment with the simplicity of running a food business that eliminates the expenses and headaches of ovens, delivery, and dining. Papa Murphy's is seeking qualified owners to help bring the #1 consumer-rated pizza chain to your local community. Find franchise opportunities near you by going to papamurphys.com or calling 800-257-PAPA, 800-257-7272.
You've waited over 5 minutes. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, it's time! The Opie and Anthony Show is back!
Okay, here we are. Very cool. We're back.
Gentlemen. What's up, man? How you doing? Good? What's up, man?
Welcome to
Make yourself comfortable.
I know you. How are you? Demetrius Johnson and Uriah Hall in studio from the UFC. Very cool, man. How are you guys? Uh-oh, what happened?
They're just laughing.
Uriah immediately stuck Demetrius, who's a slight fellow. He stuck him in the high chair.
That chair does go down, sir.
It does go down.
I'm actually this tall, if you guys
yeah. You're a badass. Demetrius is a badass.
Yeah. Just a man trying to pay my bills.
Holy fuck, you're a good fighter, man.
That's good, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're the flyweight, right?
Yes.
Flyweight champion, 19-2, one of the best fighters in the world.
Mighty Mouse, right? Is the nickname? Right, yeah.
Mighty Mouse. Yeah.
It is, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's badass. That was one of the... What the UFC event was that? It was an amazing fight. I'm trying to remember who...
Which one, for Demetrius?
Yeah, please help us.
Just with Joseph Benavidez when he knocked him out in Sacramento in December?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That was a solid fight. Who are you?
Who am I?
Look at you.
I just recognize you, but I don't...
Brian.
Yeah. Who was... What? No, I don't know her by name. I recognize her, of course. But I didn't know she was coming in. I would have fucking Googled and said, okay, and wrote her name down. But you're recognizable. I know who you are.
And you work for Fox.
I do, yeah, and I also have my own company, MMA Heat. But yeah, I do a lot of the interviews and stuff with them on Fox.
So you should interview them. We'll just watch you.
Fucking we'll kick back.
Yeah, you guys are just take 5. Yeah.
We have no problem with that. We've been doing this a long time, man.
Hey, what happened to you guys? What happened to Ariel Helwani? He was like a big name. Is he still with? Does he still do stuff for UFC or no? Because I heard he's out, and then I heard he's still doing stuff.
Nah, he's still doing stuff. You know, he just had his second baby, I believe. So he's been a little busy with that. But other than that, yeah, he's still
He's trying to get rid of the baby weight before he comes back to fighting then, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's a very, he's a weird-looking guy. He's kind of like Middle Eastern-looking, and he's a very good UFC guy, but I heard he got booted. I heard he's back.
This is a weird-looking Middle Eastern guy.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I don't know if he wants to be known as that.
You're right. I'm like, no comment.
Yeah.
I'm drinking water, kind of.
Yeah, it's a good way to avoid saying something.
Where are you from in New York?
Right now I'm in Brooklyn. Originally from Queens, but stayed in Manhattan for a while. Now I'm in Brooklyn, so I'm trying to figure some stuff out.
How much of that UFC? Because you did a great job in the UFC house, and you came in, I think, second, right? You
against
lost finals, yeah. But it looked like you were kind of isolated from the other guys and kind of had trouble getting along with the other guys. But how much of that is editing? It could just be editing, or are you actually kind of a loner?
Oh man. For me, when we all watched it, it was kind of it was new for me too. But some things were thrown out of context in certain ways or whatever. And looking back now, it's like maybe it was good for TV or whatever. But when your friends know who you are, you really don't have to explain yourself. So I think maybe some of it was editing.
Yeah, reality TV is so weird. It's like they want people to be real, but they feel like they have to get a story line. And I guess with the fighting house, the interesting part is that people are actually going to fight. That to me is what reality TV should be.
Right.
But
guys
just living there, it messes with you sometimes, man, because you don't have any other outlet. It's just you. People you have to fight. You got to live with them, and food and alcohol, and I was explaining to them a game of checkers or chess could be one of the most serious things because that's all you have.
Right.
So.
And it's all alphas too. It's all fucking guys who literally settle things with their fists. So it's like, I'm surprised there's not more fist fights and things in that house. Is there a rule that you're actually booted for real if you have a fist fight?
I believe so. I don't remember. Well, yeah. I mean, they told us, hey man, no fighting in the house, stuff like that, save for the ring. Plus, you don't want to be stupid and, ruin your chance.
Get an injury or something, right?
Kicked off the show.
Hand through the wall, you hit a 2x4 in there. Nice.
I would do that so I didn't have to fight.
Yeah.
like I would just punch the refrigerator and get an injury and be like, oh, fuck, I'd love to. I'd love to fight you. But
Danny will give you the speech, man. He'll make you feel bad if you did that.
Yeah.
See an intimidating guy to work for?
What's that?
Intimidating guy to work for?
Oh, he's a cool guy, man. Yeah, at the end of the day, he's a businessman. But, I know Dana personally, and, he's a cool guy to hang out with. And I love him, man. He's my boss.
Yeah, I guess that's really bad to ask guys on the radio. What is your boss like?
Yeah, he's a real
I love my boss. He's such an awesome guy. No, he really is, though. He really is a cool guy.
Yeah.
And you guys
we love him.
Yeah, we love him, too.
He comes in here a lot.
He's honest, man. You need that.
Oh, yeah.
He's honest. He'll tell you how
And
it
he
is.
takes care of us. God damn, he takes care of us.
Yeah, it's very rare in sports. We have people that are actually nice to us.
It is weird when you see him on TV kind of unloading on something that he's not happy about, and you kind of look like, wow, people don't do that. They
like
usually hold back, say the right things and stuff. He'll just, he'll say, hey, you're fucking...
He'll tell you how it is.
And people love hearing from him. When we film him, after a press conference when he does his scrum where he really breaks it down, that I literally will have people tweeting me all night long, where's the scrum? Where's the scrum? And they freak out because a lot of time he drops all kinds of news nuggets that he's not supposed to tell you yet because he's fired up from the night, and he'll announce fights he's not supposed to announce or this or that. So that is one of the best things you could possibly film when Dana's on a rant like that, or just even when he's in a good mood.
Who's gonna tell him to shut
especially when
up?
he's in a bad mood, it's amazing.
Like when Chael was supposed to be a big secret that Chael is doing the Ultimate Fighter in Brazil because there's a tremendous security threat. There are guys that really want to kill him in Brazil, and then it was a big secret until Dana went out and just said it. Like and then he got like $200,000 worth of security for fucking Chael Sonnen because Dana just couldn't help himself. He had to spit it out there.
He will make anything, man. He'll talk about this bottle. He'll be like, man, that's the coolest bottle I've ever.
Yeah.
He'll make anything like.
He can sell anything.
He can sell anything.
Absolutely.
But he also speaks for fans too, because if a fight stinks, he says it, and I like that. Like you watch something, you're like, that fight wasn't that great.
Yeah.
And he'll come right out and he'll go, that sucked. I was unhappy with it. Like you feel like, all right, well, the guy's being honest with me about what he was good and what wasn't good.
Very rare. Honesty is very rare in entertainment.
Yeah, it is. They always toe the company line.
Right. Got to make it sound like it's the greatest thing ever when everyone knows it was shit.
It was shit.
So it's kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
But in general, I mean, the UFC product is not shit. So
there's
a few duds here and there, but man,
it's a few duds.
There are, right? You guys know it.
I wasn't very happy with Saturdays. Gotta be honest.
Huh?
I wasn't very happy with the pay-per-view Saturday.
Because was it the stoppages? They thought with the one stoppage that went too long and the one that was too fast?
Yeah, it was just kind of, it was there. I liked watching the chicks.
Yeah.
That chick will beat your butt.
I know.
Oh, she's been on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
believe me,
she's
she's
great.
fantastic, man. What a pisser. She's a lot of fun.
She's intense.
Have hang out. Yeah.
She's legit, man.
She's hilarious, and she's really like she armbarred me, and you know, because she's such a beautiful girl, and the feeling is so nice, but it was really brutal.
Is that great?
But as soon as you went to armbar mode, it's very
exactly. I rolled with her, man, and it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't as beautiful, huh, Jimmy?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You forget she's a woman. Men don't take it easy on a woman like that when you spar, do you?
For me, I mean, I've never sparred somebody the highest caliber like Ronda Rousey is as a woman, but my saying is that I'll hit you as hard as you hit me, and you know if she came back with some heat, then I'll try to blast her.
That's great.
No,
But she actually would probably want you to.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
and she would want.
like
Yeah, that's the
She'd
thing.
be insulted if you were holding
Yeah,
back
exactly.
too much.
And that's the thing too. Like, you know, Ronda Rousey, she's on a different planet. So, you know, I'm pretty sure when she goes at guys, I mean, Uriah has spent time with her, and he can vouch for her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just,
Not talking shit. I'm not gonna say I'm a blaster. I'm just saying, like, if we were to spar and she would hit me hard, I'm like, hey, I'm hitting back hard.
Yeah, you have to, or it's insulting.
Yeah.
She's cool, man. She's cool.
Yeah.
What was your backstory? Because I read some interesting stuff about you online.
Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah, Demetrius. I'm always wondering what makes guys go into being to this line of work.
Went to high school and I got out. I went to college. Did it for about 2 years, and I was working full time and also training. And my grades started going down, and basically I don't want to say instructor, but somebody was like, well, you know, your grades are going down and you have too many things to juggle. So I said, all right, well, I got to pay bills, so I'm going to work. And then I started hitting the bag, and next thing you know, I started training at AMC Pancreation and got hooked up with Matt Hume, and then fight ever since then. And
Did you fight when you were a kid?
No.
Were you picked on for being shorter?
Yeah, but I didn't care.
The best part of that was that you wanted to say short, but you're like, let me say shorter because it's like a little bit of a nicer way to say it.
Messed up, man.
The makes all the difference, though. That was good.
Yeah. That was good.
They called me the Brave Toaster because when I was in elementary, I had my hair this way, and then I had a big giant part, and I had waves, and they called it a toaster. So they called it the Brave Toaster.
Oh my God. Have some slices in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Did it look good?
Oh, I had waves, man. My waves make me seasick.
Yeah.
We all think we look good, and then you see the pictures years later. I posted one recently with a mullet. Ooh, so not good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But
you
at the
had a
time,
really
it was,
good
it was happening, I
hockey
guess.
hair.
You get laid in the house at all or no? In that in the UFC house?
Guys.
No, I don't mean with that. Yeah, that's a good. Actually different.
Did he just say laid?
No, I don't. Yeah, laid, but I don't mean with each other. But I mean like.
They don't let you out of the house, though.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no chance
No.
to sneak out.
And that's what happened way back when in the first season. Supposedly, I think Stephen Bonner sneaked out or something to try to go see a girl or something, and it was a big deal, and he almost got kicked off the show.
Wow.
And then thank God they didn't kick him off the show because that's what put the place on the map.
Yeah.
You know, the fight with Forrest, but no, you can't leave. It's like you're on lockdown in there.
It's like a prison with a little bit of privileges.
How long are you guys in the house?
I was in there for 6 weeks. I think
weeks.
the first season was like 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And then the live season, same thing. The live season they did 8 weeks or 12 weeks, I think.
That's a long
So,
time. Even 6 weeks is a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no way.
And if anyone was going to get laid, it should have happened last season because it had man and woman. I thought it was going to happen. I thought it was going to be rural, but it wasn't. It turned out really good, though.
That's right. That was the first time that they had it was Rhonda and Misha Tate doing it, and they had, I guess, men and women in the house together. But no one's going to try to have sex under those circumstances.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, there's cameras everywhere, man. It got to a point where there's a camera in the bathroom. I have to call my, hey, man, you got to take that camera down.
What's that about?
See, I'm just the opposite.
Because you know what? They might have like little gossip and stuff, and people might go in the bathroom and talk.
Yeah,
but they say, hey, we turn it off. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Keep the cameras up high, at least. Jesus. Just capture the audio. Not what I'm sporting.
Was there any shit you just didn't want shown that they you're like you can't show that? Like whenever you think of reality TV, there's got to be stuff that happens that you just kind of don't want captured.
I don't think they have much to say over.
No, I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying like was there any
But I
moments
think
you just-
I understand Jimmy's point. You're probably like,
like I come off looking like an asshole.
Yeah.
You're probably you're so aware of the cameras that you're just well behaved in general. I bet you.
Some people don't care, Like for me, I was like, let me just be myself, I went on the interview because they had like sessions where they put us in the room, they ask us questions or whatever, and some of the guys were like, hey, I ain't scared, and I told him, hey man, I'm scared shitless. Are you kidding?
Now,
I'm here with a bunch of guys, I got to fight every day, and I'm away from home, and a lot of isolation. I'm scared to death. So, certain things, but I guess it was me being real, so I guess a lot of people accepted that. I didn't, however, want them to show to Rhonda where I was a video of her kicking my ass. I said, don't show that. And they did. Like, oh, it's good.
That's gold right there.
Yeah. But it was funny, so whatever.
How long does it take before you don't even notice the cameras anymore? Because the first day, you're like, fuck, look at all these. You just know. You have to. Yeah. But when do you finally just say, screw it with the cameras?
I'd say for me it was in training.
Oh, really?
So focused, I just forgot about the cameras.
But when you're back in the house, you're aware again?
When you're eating. It's more like when conversations come up. Like, oh.
See all the red lights go on. Oh, this might be good.
yeah. Some dirt.
Yep.
It was cool, though, man.
What exactly are you guys promoting? It's Black History Month for the UFC, but what is the UFC doing for it? For Black History Month?
Basically, going around to different major cities and just, getting involved and basically launching a Black History Month tour.
Yeah, basically, we're going to do some things at the Boys and Girls Club later. I think what it is a lot of young folks maybe don't understand that MMA is an option for them. I think a lot of young guys are indoctrinated with boxing, which is great, and find boxing as a way out or a way to support your life. But these two gentlemen right here are perfect role models. But also, it's just a way to raise awareness because it's weird. I obviously go to a lot of fights, and when I'm in the audience, I'm looking around. I'm like, I'm surprised that there aren't more black folks in here. Like, what's the deal? And so, I'm just a little bit surprised. So, maybe they're just not as aware of the sport as an option or think it's something that they could get into themselves. Maybe a lot of time I think when stuff gets to the ground with wrestling and jiu-jitsu, a lot of people are turned off. So when you have these guys out here who are able to go out and explain that and help, inform the fan base and let them know that, this is an option that they could go and do in their own life too. I think that's great. So.
Yeah. And you brought up a good point. Like, I remember when I first started wrestling in middle school, like, I was the only, black guy on there. And then when I went to high school as well, I was still pretty much the only black guy. I'll go to the wrestling tournaments. I was the black guy with the same pair of shoes I had when I was in middle school because, I came from, poor beginnings. And so it's exactly what mixed martial arts, I think a lot of people are misunderstood that, like, they're wrestling. Oh, that's only, for, not, I guess you say, the African American, but there's a lot of African American fighters in the UFC or around the world that love doing mixed martial arts, and I think we're trying to do a good job of spreading the word that, hey, it's not only boxing that African Americans are good at, or not just mixed martial arts, it's, any athletic sport that we try to do.
And especially, too, when you look at, obviously football, but we've got John Jones, who's our light heavyweight champion. He's got one brother on the Ravens and one brother on the Patriots, which is my team, but it's great.
Is he the brother on the Patriots? I didn't know that.
Chandler.
I thought you only had one
Chandler's
guy.
number 95, and he's awesome. He plays defense. He's great, but I just think it's kind of cool, especially in their family. They're this little microcosm of what an athlete can achieve. He's, is got one brother with a ring already. Arthur has a ring. John's a champ. And, I just think it's
a hell of a family.
No kidding, right?
Is there any non-athletes in that family?
I don't think so. It's amazing. But I just think it's cool for people to see that this is an option. MMA is an option. And like you said, martial arts is an option. Jesus. And, if you have kids, it teaches them good discipline. It's obviously good physical training for them. There's just a lot of real benefits from it.
It's like the one, like Peyton Manning's brother, like there's Peyton, there's one brother, isn't
Cooper?
there? Yeah,
is it Cooper Manning?
Besides Eli, who's not an overachiever.
Yeah.
Oh boy, no.
There's one Manning who just fucking basks in their glory and works in an office, some shitty job.
It's gonna suck for him.
Yeah, what that fourth Jones brother? How much that must suck to have two brothers in the NFL and one guy's the light heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
But the Manning father too. So the father was in the NFL, then you got two brothers in the NFL. And what do you talk about when they all come together?
Yeah, it's the whole table talks about their glory, and then one guy will remember, oh yeah, he's here. So what's going on? Tell us about how's the work? Oh, it's all right, But back to you. Just make them feel polite.
Oh, so you got a new copy machine, did you?
Yeah, exactly. How's that boss? Fucking awful.
He probably does something cool. We just don't know. Maybe he's an agent or something. I don't know.
He's probably involved in some peripheral.
Who knows?
Do you guys have brothers?
For me, it's 5 boys, 2 girls. Yeah.
See, because Rogan
That's
mentioned
us.
something.
That's my family, 5 and 2.
5 and 2?
Yeah, 5 boys, 2 girls.
Rogan mentioned something about this, like, I think it was Rashad that says that with guys who are fighting and getting beat up when they're kids by the older brother, a lot of those guys go into fighting because you're in confrontations from the time you're very, very small. Where I had a younger sister, so I never had.
Well, Joe also said there's a lot of abuse, too.
Right.
As I not look at these guys when I say that. Where it's more than an older sibling or something beating them up. There's actual real serious abuse from parents and relatives and stuff. Joe said
Which makes guys
there
that go.
can be. Well, and also,
do you know that?
Well, yeah, I know for a fact that there's some people when you talk about like Court McGee, people who were deep into drugs and MMA saved their life.
Right.
He goes around now and talks about that. I mean, the guy with I'm almost pretty sure was certifiably dead, at one point, and came back. It's a way that people have found to kind of straighten their life out for sure.
Right.
Definitely.
Who bullied you?
I was bullied in school. I just came to the States and was just new to a lot of things, and that was like the first thing. I didn't know it, I didn't know what it was, because in Jamaica, where I'm from, we don't get bullied. I didn't know what that is. Everybody was just cool and fiery, and it was like, hey man, why are you wearing that? I'm like, what?
They really they don't bully in Jamaica?
No, it's funny. My mom's Jamaican too, and what she always tells me is in Jamaica, like the smart kids are the heroes of the class, and the ones that are the achievers are the heroes. And here, you're kind of put down. Oh, look at you, smarty pants.
Yeah.
It's a different, it's a different mindset there.
What part of Jamaica?
St. Catherine.
Is that different than Kingston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine there's some bullying in Kingston.
Probably.
Yeah.
Tell you what though, you teachers, man, they'll bust your butt.
Right.
Like here, you can't over there. You can't talk back to teachers. Like when I first heard you can talk back to teachers, I'm like, wait, you can talk back to teachers and nothing happens, or you can get grounded by your parents and nothing.
That's
happens?
kind of a new thing, though. Back, when I was going to school, you didn't talk back to the teachers, or like they would have complete permission to just punch you in the face, and your parents would then punch you because you made the teacher punch you.
I would get 3 butt whooping, man. The teacher, my dad would come up beat me there, and then wait till we get home.
Right.
Mom gonna whoop your ass too. She can't wait.
Yeah. Everyone, get in here.
Right. Should wait for everyone else to weaken you, though, and it should be the third one in. Get her beating in.
I don't think Jamaican guys got fucked with, though. I remember in school when I was a kid, the Jamaican guys or anybody with an accent that came, nobody fucked with them. Because you just assumed that they could fight. Like an Asian kid, nobody fucked with an Asian kid because they always assumed.
Oh, yeah, that always.
So now you're going stereotypical. That's what you're saying.
High school was like that, though.
He was like, oh, he's Asian. He must be trained with Bruce Lee.
Gotta know that shit.
So didn't you think that in school, though? When you saw an Asian kid, you assumed that he could fight, so you'd rather not find out the hard way.
They're all shaking their heads, but that's our generation. We're older than you guys, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
This was real shit what Jimmy's talking about.
You always thought if there was a Chinese kid, I got punked
just assumed
so badly by a Chinese kid. I don't even know if he could fight or not. I was fucking walking with my 2 friends, and he was riding on his bike, and we knew him. He was quiet, and I threw a snowball at him, and it smashed by the bike, and he turned around, and there was 3 of us, and he go, "Who threw a snowball?" I'm like, have you seen Frank? I tried to act like I was looking for a buddy, like I didn't think this guy could fucking fight or not. He probably couldn't. I mean, he was just a quiet recluse.
When I was growing up, all an Asian kid had to know was how to stand, like one stance.
And you just went, he obviously knows.
That's all he had to learn, was how to make that one square off stance, and no one was going to fuck with him.
So when did that switch to everybody just assuming they know math?
Yeah,
they all knew math when we were growing up.
Yeah, that was true back then, too. They were good students.
That's always been there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But no one messed with kids who you thought might be able to fight. Like a new kid came into school if he was from Jamaica.
Did you do much fighting in school? No, Jimmy.
Sorry.
I could assume no.
I got beat up, man.
You did?
Got beat up.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, you should look some names up and knock on some doors.
For me,
hey, remember me?
With martial arts especially, and that's one of the great things it did. It changed my demeanor, I'm not aggressive, I'm more assertive. So it changed that, and I ran into people, who picked on me, and they're all like, "Oh my God, you're doing this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But it's none of that. I don't really focus on that. It's negative. It's not good for you.
How long were you in school? Like, how long had you come to the States before the first confrontation happened with another student?
I would say maybe the second day.
It's gotta suck. You don't know anyone yet.
Wow.
Bad. So it was like going in the jungle. Like, here you go, survive. It was nuts.
You
But
got
you know what? You look back now, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of glad it happened. Well, I wasn't happy it happened.
Not at the time,
Right.
yeah.
But it kind of morphed me into who I am today.
Yeah, anything that happens to you kind of makes you who you are now, so.
Hopefully you learn from it or whatever, grow
Yeah,
from it.
yeah. It still sucks, though.
Yeah, it's got to, but something's got to motivate you to want to do that. It's like there's got to be humiliations or beatings or things that make you want to stand up and,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Well,
defend
it was
yourself.
a way for me to channel that energy into something positive and constructive. And, you know, my mom found out. I was cutting class because I didn't want to go because, you know, I would get picked on. I didn't want to go. So when they found out, and my mom was yelling at me, and I broke down. I told her, hey, man, this is what's happening. And she finally put me into martial arts. And I just ran with it. You know, I couldn't wait. And the funny thing is, you know, I would go to school with my bag, and they would see me like, oh, it's that karate guy. So all of a sudden I got this
yeah,
respect.
okay, yep.
So it felt cool.
Like,
no
all
one
right,
messed with
don't
me
fuck
then.
with them.
Then I became like the popular kid-ish with the non-popular kid, and the, you know. it was
Right,
cool.
right.
Nobody fucks now because everybody takes mixed martial arts. That's like the thing to do. So you can't, like, first thing you do is look at somebody's ears and you make sure, and you see if they have any type of scarring,
Demetrius is laughing.
any scarring in the ear.
So I got a funny story. So I'm a huge video game. I like to play video games. I went to GameStop and I was gonna buy a new game, and you know, I'm a quiet guy. Don't like to be bothered with, you know. I just like to do me. And I'm at the store and I'm looking at, you know, the games. I'm just sitting there and my ears are sticking out. And this guy goes, huh, man, I'm not going to mess with you. And I'm like, what's going on? He goes, my dad told me about people like you. And I'm like, oh no, what the hell do you mean?
What do you mean, you people?
What kind of accent did he have? Hey, I won't talk to you.
And he looked at my ears. He goes, your ears, they're cauliflower. And I was like, yeah, it's just from wrestling, man. And he goes, oh, you seem very intelligent. You seem very nice.
Oh, man.
You don't
I
seem
love
like
when that happens.
a guy who's just going to tear my head off. And I was like, dude, it's a sport that I do. I love to wrestle. And even in mixed martial arts today, you know, people see my ears. And that's the first thing that gravitates them to, that lets them know that I do mixed martial arts. But other than that, if you come to my house or, you know, if I was to go grocery shopping with me, you would never know I fight. And, you know, it's just a stereotypical thing.
Can you let me see the, oh yeah, that's definitely a wrestler. Definitely. I actually want to get prosthetics like that to put on so nobody fucks with me. That'd be a great thing to sell so nobody bothers you at a bar when you send your chick.
That's a tell, though. You don't fuck with people like that.
You can't drain that, though? Like you have to be vigilant and drain it every time it happens, and then that won't happen. But as soon as you let it go and it kind of hardens.
And the thing is, too, like, we had a guy that is correct. But for me, you know, I plan on doing this until I'm like 35 or however long my body lasts, and you think about draining it every single time. It's just a waste of time if you ask me. We had a guy who actually had his cauliflower, and he went and got surgery on it, like, to prevent it. Shit blew right back up.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You got to put a needle in, I think, and suck the blood out.
But is there something you could do when your fighting days are over?
Nope. I mean, I'm pretty sure nowadays, you know, with technology being so far in advance, I can go get some cadaver ears from a black man and just put on my ears. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, this is who I am. I mean, this is how my ears are in.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if you guys remember, you know, obviously you remember Kimbo Slice, but he fought this guy, James Thompson, when we first had some fights, like, on CBS. And James Thompson had this huge, giant cauliflower ear. And he walked in the room, and we're all doing the pre-fight interviews and stuff, and we're like, dude, you got to drain that thing, right? Oh, no, it'll be fine. Of course, Kimbo just went out there and hunted the ear.
Right.
And so it was a question of when, and they, sure enough, punched it. It exploded. Wow. It was blood everywhere. It was, it was gross.
Oh,
it was
man.
gross. Yeah. So please drain them, Demetrius. Please.
Well, and see, mine are all
Calcified?
Calcified, yeah, so it's not so liquidy in there.
So no more liquid in, like, and it can't get any more liquid anymore. It's like, it's to the
That's
max.
it.
Like, it's done. It's basically like cast iron now.
It doesn't affect your hearing at all, right?
Nope.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you were supposed to say what?
Only when I wear headphones, like, I can't wear, you know, the standard, like, iPhone
The
headphones.
earbud,
The
yeah.
earbuds. I have to have ones that actually go in there because it's like the hole is very small.
Dude, I got shitty ear holes. You're not alone.
Well, you should see, too, you know, when these guys come on the air with us at Fox and they come and do the, you know, they need the little IFB. All these guys have to get custom ones because the regular ones, they just pop out because none of the guys have ear holes anymore.
Fucking tape it around from the outside.
I can't keep it in there when I'm working out. Can't listen to anything because it pops out.
Are they big or small, your ear holes?
Oh, it's just shitty. This one's tiny or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on. The left one's all right, though. The left one looks like a rock star, but right
And
side,
the big
not
headphones
so
are
much.
back in style, though, right? You just wear Beats by Dre or whatever.
That's
and you're
true,
good,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Beats by Dre. I would wear the Octagon Monster headphones. I would never.
Yeah, what's wrong with
I'm
you?
sorry, my bad.
Why would I wear the Octagon headphones that Dana sent me for free?
They gave us Beats, but they're too bassy for radio.
Yeah.
And we've lost our hearing from doing this for so fucking long. I can't hear in a goddamn restaurant anymore.
I
What?
just enjoy my tinnitus at night.
Yeah.
Staring at the ceiling and hearing hissing noises.
But it's good not to hear people, trust me. Especially in a restaurant. They're babbling about some horse shit. Just nod a lot.
Yeah. Whenever their lips stop moving, you just shake your head like, oh.
Yeah.
Good point. Fucking zilch.
Are there certain people that you'll fight that you want to hit a little more than other people?
Depends.
Shut up.
Oh, all right.
No, he's talking. This is it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Demetrius.
Like, yeah.
Well, when I was on the show, there was just one guy that, got under my skin a little bit. And at the given time, when there's no other outlet, like I said before, small stuff will get to you. And I really wanted to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
But, now it's whatever, man. If I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight anyways, I'm going to punch you anyways. So, I don't overthink it.
No extra pleasure when you get a good one in and go, yeah, that guy deserved that.
If you smack talk, I'm going to be like,
okay.
I can't wait to get in there.
And for me, I like to keep to myself. Like there's people in the past have said things to me and they don't realize that it got to me.
And you remember it.
And I remember that when I get it in, I'm like, yep.
Wow, really?
But you know what? It can work against them too. If you're too emotional, sometimes the guy, you kind of lose your game plan.
Yeah.
That's
And
one reason I don't like it.
Yeah, when you look at Misha and Rhonda, Misha was so emotional about it, the first time and stuff, and so it was difficult for her to get past, wanting to just beat her for that reason. So sometimes you forget.
Oh, sorry. I got to tell you something about that fight. She looked so scared walking into that.
Misha
The
looked
second one,
nervous.
you think?
Misha looked fucking frightened.
Yeah, she looked nervous.
Really nervous. You could just tell.
Well, it's tough because the first time she fought her, Rhonda was still coming up and stuff, and Rhonda won that fight.
Right.
And so the good thing for Misha was saying, "Oh, cool, I know what to expect now for the second time." But the only problem is now I know what to expect. That's a little bit more intense. And,
Yeah.
And Rhonda, got even better. And then there's the emotional element and the wanting to avenge the first loss. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
She was trying to enjoy her little Katy Perry song, and I knew she wasn't enjoying it. She was faking it, man. No, I'm just enjoying this song. Yeah, man. She looked. I haven't seen a fighter look that scared, man, getting ready for a fight.
Well, I think it's, credit to Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey has so many things going on in her life with, the movies, fighting, and, her also getting better. And you can see in that second fight with her and Miesha Tate got in there, and she goes, oh my God, like, she's gotten better. This is not the same person I fought. And when she got thrown around, and by the third round, when that armbar got latched on, you can see in her face, like, I don't want to say she gave up, but she could have fought a little more, but it was like, this fight's not
She was
going
ready.
anywhere.
She was
Well,
ready
the
to
thing that's
tap.
crazy too is Misha's so good. She can beat up a lot of people.
Oh, I
You know what
believe it.
mean?
I'm not taking
she's-
anything away from her.
no,
We
she's
love
great.
both
She's
of them.
great.
We've
The
had them
energy-
both on. Oh, good.
Oh no! So the energy, I was at that was the Silver Weidman too, and the energy when Rhonda and Misha came out, it was more intense for them than it was for Anderson, and I couldn't believe this fucking build up to this, because Ronda Rousey has the best walkout face in mixed martial arts. No one has a meaner walkout face, and you don't look at like, wow, look at the girl, and you're like, this is a fucking brute.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah.
has a very, very intense walkout
She has
face.
the best song, too.
Yeah.
What's that song?
It's a Joan
Bad-
Jett song.
Bad Reputation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great
It's
song.
perfect. It's her face and that song. Because she
Yeah,
doesn't give a damn.
And Silva looked kind of strange when he was walking out too.
Yeah.
He was emotional that night.
What was it? He looked unsure, or something was going
the
on.
last time Anderson Silva came off a loss,
Right.
was, when these kids were in second grade. I mean, he had been a winner for so long, and that was really intense.
Right.
That
and he
was
stopped on the way out a couple
Yeah.
times.
For a minute.
Even Rogan was like, was a little
that was
confused by what he was
different.
doing.
Yeah, it was different from the Anderson we've usually seen.
Joe said something like, there's sometimes when a guy beats you or does something, like there's some guys that can walk it off, and there's other times it feels like someone is taking a piece of your soul. And he said that might have been the effect that had on him.
And just like Karen brought up, like, he was I think the last time I saw Anderson Silva lost, like, legitly is when Rio Shannon jumped on his knee and did a heel hook. And from then, I don't remember him losing. And for a man to, carry so much of that, pressure of him being, I still believe he's the greatest of all time. And you look at his highlight reel, I mean, he's just done things that nobody's done in the octagon. And him to, come off a loss and go back in there and fight Chris Weidman again, like, to prove, like, he probably felt like he had to prove something to himself and everybody to the world. And him taking that stop, I'm like, okay. Because when you walk out there, I mean, I tell you right, to this day, like, there's no feeling like when I walk out there to get ready to fight, I'm just like, it's time to go fight. And I think to myself that everybody in the whole arena is looking at me that I'm going to lose. That way, it's just like, that's just me going to my little place. And then I think that's where he was trying to do that. And I was like, all right, here we go. Got to go there and defend, show the world that I can do this.
Yeah.
Plus, we never know what if he won, maybe he would retire. I mean, who knows what he was really thinking about. Maybe he thought this could be the last walk. I don't know.
And he's going to fight again.
He wants to. Yeah, he's walking without crutches already.
Jesus.
And I don't know obviously Dana will let him do what he wants to do, but I mean...
I think for athletes too, once it's in you, man, it's hard to kind of let it go. And
but his leg, the leg. How do you come back from that?
But then they say he'll never break it again, though, because there's a piece of titanium in it. So it's like now you could probably throw that kick against a wall and not break it.
and the body will calcify. Like each time you break a bone, your body will go back and repair it, and you'll have like a big giant calcium. So people who break their hands all the time, like if you were to look at like me and his X-rays and our hands, and look at your guys' X-rays, you'll see big giant calcium deposits and where we broke our hands.
Calling us pussies?
Yes.
Basically, yes.
And you'll see lady hands. That's what he wanted to say.
And you see my right hand always curled like it's wrapped around something not very large. Just happens.
Very cool, man.
No, you're
How about
absolutely
those
right, by the way.
Seahawks fan?
Anything.
I'm more of a New York Giants fan. But after watching that game, I was like, damn, talk about perfect play.
They played extremely well.
I like those guys now. They're cool.
Absolutely.
They're cool.
You made fucking Lieben quit. You made a very, very tough guy, Chris Lieben, quit. I've never seen that. And he's not a pussy, that guy. He's a brutally tough guy. And you hit him so hard, he thought he was knocked out. And he said, did I get knocked out? And they're like, no. And he goes, that's it. I'm done.
Really?
Yeah, he quit on his stool.
He was like I think he waved, didn't he?
I don't remember. I just remember getting ready. All right, round 2. And then they just went like this.
No, I thought you he was against the cage and like you had him like this and you were hitting him and then they stopped and he was like I
didn't see that. I just got up and turned and left because I was
Was it a kick or a hit that did it?
It was a cross. He's strong and the game plan was to move and hit, work a lot of foot movement, and I just kept moving back looking for timing. I kept circling to his power because I wanted him to throw it. Because whenever he throws it, he goes like this and winds up. And that was like my opening. So I just saw it and I took it.
Wow, you could tell when he was going to throw one like that.
Maybe you shouldn't. That guy shouldn't wind up anymore.
No, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of a tell.
It's not a good tell to have.
You don't cock your hand twice before throwing the right.
All right, look out! Here it comes.
Mixed martial arts, man. You're thinking on your feet,
But I've never seen that before. I've never actually seen a guy say I don't want to. And again, he's not a guy that you'd look at and expect that from. He's a guy who'd fucking.
I didn't expect that either.
I think that was Silva's first fight in the UFC. I think was against Chris Lieben. I could be wrong about
Silva's
that.
first fight.
Yeah, it was. So he's been around for a while, and he's you're a bigger guy than I thought you'd be. By the way, I forgot you were in that weight class. Like you've already fought.
I was just fat season right now.
No, your arms are fucking.
That's fat season. Gonna start working harder in the gym. Jesus Christ.
What do you walk around at? How much?
I try to walk around like 205. I don't like to get some guys walk around like 230 that goes down to 185. I think.
Wow, really?
I'm like crazy, man. But I like to stay close to my weight to make it easier for the weight cut.
I don't know why guys do that. Like, why it seems so counterproductive to have to lose all that weight and then fight the next day.
Well, a lot of times, dude, the guys show up to camp, and the first couple weeks of camp is them losing 15 pounds so they can start camp.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And a hard thing, like he said, like how you're talking about Anderson Silva coming back to fight. It's like, this is all we do is we fight. Like, this is the first time I ever take like 2 months off from like, I focused on trying to be a dad and a good husband, and now I'm fucking going crazy. And like now when I go back to the gym, it's like it feels normal, and like now I'm back on my training schedule. It's almost like normal. It's life for me. So I couldn't imagine you do this for 10 years straight, and then next thing you know, you're 38, and it's like, oh, I'm retired, and now I got about hopefully 40 more years left in my life. What the hell am I going to do?
What am I going to do with it? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, what do you do? It's like guys like Tito and Rampage who just don't want. It's hard to give it up. They go over and start fighting for someone else. But then like Liddell's a guy like who like Ronda will always have something in mixed martial arts. Chuck does. Those are like spokespeople for the sport. But like, what do you do if you're not doing that or announcing?
Well, even now, Ronda set of herself up already. One of the things that I can respect about Ronda is that, she told her story about when she went to the Olympics, when she was getting ready for the Olympics, she goes, I'm going to be a champion in the Olympics. And then when she got done with the Olympics, she got her bronze medal. She goes, all right. Sounds good. But now she's like, I'm going to use mixed martial arts to catapult me to something else. So after I'm done with mixed martial arts, I don't need mixed martial arts. She's already doing movies. I'm going to go see Fast and Furious 7 just because she's in it. Or, the Expendables. And I don't even care about the Expendables. Just because she's in it.
Yeah, she'd be in that one
nice.
too.
Yeah, so she's already getting herself to her, I don't want to say her exit plan, but if she's like, you know what, I'm done.
She can do something. Yeah,
but not every fighter is going to be able to, do it
a lot
that
of
way.
them, will open up a gym or something. Put their name behind a gym. I know Rich Franklin actually, he's not 100% retired yet. He's got one fight left in his contract, but he has a juice shop out in Beverly Hills now. It's a nice spot, hopefully it does well, but he's a smart guy investing in some other things in his life, so.
Yeah, Gina Carano was supposed to be like the woman that did that stuff, right? Like
Gina's
she was doing action movies.
She's got more
stuff.
movies coming out.
Yep. But Ronda just seems to be the one that everybody looks at like she's the face of, right? Man, she's quite delightful.
She's also, Ronda's she's got the timing now. You when Gina was doing this, it wasn't as big yet, and and people were not as comfortable yet watching women. And Gina was great, but now Ronda, the timing, everything's kind of coming together really nicely.
Ronda's such a good guest on the show. She actually convinced me I might have a shot. I certainly didn't.
Jimmy.
I don't know. You never know.
Jimmy.
Maybe take her out.
No way.
Yeah, maybe like they get sick of the fighters. Maybe go out with another guy.
You never know.
You get tired of looking at those perfect bodies. It's like exhausting.
She's a sweet girl.
She's really nice, but that is the worst because it's not just the fight. It's the fact that the guys are in shape. I mean, obviously I go to the gym as well, but it's just not on that level. Commitment. All right, well, I like both of you guys.
Yeah, we're good, man. This was great.
Great, man.
I want to promote both of these guys and their Twitters. Uriah Hall is, obviously URIAH Hall MMA is his Twitter. And Demetrius, what is your? It's good. Mighty Mouse UFC. Good. I'm just glad, Demetrius. That would have been way too hard to spell. And when are you fighting again? You're one of the best fighters in the world. I love watching you.
I'm just, I have no idea. Right now I'm just getting back in the gym, keep on improving, working on some new stuff in my game with Matt Hume, and it's whenever the UFC calls.
Okay. And Uriah, when are you fighting again?
I'm the same. I mean, I'm a little injured, and I'm working on some stuff too, so as soon as I get it situated, then I'm jumping back on the...
Cool. I was watching your video of how to throw a back kick, and I think I got it. See, I always did wrong.
I think I got it.
Yeah, you got to look at your target, and then you spin, and while you're still spinning, you see the target again, and then you allow your foot to kind of whip around.
He's in the bathroom, he goes, okay, I'm looking at the mirror, I see myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it, man.
Wait, we just learned that wasn't a joke on Jimmy's part. He's really studying.
Yeah, you have to. See, because I would have thought to throw a back, like a spinning, a hook kick, is that what it was? You have to just spin and hope the foot hits where it's supposed to hit.
You got to see your target.
But you have to look, and you turn, and then you look, and you see it again, and that's when you allow the foot to whip
For
around.
someone like you, I'd recommend a gun.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm actually going to, but I would probably do it too slow. I would actually stop, and then turn around and stop, and look, and then try to spin my foot.
Don't move, I got this. Stay there.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Keep your head steady, I'll be right back around.
Your head would come around just in time to see a big fist right in front of your face.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
Yeah, the guy would catch my leg and then rip it off and fucking beat me with it.
Can we see you do that, Jimmy?
No, I'm not cool.
Not
my
ready?
jeans are too tight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whenever we have fighters coming in, I wear tight clothes, so I look like at least I'm in the fucking game. I look like I'm not a man to be tangled with.
Yeah, good.
But, good luck to both of you guys, man.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was fun. Thanks, guys.
All right.
The Opie and Anthony Show will be right back. Try to expand your mind while the guys are out expanding their bowels.
Sirius XM's exclusive entertainment weekly radio.
And the Oscar goes to...
For an actor to win an Oscar, it changes everything that comes after.
I'm so happy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Anthony Bresnikan from Entertainment Weekly Radio. This week, it's Oscars week. We'll talk Gravity, Wolf of Wall Street.
It wasn't necessarily about Wall Street.
Predictions and underdogs. And Sunday, it's our Oscars special with interviews from nominees such as Matthew McConaughey and Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Oscars week on Entertainment Weekly Radio, Sirius XM 105. Or listen on the Sirius XM app.
This is NSYNC Probiotic. 6 strains of natural probiotics that help promote digestive system balance. But these good little bacteria are fragile. And this is GI Guard, the patented protector in NSYNC Probiotic that helps our little friends arrive alive. GI Guard helps protect delicate probiotics from heat, moisture, and harsh stomach acids, so they stay alive to reach the intestinal tract and do their good work. NSYNC includes B. infantis, the probiotic recommended by doctors in a national survey. When manufactured, each gradual release caplet contains 3 billion active cells of probiotic goodness. NSYNC Probiotic with GI Guard protection. It's all in the delivery.
This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Introducing Magic Jack. Get unlimited local and long-distance calling to the U.S. and Canada for only $29.95 a year. That's less than $3 a month. Millions of people use Magic Jack today and enjoy crystal clear quality. Magic Jack won the 2013 Frost & Sullivan North America Consumer Choice Award based on quality, value, cost, and ease of use.
Get Magic Jack at MagicJack.com, Walmart, Radio Shack, Best Buy, and Fry's. Service requires purchase of the Magic Jack device. Compliance with terms and service and restrictions on excessive use.
Download the free Magic Jack app in the App Store on iTunes and Google Play today.
Oh, I just found out my company is dropping our benefits package because all this health care reform business.
You've got to be kidding me.
I wish I was. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got a family to think about.
You need to call Crete Carrier. Their gold standard benefits package includes health, dental, vision, life, 401k, and profit sharing opportunities. Here, call a Crete Carrier recruiter at 888-995-5807. You won't regret it.
Thanks. I'll do it now.
Want to know the secret to success, kid? One thing, the Grainger catalog. And Grainger.com. Okay, that's 2 things. Oh, and Grainger's got mobile apps. Those sure are convenient. 3 things to succeed. Hey, and 1-800-GRAINGER. I know that number by heart. 4 things. There's hundreds of branches, too. Like I said, the one secret to keep this place running smoothly is Grainger. Get it? Got it? Good. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you own the right stocks? Do you know what your stocks are really worth? VectorVest analyzes, sorts, ranks, and graphs 8,000 stocks every day for value, safety, and timing. VectorVest can give you buy, sell, or hold recommendations on every stock every day. Nobody cares about your money as much as you do, so take control of your portfolio, and VectorVest will show you how. Google VectorVest or visit VectorVest.com to receive your free stock analysis report. Before you invest, check VectorVest.
Have you ever wondered why some of the highest quality, most durable products are made in the USA? I believe it's because they're actually made by people with standards. The American worker. My name is David McNeil, and I own WeatherTech. We make floor liners and other accessories right here in the U.S., using American materials and American machinery operated by American workers. If you're in the market for new floor liners for your vehicle, check out our custom laser-measured floor liners at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats.
Opie and Anthony are back. On with the fart jokes. On Sirius XM.
I saw Blossom in the hallway.
Really?
I saw Blossom.
What's her name?
Is she the one from
She's on that other show now.
That show that we don't like?
Yeah, the Big Bang Theory.
The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Where was she going?
Now.
Did you say hi?
No, she came around the corner.
Right.
And I saw her real quick, and I was like, there's Blossom.
Hey, you're the Blossom broad.
That's Blossom.
Right.
So, the child of the 80s, you know her as Blossom.
Of course I do.
But anybody else now, you know her as, Didn't she, leave show business and, go to school and shit and actually get an education?
Was she the one that grew boobies, or that was the other one?
That was Soleil Moon Frye from Punky Brewster.
There you
Punky
go.
Brewster.
Punky Brewster was the one that went away from Hollywood and grew boobies.
Punky grew some big, giant fucking
meat wagons.
Oh, they were giant. She had to get breast reduction or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what she looks like now.
Punky was always pretty hot.
Punkster.
No.
What?
No, Punky was, once she got older, she wasn't bad at all.
She was pre-surgery, man. Whoa, Jesus. What the fuck?
Just big, giant fucking tits.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So the NFL wants to do this 15-yard penalty thing for the use of the N-word on the field.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
If you say nigger on the field, it's a 15-yard penalty. That's...
Jesus.
Why not other things?
Yeah,
why not kike or spick or you know?
Because
I guess they don't.
Those words aren't really used. It's a lot of black guys. I guarantee after every play the word is used.
Yeah. No white guy says it on the field.
I guarantee after every play.
Right. You're right. Every play, and yeah.
And it's a sport where every play they're trying to pretty much take your head off.
Yeah.
That's okay. They know there's a concussion problem, so they'll try to pay off some of the old guys to make it go away. But they're not really doing anything significant. I think significant. They are trying some things to make sure that these guys aren't getting all these concussions, which leaves them later in life just fucking miserable, basically.
Right. Yep.
But say the N-word and we're going to penalize you 15 yards.
It's so... What's the purpose of it? What is their take on it as to why this needs to be addressed?
Well, obviously the Miami Dolphins situation. I guess they're trying to show they're being proactive.
Yeah, the white guy,
It's black guys.
It's the fake. That's why the NFL stinks.
It's the black guys saying it to the other black guys on the field, probably every play.
Yeah.
Right.
We should ask Tyson Walter this one.
Yep.
Because he played. We have a very good friend.
But he's a white guy.
Yeah, but he would hear it.
Oh, man.
He was a center. The center of the action. I would love to know if that word is thrown around a lot.
I bet it's in
the NFL.
A lot of after you fucking, tackle somebody.
It's like
smack talk.
You ain't got shit.
Yeah. Shit like that. Right.
All that crap. All that trash talk.
Yeah. Come on, bring it, nickel.
Right.
This is why I love the fact the Redskins, because the problem is people call me politically correct on Twitter.
Yes, they do, amongst other things.
But they're so, queer, bitch boy. I can handle all that stuff, panty boy.
Bitch boy.
But the fact that anyone thinks I'm being politically correct shows how fucking dumb people are. It's because the political correctness has gone so far, this is what you get. Dummies. The NFL, if they're going to do this, they have to change the name Redskins. If they're going to be polite and overly courteous to one group, then they have got to show that same courtesy to everyone else.
But this is really strange because you would almost understand, I guess, if it was a white guy, but.
Even that was.
But they're not really.
Who cares about what?
But it's not. It's black guys saying it to other black guys.
And who gives a shit on the field? It's not like it's going out over the air kind of a thing.
This is really strange to me.
I think it's coming out of fucking nowhere, and I don't even see a reason for it.
In a groundbreaking move, the league is expected to agree to start penalizing players 15 yards. So this is close to happening. I thought they were sort of just kind of talking about it, but this is close to happening.
Yeah.
Penalizing players 15 yards for uttering the N-word on the field, according to the group that monitors diversity in the league. Ugh. They monitor diversity in the league?
Utter nonsense.
Oh, my God. So the rule will be likely adopted by the NFL competition committee at the March owners meetings. Wow. I will be totally shocked if the competition committee does not uphold us on what we're trying to do. We want this word to be police from the parking lot to the equipment room to the locker room. Oh, God.
Anthony again at his own 1 yard line. Starting out again, 4th down.
Right. Yeah. He's
4th and 80.
He's been backed up from the 3-yard line of the Dolphins.
No, 1st and 80 would be the joke, right?
Yeah.
That probably would work a little better than 4th and 80. Secretaries, PR people, whoever, we want it eliminated completely and want it policed everywhere. Wooten expects the NFL to push for an automatic 15-yard penalty for first-time offenders. A second offense would result in an ejection from the game.
Ejected from the game.
I think and then you just look like an asshole because now you're being ejected, so the whole world will go, okay.
That guy, I see.
I think they're going to do what needs to be done here. He said there's too much disrespect in the game, but you're basically killing each other.
You don't care about their concussions.
You don't give a fuck.
You don't care about the fans.
And why is that the word that they pick? Yeah. How about, if someone goes, I'll kill you.
Name the second word that's being used.
Yeah.
No one could do it.
Where's the second one?
But I would assume in
retard it? You retard it.
I'd probably
get that one. I think this is really stupid.
Retired Giants star Harry Carson. He seems a little fucking weird.
Mysterious?
No, he's just weird.
Oh, weird? Okay. What does weird mean? I don't
know. He's just
mysterious and weird.
There's already this penalty in the league for unsportsmanlike conduct, so that's what they should use it under.
Who is now the executive director of the Fritz Pollard Alliance, told the Daily News that a rule allowing officials to penalize players for using the N-word is already in place.
Oh, yeah?
The word is considered unsportsmanlike conduct, Carson said.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So when you hear that unsportsmanlike conduct, every once in a while they catch you saying the word, I guess, already.
It is kind of like, you know what, on the and it's weird to say privacy, but it is on the privacy of the playing field. When you're down there with the other players and officials and stuff, and it's not open to the public.
Right.
They're not hearing what you're saying for the most part. Yep. It's like you're getting branded with a scarlet letter now.
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah, well, no one heard it, just the team. But now we're going to point out to everybody that you said that horrible word.
I hope they at least make it fun for the fans where, when the ref has to step out.
Oh, my God.
15 yards for saying nigger.
Oh, there it is.
Number 23, defense. 15 yards, nigger.
At least keep it fun, no? How funny would that be?
Oh, would that be funny?
They're mostly white refs, right? This white ref has to do that.
And the ref's got to make this giant, ring around his head afro thing.
Right.
Like you say, because they need hand signals for all that stuff. And it's a big afro.
So I don't like using the word unless I think I might get a laugh from it.
They wouldn't say it. They wouldn't say it. They'd go, unsportsmanlike conduct number 22, saying that using the penalty decline.
15 yards for saying the jigaboo word.
He just talk around it. Say it.
You know what it is? It's because there's microphones on now all over the place. I think that's a part of it too. It's probably been caught on camera a few times.
I don't remember ever seeing it caught on camera.
I don't either, to be honest. But it probably
every
has
once in a while a fuck or something, but
right.
It's really strange with all the issues the NFL has. They're going to tackle this one. These guys are getting really fucking hurt. Mm-hmm. They're monsters now. They are so much bigger and stronger than when we were watching football growing up. They got real fucking problems. Mm-hmm. But they're going to go after language again.
Language.
Because they're Richie Incognito. That's the problem.
Stupid.
That's the problem.
Language is like words.
And in the locker room, the locker room was a safe haven. For anyone that has played a sport, that locker room, man, was a safe haven to just be an asshole. Just to be an asshole.
Good way of saying anything, because it's not meant for everybody. Everyone isn't in there to fucking, be politically correct and make everyone feel good.
Right.
There are certain areas that are like privileged areas.
I don't think it's... the group actually met last year to try to figure this shit out. So maybe before the incident.
And Sharpton wants them
incident.
fired. See, now he's probably thinking of Richie Incognito, but the reality is that's going to affect black players much more than white
If
players.
Reverend Al thinks that white players are going to be getting tossed out of the NFL for fucking saying that, he's out of his fucking mind.
No, man.
I would love to see black players. How about this? I'm for it. I am for the NFL firing any player for a first offense on saying that word.
Wow.
Let's see it happen. Mm-hmm. And because white guys don't say that shit on the field. You know that.
No. Absolutely not.
So let knee-jerk idiot reaction, Sharpton and all these guys have their way, and then you watch how many. They don't care about felonies. They don't care about if there's a video of you possibly knocking your fucking girlfriend unconscious in an elevator. They don't give a fuck about that.
How about
but Reverend Al, did you read this, Reverend Al, though?
Yeah.
Oh, don't read it.
What did he say?
Well, penalizing players for using the N-word is a good first step, he writes. It shows a recognition that there's a problem in football specifically and in sports in general. What's the problem?
What is the problem?
If these guys have never, have never come forward to discuss it, they're totally cool with it. They understand it's the atmosphere out there when you're competing. I think that the penalty should go further. It ought to be immediate termination with the player having the right to all due process. If we don't take an unequivocal stand on the N-word, what happens when openly gay athletes are mocked with the F-word on the field, or players use anti-Semitic or anti-Irish words? We must send a message that all derogatory words are unacceptable and will face maximum penalty.
That's crazy.
Okay, so fire all players and have a list of words you can't say. You can't say faggot, nigger. You can't say Mick. You can't say Dago.
You're not going to change human nature. Everyone will just come up with the new words.
Yep.
Right.
And then what? Then we'll ban the new words, right?
I guess this is a problem for the NFL also, because this means they can't possibly hire people for halftime shows of the Super Bowl that have records where they use the N-word.
Have they or no?
Oh, my God.
I don't know if they have.
I don't think they've played those songs on stage, but I would guarantee there has to be an artist that they have hired that absolutely has a song with that word in it.
I mean,
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty.
That's got a lot of them.
It's got to be. Oh, fucking, let me think. Didn't they have,
No, I mean, Madonna, Bruno Mars, no.
Nicki Minaj?
Did they have Nicki Minaj or no? Did she come out with Madonna or no?
Yeah, she came out with Madonna.
That was before this song anyway, though.
But she had dropped that word.
Okay.
What about MIA?
Did she say? I don't know what she does.
That's
She's
crazy.
a singer.
Yeah, you know him.
No, but I don't know if she what she does. Does she say that?
No, that's what I'm asking.
But she came out with Nicki Minaj, so
that's crazy.
Among Nicki Minaj and MIA, there's some N-words being dropped.
Oh, hells yeah.
Let me go to Kevin in Houston, a ticket holder. Kevin.
Hi, Kev.
What are you saying here? It seems a little strange. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yellow.
Kev home.
Yellow.
Obviously, Mars is back, right?
Yellow. Oh.
First phone call of the day. Of course, it's a bust. Kevin?
There you go.
Just kidding, Mars. Love you, miss you.
Who are you calling?
Hello?
I wasn't calling anyone.
Who's on the phone?
Just stood up for O&A to a serious rep. Oh, boy. What's this about? Greg?
Hi.
Oh.
I just want to say that I haven't subscribed for the last 5 months, so I have no idea, what you guys have been up to. But, some serious asshole tried to convince me to re-sign.
Go.
What's that?
No,
go ahead, sir.
Mars is snooping around
Mars
now.
limped in.
Mars
I yelled
limped
at him
in.
for about a half hour, and I also pushed you guys real hard. And I probably got nowhere with it, but, I felt better, and I just wanted to call just to
but at least the
let
phone
your
call's
phone
going
screener
somewhere.
know that, what's that?
Yeah, nothing, sir. Go.
So what happened?
Yes,
You on the
what?
phone with the customer service reps? Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, they tried to call and then say, hey, we got a phone, a special, this and that. I said I wouldn't, subscribe to Sirius, for free. By the way, Opie, I have enough money to buy 7,000 years worth of subscription, so it has nothing to do with whether I don't have money or whatever.
That's 7,000 years.
It's a long
I
time,
can't have
sir.
my money going to Howie anymore.
Oh, no. Now we're going to be in trouble again.
Oh, now we're in trouble.
I mean,
Fuck Howard.
Oh,
I
no.
can't stand
Who is
that
this?
shithead.
Is this Pat Cooper?
That old fossil.
Tim.
Pat
Tim.
Pat Cooper sucked in some helium to get a couple more shots in.
Yeah.
You know what I told? You know what I've been saying?
I can't find the hang up here. Fuck.
Oh, no.
Saying that I would pay to hear you guys. I wouldn't listen to Howie for free.
Oh,
Wow.
no. That
Mars,
message probably went right
Can't
to
hang up the call.
This is trouble. Oh,
Yeah, the
boy.
phone would hang up,
Love
Mars.
you guys, I'm glad you're still there.
Oh,
Thanks,
so are we.
Greg.
Thank you.
All right,
But we
see you
do-
later,
Thank
buddy.
you, sir.
We encourage.
I tried
Oh,
calling
no.
a couple of times so I can be on hold, just so I can
Yeah.
hear like 10 minutes of you guys.
Uh-huh.
We would encourage people who like us to subscribe to Sirius XM.
Right.
Yeah, that
see?
keeps us here.
Yeah, that
I don't
would be
feel
good.
The
We
money,
don't.
the money isn't going to you guys. It's
Not
going
really,
to,
no.
You know who.
Right.
And
Who?
I don't
You don't have to buy 7,000 years. Just,
Just-
one.
One.
Couple
One
months
year
would
would
be
be
great.
great.
You're not old enough. It's 7,000 years would be silly.
You'd never listen to all of
Yeah,
it.
hopefully 6,999 and a half of them would go to waste.
Right.
Get it?
You want him to die.
Thank you, sir.
Very soon.
Thank you. Let's say hi to Austin in Texas. That's Greg on Long Island. Austin, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Man, I just wanted to say it's pretty funny to hear Al Sharpton saying that guys should get fired for using the N-word as an inroad to them possibly using faggot, because I seem to remember a little appearance of his on the Morton Downey Jr. show back in the day where he got in an altercation with a gentleman, if you want to find a clip of that.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe he has used the word faggot and Greek homos.
Greek homos was a good one.
And whatever, people could like grow from what they did in the past, but I don't think he's ever really acknowledged or talked about this
Well,
one.
black people can. White people aren't allowed to, as a matter of fact.
Right.
You can't. If you're a racist, you're a racist forever.
Right.
If you're white. If you're black, obviously, that was a long time ago.
Right.
Much like Jesse Jackson with Town and Reverend Al with the Greek homos and whatnot.
All right, sir. Thank you. Back to Al Sharpton. What we're dealing with is an arrogance in sports, which the football field and the locker room are treated differently than any other work site. So I don't give a fuck. I'm all right with that.
I'm fine with it.
Not in a locker room or fucking on the field. I don't give a fuck.
Why would Reverend Al give a shit what goes on in the locker room?
Fucking guy's never worked out a day in his life.
No.
What does he know about a fucking locker room?
Exactly. It's a bunch of big, delicious cocks and washboard abs. High five, Sam.
And this fucking guy and his blueberry pies, he realized he had a problem, so instead of trying to do it the right way, he went and got his stomach stapled. I bet you he didn't even try before he went with that surgery.
Speaking with Al Roker, I just saw in the hallway.
Al!
Yeah?
He did not look happy to see me.
No, huh?
No, he looks weird.
He does look weird.
Yeah,
big giant head, right?
Like a fucking weird shrunken head doll.
Body. What's he doing
That's
here?
racist.
Promoting his new show on the Weather Channel.
Oh, what's it called?
Called The Weather.
I don't remember.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Close but no cigar.
Zero accountability.
Yeah, exactly. Batting 106.
That is an odd look he's got there.
At any work site around the country, if you use any kind of discriminatory language, be it racial or gender-based, you can be fired. Leave these fucking athletes alone.
It's a different fucking thing.
Yeah, they also think better kill you from concussions and other fucking jobs, too.
And this fucking asshole, if he's going down this road, why don't you tackle music first?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, labels, drop your fucking people for using that word.
What is he talking about? We cannot act like NFL players because they generate so much money are above any other worker.
But they're not putting the word out there all over the place like rappers are.
Right.
They're not doing songs and putting pictures. How about Nicki? Imagine the trouble of white guy. Nicki Minaj had that song. She put looking ass nigga with Malcolm X's photo, which his fucking family complained about.
Right.
And she apologized and took it down. But then no other penalty.
They should be subjected to the same worksite rules that anyone sitting in the stadium paying to see them is subjected to. What?
Why?
Just because they can sell tickets shouldn't mean they don't have to live by the rules. Then go after music, you stupid fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think? Where do you think they're making their records?
Live by the rules that everybody else does. If athletes can discipline their bodies and minds to do extraordinary feats, then they certainly have the capacity to discipline their tongue to control their words. Any excuse is unacceptable.
Shut up.
what I say.
All right. See you later. Oh, Jimmy need a plug?
Oh, yes. I have to. This February.
That was a good out right there. It
was great.
That would have been a good out, right?
Would have been a lot of
Shut
fun.
up and then boom.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
He shut up.
But Jimmy got it.
Oh, no, we got a better one. I'll get you out, believe me.
Oh.
February 28th, this Friday, I'm in Pittsburgh doing one show at the Carnegie Music Hall, and then March 6th through 8, Ontario, California, at the Improv in Virginia Beach. The new dates are March 20 through 22nd, and my Boston date will be announced very soon.
Boston.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of dates. What am I out with a fucking bunch of girls?
No, you're not, Chip.
Wait a second, I was going to go out on a laugh.
Oh, sorry.
When was
Go
that
ahead.
coming?
It was coming fucking soon.
The Opie and Anthony Show is drawn to a close. Stay tuned to reflect, relive, and get the story behind the story of the finest moments of today's show. Sam Roberts' Opie and Anthony post-show begins in moments.
Fantasy baseball strategy.
Third base is incredibly thin this year.
Mind games.
I was just driving the price up.
Stare downs.
Going once, going twice, sold.
The 21st annual labor auctions. This weekend on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. Featuring the best of the best in fantasy baseball. Prepare for your draft by hearing who they project to be top performers and breakout stars.
Get the Opie! Holy mackerel!
The American League auction today at 7 p.m. Eastern. The National League auction tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. Sirius 210, XM 87, and the Sirius XM app.
Listen, my fans and my compadres, on March 8th, Canelo Alvarez comes back on Showtime pay-per-view. Courtesy of Golden Boy Promotions, Canelo will fight the tough and heavy-handed Alfredo Angulo from MGM Grand Garden Arena. Order the fight on pay-per-view and tune into the Piolín Radio Channel 147 on Sirius XM. Mark your calendars now. March 8th, Canelo and Angulo live on Showtime pay-per-view.
You see and hear ad after ad about owning gold, but they raise more questions than they answer. That's why American Bullion has created a comprehensive free gold guide packed with unbiased information about gold as an investment. Get the facts before you buy. Call American Bullion now for your free copy of the gold guide at 800-545-2525. That's 800-545-2525. Are you tired of stressing out about the economy and ready to take control of your retirement funds? American Bullion has a precise, tax-free, and hassle-free system to convert your existing IRA or former 401k into a gold IRA. That's why they're the leader in gold IRA rollovers. It's all spelled out in the free American Bullion Gold Guide that answers all of your questions in plain and simple English. Call for your free copy today at 800-545-2525. That's 800-545-2525. American Bullion. 800-545-2525.
If you're overwhelmed by debt and thinking about going to a credit counseling company for help, think again, because the majority of those companies actually work for the credit card companies, and they make the credit card companies a lot of money from people just like you. But there's another way out of debt, and it's not bankruptcy. A way to reduce your debts and save you thousands of dollars. Even better, you can find out how for free by calling 1-800-508-2757. At Freedom Debt Relief, we're not a credit counseling organization. We're not a debt consolidation company. We offer a unique alternative to save you the most money possible to resolve your debt in the shortest amount of time. If you're thinking about a credit counselor, ask yourself this. Are they working for you or the credit card companies? Reduce your debts and save thousands of dollars by learning the secrets to settling your debt. For free information, call 1-800-508-2757. That's 1-800-508-2757. 1-800-508-2757.
From Dennis Leary of Rescue Me and Bob Fisher, co-writer of Wedding Crashers, comes a life or death situation comedy. Sirens, a new USA original series, premieres Thursday, March 6th at 10/9 Central, only on USA Network. Don't miss Raw Dog Comedy's sneak preview of the show from February 27th through March 6th. Tune in to Raw Dog Comedy, Sirius XM Channel 99 to hear sneak previews of Sirens all day long.
Ambulance 14, respond.
From USA Network and executive producer Dennis Leary comes a new original comedy about 3 EMTs who are great at their job.
No, you got a dead man here. Not yet. I mean, that's why we're here.
But not so great at everything else.
You still live with your parents?
No, they live upstairs. I live downstairs. Whole separate floors.
Sirens, a new original series, premieres Thursday, March 6th at 10/9 Central on USA Network. Comedy's welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chuck Woolery. After putting a few thousand couples together on Love Connection, you know that nothing kills romance faster than bad breath. Smart Mouth gets at the cause of bad breath without the burn, and you get clean breath for about 12 hours. Other mouthwashes only prevent bad breath for about an hour. Gum and mints, well, they just cover it up. Use Smart Mouth in the morning for great breath all day. Rinse in the evening for clean, kissable breath all night. You can even wake up without morning breath. Smart Mouth, for 12 hours of real clean breath, look for the green box at your favorite store.
The Opie and Anthony Channel on Sirius XM.
Sirius XM is your home for college basketball's conference tournaments. Thursday, March 6th, tournament action tips off with the Missouri Valley, West Coast, Ohio Valley, and Big South Conference tournaments.
Ball is in the air.
Upsets.
Oh, my goodness.
Furious finishes.
And the game is over.
Buzzer beaters.
Buzzer. Kentucky wins.
To find your team, go to SiriusXM.com/college sports.
The Bruins are going to have their dancing shoes on again.
The biggest college basketball games are on SiriusXM.
Pretty incredible.
Looking for a franchise opportunity but feel like you've been too late for the country's top profitable brands? Announcing the initial franchise offering for Rent-A-Center, one of the country's leading retail brands. With over 3,000 corporate retail locations and $3 billion in annual revenue, don't miss out on your opportunity to be considered for this initial franchise offering in 2014. Learn more by visiting rentacenter.com or call 855-222-RENT for a free franchise report.
Franchise offer only made after receipt of franchise disclosure document.
My name is David McNeil, and I'm proud to say that a lot of you protect your vehicle's interior with WeatherTech floor liners made right here in the U.S. in a factory built by American workers with American machinery using materials sourced in America. It allows us to create better products all under one roof. So when you're looking for the very best, check out everything we have for your car, including our custom laser-measured floor liners at WeatherTech.com, or call 1-800-CarMats and speak to one of us directly. Thanks for listening.
Sylvan Learning has transformed the lives of millions of children and their families for more than 3 decades. We're the #1 education franchise, and more than 70% of our centers are owned by women. It's an educated business decision for women looking to make a change and a difference. Sylvan has hundreds of franchise opportunities available around the country. Visit ownasylvanlearning.com for more information about how you can make a lasting impact. That's ownasylvanlearning.com.
You need a website. Why not do it yourself? You know your business. With Wix.com, you can create a professional website all by yourself. It's easy and free. With Wix.com, you don't need to be a programmer. Just use the intuitive drag-and-drop website builder. There's no limit to how creative you can be. It's your website, your style. Show the world what you can do. Create your own stunning website today. Go to Wix.com. It's easy and free.
Hi, this is Bob Diener, president of GetARoom.com. Why book on GetARoom.com? Because we've got better deals than you can find anywhere else on the web. Go to GetARoom.com, enter your travel dates and your destination. You'll see tons of deals come up. Then call us. Ask for the unpublished rates. You'll save another typically 10 to 20%, but as much as 60% off the rates. Go to GetARoom.com.
At Schaefer Trucking, we go for the gold with our benefits package. When looking for a new job, benefits often become an afterthought. But here at Schaefer Trucking, they come standard, gold standard. Our healthcare plan typically pays 80% of your total healthcare coverage. Plus, we offer dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, and profit sharing opportunities. $6 million just in 2013. Call us at 888-995-5807 to speak with a recruiter about joining our Schaefer Trucking Hall of Fame.
Want to know the secret to success, kid? One thing, the Grainger catalog. And Grainger.com. Okay, that's 2 things. Oh, and Grainger's got mobile apps. Those sure are convenient. 3 things to succeed. Hey, and 1-800-GRAINGER. I know that number by heart. 4 things. There's hundreds of branches, too. Like I said, the one secret to keep this place running smoothly is Grainger. Get it? Got it? Good. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Unfortunately, the Opie and Anthony show is over. Fortunately, we have a hard time letting go. The stories behind the stories. The backstage drama. Everything that made today unforgettable. Call 866-WOW-1-WOW now. And look back on another legendary day of broadcasting. This is the Opie and Anthony Post Show with Sam Roberts.
Here we go. Time to call the show. 866-WOW-1-WOW, 866-969-1969. And I tell you this, I wish the Opie and Anthony show had the kind of power that the Todd show obviously does. Who would have thunk the Todd Pettingale show becomes a number-wide United States nationwide trend on Twitter today? Good for Todd. Good for Todd as he debuted today without Scott for the first time. And I'll tell you something, we play What Did You Learn on the O&A show. I'll tell you something I learned. I was a little worried about Jocktober. Every October we do Jocktober, and what we do is we take shows that we think are lousy, and that everybody thinks are lousy, and we mock them. Scott and Todd used to be every Friday. Every Friday we did Scott and Todd Fridays, and I was worried. I'm going, oh no, what's going to happen without Scott and Todd? Scott's leaving the show. We're not going to be able to celebrate like we used to. Well, thank God for Todd Pettingale, because I think Scott and Todd Fridays just became Todd Fridays. Lady Trucker.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning.
I'm going to use the hashtag The Todd Show for my masturbation material today.
Oh, that is disgusting. I don't know what's more disgusting, looking at the photos that were tweeted under the hashtag The Todd Show or thinking about you masturbating. Either way, it's revolting. I'm sorry, I guess I hurt her feelings. One in Pennsylvania.
Hey, Sam, Troy Kwan, please.
Troy Kwan is unavailable to accept this call. You can call him privately, but not on the air. What are you laughing at?
Our big boss was just walking down the hallway.
Tim Sabian?
And he was talking about how we do a good job with social media.
Yeah.
But we're no Todd Show.
He was impressed then.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. #1 trend in the country. You must have been in little...
#1 now?
Maybe not #1, but definitely top 5.
Do you know he made a little Instagram video?
Todd did?
About trending on the United States thing?
Can you pull it up real quick?
Yes, I can.
You must have been in little... obsessive radio nerd heaven today, getting to do all your Todd stuff.
Yes, because it just doesn't happen anymore. There's not much in radio that you could actually give a shit about.
Yeah, because there's nothing happening. So it becomes a thing where it's like it's not even anything to make fun of. Sal?
Yes, Sam.
Are we ready with today's line of the day?
Let's do it.
Here comes line of the day, line of the day.
I hope they at least make it fun for the fans where, when the ref has to step out.
Oh, my God.
15 yards for saying nigger.
Oh, there it is.
Number 23, defense, 15 yards, nigger.
Opie really snuck it in at the last minute with that one, but it worked. But it counted.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got the Todd Show's Instagram. If you didn't hear the show today, and if you're on the West Coast, and so it's a little early for you, tune in as soon as this nonsense that we do here is over, because we gave the Todd Show, which is what the Scott and Todd Show has become, the biggest bastion I think we've ever given a radio show. We spent 2.5 hours on the Todd Show today.
Yeah, this was a lot of time invested.
Were you happy about it?
I was. I thought he would deliver, but by 8 o'clock, it wasn't even bad material that we could goof on. It was just entertainment news, traffic.
There's no way that reasonably spending 2.5 hours was okay, let alone spending more than that. You wanted the whole 4-hour show to be about Scott and Todd, or about Todd.
It could have been, because I knew it was going to be bad.
My God.
And then it just stopped being bad and got boring.
And so some of the fans of, I don't know what show, I guess of the Todd Show, got their hashtag, The Todd Show, trending nationwide, the United States. It was a top 5 trend only under the Today Show this morning.
but it wasn't tweeting pictures of the Todd truck, like Todd had asked. It was tweeting
their big promotion.
Yeah, their big promotion. It was tweeting the most horrific photos you've ever seen, from prolapsed anuses to World War II era Nazi photos to pictures of Anthony's cat with racial slurs on his T-shirt.
Now, picture with the hashtag that everybody's been participating with, all the action that it got. So this is one extreme, right?
Yeah.
Now, picture we didn't address this at all.
No.
There were no truck photos.
No.
There were no location photos. It would have been the other extreme of there's nothing there except them posting on their own hashtag.
Yeah, whatever the negative trend is, like whatever hashtag that somebody writes and nobody follows along with it, that would be this. Let's listen to Todd's Instagram video from earlier today.
Hey, Sheila, what's trending right now?
I don't know. Let's look. Okay. Todd Show.
Todd Show.
And they were showing just close-ups of computer screens that said the Todd Show.
But that's how stupid Todd is. Like, he's bragging to his listeners about the Todd Show trending, when if any of his listeners did a search, because when your favorite thing is trending, the reason trending topics work is because other people on Twitter click on the trending topic, and then you can see what everybody's saying about whatever it is that you're tweeting about. So if the Todd Show is trending, you'd write hashtag the Todd Show in your tweet. Somebody else would click that so they could see all the tweets that wrote hashtag the Todd Show. So what happens? He advertises that he's trending. Everybody's going to go find out what's everybody saying about the Todd Show. And what happens? Prolapsed anuses and Nazi deaths.
Do you think with this new direction, this new re-imaging of himself and his program, and with WWE being in the PG era and bringing back a lot of these old guys, do you think we might see Todd come back to WWE?
No, of course not. WWE thinks that he's associated with anti-black people, homophobic, docking, shit-eating. Because of his trending topic. We ruined that for him. Let's go to Austin on Long Island.
I think we got a better chance of seeing Sam on the network.
What's that supposed to mean? I think there's actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. There's a pretty goddamn good chance you're going to see Sam Roberts on the WWE network. You just wait.
I can't wait. They got fucking 24 hours, and it should all be dedicated to you, baby.
You're right.
Friday's show. I know we don't want to get off the Todd thing because today was great. But
Yeah.
E-Rock, when you swung down that fucking comic book like the hammer of Thor, you looked like Jeff Jarrett laying into some flat nuts with a guitar. It was so fucking awesome, dude. I'm glad you got that out of your system. That was funny. But then when you smashed that potato head, you looked like fucking American History X, and that was
that was scary. That was a little more violent.
That was pretty fucking wild. I can't believe you held it together, E-Rock, though. You're a good sport. Sam, first fucking day as PD, your first week, and your first order of business is to fucking crush E-Rock.
That's right.
I love it.
That's my goal. That's my mission. Thank you, Austin. Was that cathartic for you, Eric? Did you feel better after smashing things?
Usually do, yes.
Tell me the truth. When you were gripping that pen on Friday in your hand and you were breaking it, whose throat were you thinking about jamming it in?
Well, you were closest to me.
That's what I thought.
Because, honestly, what I held myself back from is when I was smashing the potato head into the console, I was really thinking about leaning over and grabbing your hair.
Yeah, and just smashing me?
But that wouldn't have been good for my career.
It would have been terrible.
Yes.
I would have seen to your firing.
It would have been great for the day, just not for the future.
A lot of people would have loved it.
I'm sure they would, but then
it would have made a hell of a video.
But you know what? It's radio. Monday's a new day, and then you got to do something new. Right.
Yeah, I would have been in the hospital, and you would have been at home, I don't know, watching wrestling and listening to Todd's show.
Not affording the WWE network.
Yeah, you'd be trying to get the job as Bacon Bits or whatever Todd Pettingale's stunt boy's name is.
Todd's Meatballs.
Meatballs. Scott in Boston.
Fucking Bacon Bits, that's hilarious. Yeah, so you rock Army nigga also. So, dude, there is a huge war happening with Todd and Jack FM. You're missing the boat.
I guess so.
I like how he attacked a station that hasn't been around in 8 years.
And nobody even remembers it. Hey, Sal.
Yes,
you got
Sal.
E-Rock's clip of the day in there?
I do.
I want to hear what it was.
There's some dillweed who doesn't know the difference between a TV show and the real Jersey Shore. So to paraphrase a scene from one of my favorite movies, this is our opportunity.
Look at this scene that he's going to paraphrase.
No.
So to paraphrase a scene from one of my favorite movies, I can't quit you. You had me at hello. Oh, shut up.
So to paraphrase a scene from one of my favorite movies,
Can I put my film in your refrigerator?
to paraphrase a scene from one of Yes, I Am a Woodsman. I hope he fucking breaks his leg in a rock quarry. Fucking idiot.
Was that not the worst intro you've ever heard?
Yeah, but it also, I pulled that clip because that's one of my favorite things this show does. Whenever there's a news story or some audio, where they go pause, and then they just try to make up their own conclusion of where the audio is going.
Right.
We're always wrong, but it's always hilarious.
Right, and who knew? I thought today we'd be right about that Woodsman quote. I was very surprised. Sal, when you hear what we heard today, a clip like that,
sure.
How old are you?
I am 23.
Okay, so you're just young, fresh face starting out in this thing. Are you thinking to yourself, I can't believe radio is the business I'm attached to right now?
Yeah, sometimes like I think when I tell someone that I'm in radio that they automatically think that I work for something like a Scott and Todd sort of world, you know?
Because he did this intro to his show that was so dramatic and devoid of any sarcasm or humor. Like, specifically, he tried to make it as dramatic as possible. It was really embarrassing.
Yeah, everyone gets that awful douche chill, and it's just, you can't even listen to it. It's awful.
Sal, what was your clip of the day?
She loves everything pop culture, family, and a good old-fashioned Rodgers and Hammerstein.
A good old-fashioned Rogering.
Old-fashioned Rogering would have been...
By a man with melanin. She enjoys a good old-fashioned Rogering while being held down by someone who looks like Nate Newton of the fucking early 90s Cowboys.
Sal's always good for a Nate Newton joke. Whenever they can get Nate Newton on the air, Sal's all on board.
Come on, I love Jimmy's quickness.
Oh my God, he is so quick, especially on stuff like that. Like when Jim decides somebody is worthy of being very mean to, he's on fire.
It's just, he's so fast. You can't beat it.
And that was the best part of today's show, that we kind of justified everything that we did. It was 2.5 hours of bashing, a United States-wide trending topic created, everything. Because in the intro to Todd's show, he said, "You can't be serious, XM." And the show that has shown probably the least company pride of any show on this platform in the history of the medium, now all of a sudden is offended that Todd has come after satellite radio and decides we must destroy him.
Dude, I was thinking that exact same thing. I was like, they're going to sink their teeth right into this now.
And they wasn't even, it's like, they just need an excuse. Like, once you give us an excuse, we're going all in. And I get that, because it's a great feeling when you're like, no, I get to do this with no guilt, because he took the first swing.
Yeah, O&A on the side of the company. This is going to be good.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Ron in Wisconsin. What's up, Ron?
Sammy, are you ready for an E-Rock, ready for the immortal Hulk Hogan to return to WWE?
Well, we did mention this on the show a little bit. I don't know if you heard it, Eric, but yeah, Hulk Hogan is returning to WWE.
He was in the network promo that ran during the pay-per-view.
Are you, as a Hulk Hogan fan, are you sad to see him coming back?
No, I'm glad, because then he'll stop doing other things.
So you think he'll be under this like umbrella of protection where Daddy will make sure he doesn't do anything embarrassing?
Yeah, they're going to say, look, while you're working with us, you're not going to do maybe some kind of infomercial or Rent-A-Center again.
I'm glad. Yeah, but he's still going to be trying to sell web hosting. That was his last business venture.
Right, and then he has a beach shop now.
I'm glad he's back, because I'm just going to bring Hogan clips into O&A, because it's so dated at this point. It's amazing, but I don't know. I'm happy to see him back. When the Hulkster is magic. The Hulkster is magic, right, Eric?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Lady Trucker, you're back.
Yeah, I just called 844-HEYTODD and left Todd a message.
Leave him alone. Poor Todd. Now he's going to get all these phone messages. And I think we're going to play the clip tomorrow. Is it this clip right here?
Yes, that's it.
I'd rather save it for O&A tomorrow. I don't want to spoil it yet.
Okay.
But there was sort of an underhanded mention to the Opie and Anthony knuckleheads, as it were.
As he was, I guess, wrapping up for the day and saying thank yous and stuff, there was a comment that you could interpret as being addressed to us and our listeners. Not directly, but you could interpret that.
I'm very anxious to hear about that. 866-WOW1-WOW, 866-969-1969 if you want to sneak onto the pre-show. Snowy in Michigan?
Hey, how you doing there,
My name's Sam. Yeah, good to talk to you again, Snowy.
Brain's locking up on me today. There's no snide comment. You can't be serious, XM. The Todd Show's going to bring a knife to a gunfight if they're going to be having a radio war with you guys, man.
It's not even bringing a knife to a gunfight. It's like bringing a knife to Hiroshima. That's all it is. It's bringing a knife to a nuclear arms battle. That's how the Opie and Anthony Show decides to do their business. E-Rock, are you still looking through...
looking at the hashtag trend here.
Hashtag the Todd Show.
And Bob Levy posted a photo of a passed-out lady surrounded by beer bottles on a picnic table with Lady Di's face.
Yeah, that's not a passed-out lady. That's a passed-out Lady Di. Oh, my God.
I saw some photo with Lady Di with her bubs out.
Bubs?
Her bubs.
I hate that she says that. Lady Di calls her bubs. Sal, you got Travis's clip of the day in there?
Yeah, I do. You want to hear it?
All right, let's hear it.
The whispers of... I got a tree on my house. Sun's coming. I got a tree on my house. I want to see the boat movie. Yeah.
What is he doing?
My name is Lester Merkel Herkel
Just start the new fucking show. Will you shut up?
Yeah, Prince Albert in the can.
Oh my God! It was just it was the most dramatic intro to any show there's ever been. We have a ridiculously dramatic intro. Eric, you came from that world. You worked for Scott and Todd for a little bit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When you signed up to do O&A, I remember your first appearance on O&A. You said something to the effect of, "I'm just here to do whatever nobody else wants to." Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did you think that you were going to be like the meatballs of the Opie and Anthony Show? Because you come from this world of radio.
Right.
That's why you get so almost autistically obsessed.
Okay.
With these topics.
With this industry.
Yes. And when it's like, Eric, we need some info on the Todd Show. You're like, okay. And you're just Rain Man for the rest of the day. You're Todd Show, centered. Since you came from that world, did you think that was going to be, you were going to be meatballs on the Opie and Anthony Show? Well, they need a meatballs.
No. But I figured I had to do something, but never to what this position grew into.
Well, you became kind of the meatballs of our show the way Opie and Anthony would do it. Like, not pretending we're outside celebrities' houses.
No.
Not like, let's see if we can kill him today.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much. It's not like, let's go try to buy the big hot toy for Christmas. You know,
Right.
I stand on line at Toys R Us trying to buy it, and it was, how much can you eat of this before you black out?
Before you're dead.
And maybe we'll give you $100.
Yeah. Like, let's see if we can make your eyeballs bleed again.
Right.
Because they have major Opie and Anthony, they have major eyeballs bleed before, yes? Twice. Where are you at with Dr. Ian Smith? We played the clips on the pre-show this morning.
Yeah.
Of Dr. Ian Smith saying he was going to give you half the 500.
Right.
Because you only lost 11 of the 20 pounds. And you responding with, you will not be receiving $250 back because I'm throwing a pizza party.
Right. We did.
Yes, we did throw a pizza party. Where are you at with the money in Ian Smith?
There's no connection to it.
So he won't be receiving the money back.
No.
You threw a nice pizza party, and the rest of the 500 you're keeping for
It's
yourself.
going to sit there and maybe invest.
Invest in Simpsons paraphernalia?
Possible.
You know what you could do?
I have bills to pay, too.
You could use the money that Ian Smith gave you to get a replacement Homer Simpson potato head that you smashed.
I could.
Were you happy with the way the video came out?
Yeah, I thought it was an accurate representation.
I think so too.
Of what I did.
The video of E-Rock smashing Sean F's gifts from Friday is up on Opie Radio on YouTube, and you can see. And somebody left a comment on the YouTube page or on Twitter somewhere. Anthony looks like he must have when he was a kid, when the spaghetti got smashed against the wall.
Yeah, I saw that
Anthony
comment
was
a lot.
so uncomfortable. Did you see it? Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I saw it. Ant was like burying himself into his hands and turning towards the wall.
Yeah.
And Jim was just upset because he almost got plastic in his eyes.
Were you surprised at, like, looking back on the video, were you like, wow, I was really pissed, or were you in your right mind the whole time?
No, I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I was really mad.
Yeah.
Like, I was...
I could have done something stupid.
You ever have that feeling if you're, like, laying on the couch or in bed and you feel like you're awake, but you feel like you're lifting out of your body?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I felt like. I was leaving my body and looking down at myself at what I was doing.
That's angry, E-Rock. You don't know that, man.
Yeah, that's not good.
And did the anger set in because you had no idea it was going to happen, the Sean F. thing? except you seem to take an immediate shift. Because after we were done with Ian Smith, Opie said, I think we have one more guest. And you threw your headphones off and said, well, let's get this fucking over with, or something like that.
Right.
And you kind of immediately, it all clicked in.
Right. Because something you said on the pre-show kind of was circling around my head. And
what did I say?
When you were addressing Sean F., and you said, yeah, we're going to be hearing a lot more from him today.
Oh, and that's the me. You were like,
and then I
son
sat
of a
there,
bitch.
and I'm like, at first I thought, oh, there was songs.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, fucking par for the course, I guess. This thing goes, we're going to play a song. But then when somebody said mystery guest, I started to, like, I was biting through my tongue.
Because you were like,
so mad. I was going to spit blood at you.
Oh, that would have been hilarious if you spit blood at me. Listen, we got to go. Stay tuned for the replay and get all that Todd stuff out of our system and into yours. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Opie and Anthony and the Opie and Anthony Post Show. If you missed a minute, get it later today at SiriusXM.com/on-demand. Or stay tuned. Today's replay starts in minutes. Here on the Opie and Anthony channel. It's real.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Cook. I have a show on Outlaw Country. I talk like this all the time, and I have not been sucking on helium. I'm an artist, too, and I've been on the road with Merle Haggard. Hank 3 has spun out in my driveway before. The music that you hear on Outlaw Country is put together by humans that's got a soul behind it. We don't just play Willie and Waylon and Hank Jr. and leave it at that. We like to introduce new artists that are still out there making the music, living this life. My name is Elizabeth Cook, and I'm on weekdays in Outlaw Country, Channel 60, and also on your SiriusXM app. Check out the app. Thank you.
Coming up today on the Opie and Anthony channel at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's an encore presentation of Tuesday's Zone A show.
This is the weirdest morning in a while.
At 4 p.m. Eastern, it's the best of the week.
Hold on to your hats, kids. Here it comes.
But up next, at 11 a.m. on the East, 8 a.m. on the West, it's the Joe Rogan Experience.
Doing things physical, you get a more balanced mastery of your own mind.
The Opie and Anthony channel. All Opie, all Anthony, all the time. It's real.
Business owners, listen up. Give me an L.
Give me another L.
Give me a C. What's that spell? Incorporation, protection, success. Incorporate your business.
LLC. If you're about to start a business, these 3 little letters can make the difference between making a fortune and losing everything. Because if you're not incorporated and someone sues your business, you can lose it all. Your home, your car, even your life savings. That's why LLC.com is now giving away a free incorporation guide to all business owners, so you can incorporate in just 10 minutes. Protect your home. Protect your car. Protect your life savings. Call 1-800-915-3528 for your free 10-minute incorporation guide from LLC.com. They don't provide legal or financial advice. They just make incorporating or forming an LLC quick and easy.
Incorporation, protection, success. Incorporate your business.
Call now for your free guide. 1-800-915-3528. That's 1-800-915-3528.
Dr. Robert Burke, Mayo Clinic trained, board certified cardiologist with a message to all men over 30.
Man boobs. It's not the clinical term, but it's what my male patients call them. If you're storing fat around your pecs, stomach, and love handles, it could be your hormones messing with you. As men age, our bodies produce estrogen, a female hormone. And it's estrogen that can cause man boobs, flabby bellies, love handles, and weak muscle tone. You can also factor in decreased energy and poor sexual performance. I tell my patients, before considering shots, patches, or drugs, try regimen. I formulate a regimen to power up natural testosterone. More importantly, it helps slow estrogen to help you regain that youthful, muscle-tone guy you used to be.
If you're a man older than 30, Regimen has helped thousands of men just like you. Try a 30-day supply of Regimen absolutely free. Yes, free. Just pay shipping and handling. Don't wait. Get your free 30-day supply of Regimen right now at RepairLowT.com. RepairLowT.com. That's RepairLowT.com.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Business owners, Paychex does payroll for any kind of business.
How about my auto shop? I only have 4 guys working here.
Any kind of business. And Paychex payroll is surprisingly affordable.
How about my restaurant? Tips and taxes are complicated.
Any kind of business. Paychex knows payroll taxes inside out.
Hey, how about my...
Any kind of business. 500,000 businesses trust Paychex to handle their payrolls. Call 1-800-PAYCHEX or visit trypaychex.com.
Do you dream of owning a business that you and your community will love? Papa Murphy's, one of the nation's fastest growing franchise concepts with 30 years of experience and over 1,400 locations, offers franchise owners an affordable investment with the simplicity of running a food business that eliminates the expenses and headaches of ovens, delivery, and dining. Papa Murphy's is seeking qualified owners to help bring the #1 consumer-rated pizza chain to your local community. Find franchise opportunities near you by going to papamurphys.com or calling 800-257-PAPA, 800-257-7272.
Working out in New York for so many years, and we came down here and needed to find an oncologist. You want somebody who is on cutting edge, and we were fortunate enough to get him.
Now in our 30th year, Florida Cancer Specialist celebrates the millions of patients whose lives have inspired us. Nearly 200 physicians, over 80 locations, including West Palm Beach, Naples, and Tampa. For an office in Florida near you, go to flcancer.com. Florida Cancer Specialist, online at flcancer.com.
Well,
I've seen the nannies in the playground. Holy shit, these women. I don't know. They obviously know how to pass a interview. Like I guess all of us do. But then you see them working in the environment at the playground, and they're all just on their fucking phones. They're, like, gossiping with each other. You see a kid screaming bloody murder, and one pops up like, oh, I think that was mine. But it's not the mother, so they don't care as much. And no fucking way. I can't imagine saying, all right, here, take my kid for the day. Unless it's a family member.
When I need a nap, I don't give a fuck who watches them. I'll leave him with Jim Norton.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I'll let him cruise fucking prostitutes downtown with a piss jar, and he's in the back, not even strapped in.
Oh, yeah, you got the piss jar. Yeah.
With Uncle Jimmy. You had a piss jar, Jimmy?
A cup. Yeah, I would always carry a piss cup with me.
Yeah.
So I could just pull over and aim my penis in the cup and then dump it. That's not sexual addiction.
That never worked, though, man. On road trips and stuff, I always hated fucking peeing into bottles.
You get the Gatorade bottle. You get the wide mouth one. Not that I got girth, but so you don't miss. But and you throw it in the back.
But it was always like the hose was kinked or whatever. You know what I mean? So when you were done, you were always getting some fucking urine in your...
No, you got to know how to work. You got to really turn.
You have to sit up off the seat a little bit.
Yeah, you almost have to lean over like you're reaching the back seat.
I know.
Or something.
I've tried it all, but it's fucking. I don't know. I always leave a little behind.
Then you get a napkin and you put it on your helmet when you put it back in your pants.
100%.
Yeah. Professional. I've been whizzing the car for years.
Because you unkink the hose, you unkink it, and whatever's in the helmet fucking goes in the napkin. And you fucking believe me, it's a whole system.
Well, look, when I'm flaccid, there's no hose, so I don't have that fucking problem.
Yeah.
But Jim used to, before he left the Comedy Cellar, like at 1 in the morning, he goes, "Can I get a plastic cup to go cup?" Mm-hmm. And then he would get the cup with the lid and
right around.
What do you need a cup for? He's like, "I'm gonna, when I look for
pour urine out your window."
I would just stop.
I poured out a traffic light or whatever. Yeah, I want to get it out of the car. I don't want to get a cop pull me over and think it's beer.
Right.
It's warm beer and he has to smell and it's piss.
Whenever I would fucking also not have a cup and I would look at hookers, I would pull off to a side street, but I would always leave my car running. And then I would actually stand up, like, right up against the passenger side, and I would whiz. But I would always make it look like I was fumbling with the roof. Like, this is jostling. And I would actually, like,
what could be wrong with the roof?
I don't know,
like
but if a cop went by, I would just go, the roof is...
Yep. No, I've done that before. Pissing in public and just point, like, I just got my... I used to do it at concerts. I used to wear shorts, outdoor concerts or whatever, and just pull them to the side and just whiz.
Sure.
Whiz right at the seat, because I'm not getting up and missing a show.
I remember...
And whiz in the cup, I'm like, just put your fist, like that.
While you're whizzing?
Yeah, and whiz right in the cup.
I used to be...
and then hand it to my drunk friend. You want a beer? one drank at one time, too.
Without noticing?
No, he didn't know.
Did you laugh?
That's a buzz. I used to really be into the Black Crowes, especially when, they were really, really happening, and they played some kind of surprise gig in New York, and I forgot where, but somewhere downtown. It was like a 2,000-seater. And I was in the middle of the crowd, about maybe 10 to 15 rows from the stage, but everyone was standing, and I didn't want to give up my fucking spot, so I was absolutely peeing in fucking beer bottles, waiting for the band to show up. So I have done it.
You have to.
And then you just carefully put the full beer bottle down on the ground, and knowing eventually it's just going to be spilled.
I did that, and Jameson was wearing friggin' sandals, and he kicked it over and went all over his feet. He was fucking pissed.
Literally.
The worst thing me and my brother Dan did, and Jim knows my brother. He's a real creep.
Yeah.
We were at Lollapalooza at Randall Island. It was packed with Soundgarden and Metallica one year. It was a great show.
Wow.
And you were in the middle. If you were in the middle of that field, there's no way you're going to go get another beer because it was just too far.
Right.
You had a great spot. So we were just whizzing in cups, and we're like, what are we going to do with it? So we just handed it to, like, girls. Hey, you want a beer? I got an extra beer. And, like, 3 walked away with it. I don't know if they drank it. I'm not proud of it, but it's fucking funny.
You should own that. You
like,
should be
really?
proud of
I'm
that.
like, yeah, I just came from if you want to get a beer, it's a long line over there. Here.
Fuck it.
What a fucking jerk.
I know.
I love
That's just
jerks.
a jerk move.
That's a great jerk move.
It is.
Hey everybody, Christopher Mad Dog Russo here. We kick off our annual Mad Dog Sports Radio Spring Training Tour with a week-long trip to the Cactus League. We visit 9 teams, speak with all of the big names the entire week, live from Arizona. Join me this Monday, Phoenix, with Don Mattingly's Dodgers. What a shot by Yasiel Puig! And the defending American League West champion Athletics. It's Mad Dog Unleashed, live from Spring Training, or this week, 3 to 7 Eastern, Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86.
Be honest. Will owning a bigger TV help you get ahead in life? Will another pair of shoes make you a better person? Probably not. But what if you could speak another language? If that appeals to you, Rosetta Stone is letting everyone who calls try an absolutely free demo of its powerful language learning software. Do you want more stuff or a language that will last a lifetime? For your free Rosetta Stone demo, call 1-800-918-9767. 1-800-918-9767. 1-800-918-9767.
Ron Delano, Attorney, Houston. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to a tax-free share of billions of dollars that have been set aside for mesothelioma cancer patients. Second-hand asbestos exposure can also cause mesothelioma. Many patients were exposed to asbestos and didn't even know it. Call right now to get the facts about your legal rights and possible financial compensation. Call 800-217-1900. 800-217-1900. 800-217-1900.
Progressive presents Flo's newest smash hit. The Name Your Price tool gives you lots of coverage options.
The Name Your Price tool. You give us a budget and we'll show you a range of coverage options. But we can't go over all the dessert options. Your server will be back in just a second and he'll explain.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Sylvan Learning has transformed the lives of millions of children and their families for more than 3 decades. We're the #1 education franchise, and more than 70% of our centers are owned by women. It's an educated business decision for women looking to make a change and a difference. Sylvan has hundreds of franchise opportunities available around the country. Visit ownasylvanlearning.com for more information about how you can make a lasting impact. That's ownasylvanlearning.com.
You see and hear ad after ad about owning gold, but they raise more questions than they answer. That's why American Bullion has created a comprehensive free gold guide packed with unbiased information about gold as an investment. Get the facts before you buy. Call American Bullion now for your free copy of the gold guide at 800-545-2525. That's 800-545-2525. Are you tired of stressing out about the economy and ready to take control of your retirement funds? American Bullion has a precise, tax-free, and hassle-free system to convert your existing IRA or former 401k into a gold IRA. That's why they're the leader in gold IRA rollovers. It's all spelled out in the free American Bullion Gold Guide that answers all of your questions in plain and simple English. Call for your free copy today at 800-545-2525. That's 800-545-2525. American Bullion. 800-545-2525. Did someone die in your house before you moved in? No? Well, how do you know? Only 3 states require a realtor to tell you, and not knowing can cost you thousands. DiedInHouse.com searches millions of records to get the facts about your home. Ask your agent for a DiedInHouse.com report today. DiedInHouse.com. Who died in your house? DiedInHouse.com. You have a right to know. DiedInHouse.com.
Expand your consciousness and dive deep into the world of Joe Rogan. You're listening to the Opie and Anthony channel on Sirius XM. The Joe Rogan Experience begins
Here we go. Once upon a time, I met a man named Campbell McLaren who dragged me into a world of mixed martial arts wonderfulness.
Dragged.
You pulled me in, buddy. I was in Los Angeles, and I got a call from my manager, and it was essentially saying, all right, there's this thing that we got an offer for. I'm sure you're not going to want to do this, but...
My friend, Jeff Sussman.
Yeah.
What a pitch.
Mine as well. And now here we are, many, many years later. That was UFC 12 in 1997, and Bob Meyerowitz was the president and owner of... Did you just give him the finger? How dare you? Is that what that was?
No, I was picking my...
Bob Meyerowitz was the owner, and Campbell McLaren. What was your official title?
Well, I was exec producer, co-creator is what they call me now. But, I EP'd the shows and was the head of programming for the company. So.
And you were there for UFC 1.
I was there for .01.
Look how young I was. Oh, my boy. I was like a little see my up there on the screen? I was a scrappy little youngster when I was working for you guys. What happened? I became an old man.
You can gain years and, you still can look okay because you look like a fighter to me. You look more like a fighter now than when you started.
Well, I didn't lift weights then. That's why I started doing jiu-jitsu like right before I did that show. But back then I was just doing kickboxing, no weightlifting ever. But once I started doing jiu-jitsu and getting manhandled, I decided to put some meat on. This is ridiculous. I'm tired of getting raped.
Well, the Gracies, here's the pledge they made to me. They go, Campbell, come study Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu with the family. We promise not to break your ribs the first couple times.
That was the promise?
Like, that's it? That's what I get for
Nobody
putting you
rides
guys
for
on
free.
TV?
Yeah, you don't get good at jiu-jitsu by not getting your ass kicked. Everybody gets their ass kicked. It's impossible to not get your ass kicked and get good at jiu-jitsu. You have to do it. You have to experience it.
Do you think you're good at jiu-jitsu?
I got a couple black belts. As far as like regular people, yeah, I'm good. As far as like really good jiu-jitsu people, I'm not that good.
So say you were going to fight like a guy named Wesley Snipes.
That was Campbell's other idea. That was Campbell's.
Oh, I'm so sorry that didn't happen. Oh, God. That would have been great.
Dude, I changed my whole life for like 4 months. Ugh. That was hard.
He changed his life, too.
Yeah, unfortunately. He changed. Well, we found out why he wanted to do it in the first place when all the tax stuff came out. But Campbell called me up and asked me out of the blue if I wanted to fight Wesley Snipes. I didn't think I thought about it very long. I don't remember how long I thought about it before I see it.
I think you came directly to my house. You dropped the phone and ran to my house to sign a contract. I mean, no, you were very into it. There was no doubt about it.
Well, I just didn't imagine that a guy who's never done jiu-jitsu in his life was going to keep me from strangling him. I'm like, okay. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to get good in a couple of months?
Do you think there's anyone out there now that still thinks they can do the...
Yes, people who have never trained. It's that simple. Anybody who's ever trained jiu-jitsu at all, you feel so helpless. When I went to jiu-jitsu, I was 26 years old. I was black belt in Taekwondo, former U.S. Open champion, very good athlete, kickboxed my whole life, was constantly working out. I was very lean, very in shape. And I just got ragdolled. I mean, ragdolled. Where, like, guys would just do whatever they wanted to me. It was so humiliating. It was so, like, enlightening, too, though. Like, Sergio Cohen. I don't know if you remember Sergio Cohen. He was one of Carlson Gracie's guys. And John Awano, who makes Awano Gis now. That's where I first started, at Carlson Gracie's. And I took one class only at Hickson's. And then I went from Hickson's in, I guess it was 96, maybe 96. I went from, it was 96 in Hickson's and Carlson Gracie's, and then 98. From the 98 on, I've been with the Machados. So, when I started training with them, it was just immediately apparent that I had these delusions in my head. Like the same thing that the first feeling I got when I saw UFC 2, I watched it on videotape. I got it from Hollywood, one of those Hollywood video stores, and, I remember thinking right away, shit, I gotta fucking learn this. Like, this guy knows how to do something that none of these people know how to do. And it was a real, like a disturbing awakening watching Hoist strangle all these people. Like, okay, this ain't a coincidence. He keeps doing that. Like, nobody can stop him from doing that. Like, oh, I got to learn that shit. And when I actually did start training it, it was so shocking. Like, I was so far off from what I thought I was going to be able to do. I thought I'd be able to stay safe. I'm a pretty good athlete. Most of these people don't know what they're doing. I've been in martial arts my whole life. Helpless on the ground, just helpless. And I wrestled a year in high school as a decent wrestler. Helpless, getting strangled, triangled, armbarred. If you don't train, if you don't go in there and don't train with like really elite jiu-jitsu people, you really don't know how helpless you are. You don't know. You get these ideas in your head. And I think that's probably what was going on with Wesley. He probably had these ideas based on his karate background. It's these ideas about what he was going to be capable of doing.
Or maybe he thought he could use a sword because people kept saying, "Does Blade get to use the blade?"
Well, he has vampire strength too. It's a lot of advantages to being Blade.
I told you I saw that video that he sent. He was training in Kenya, somewhere, maybe it was South Africa, and training's training. I get it, right? I know training is not a fight, but I've seen Floyd training videos too. He looks good, and Wesley looked good. He looked fast. I didn't see how anyone could go through that and have the drug problems everyone said he had.
What about Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson had a huge cocaine problem. I mean, that's what he's coming out and talking about. Now, he fought when he was doing coke.
Yeah, there's a difference between crack and coke, though. You can maintain a healthy lifestyle on cocaine. Once you go to the pipe, man,
So you're saying that Wesley was on the pipe? Is that what you're saying?
That's what the rumors were. I never saw it, didn't know it, not from me, but a lot of people told me that.
Well, I've heard that about me, though. Not about the pipe, but about coke. I've never done cocaine in my life, ever. But I've heard.
And why do they do that? Because you're manic energy?
I get a lot of energy. Yeah. Like when I do the UFC. Like when I do commentary, people say, "Oh, he's all coked up doing commentary." Can you imagine being coked up doing commentary for the UFC? But my fucking head will explode.
If you were coked up, at some point you would come down, though, right?
I would imagine. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So I've yet to see that happen.
Well, I come down after the event. Boy, let me tell you. Like, I used to do shows after the UFC. I'll do the UFC and then get out at 10 p.m. in Vegas, and then go to like the House of Blues, do a midnight show. But it was way too much energy. Like the energy that you put out when you're doing a commentary for like 6 hours of the UFC. Yeah, I'm on the whole time. But it's natural.
And the UFC is so intense, though. I mean, I think you probably could do golf coverage, right, and then go and do a comedy set.
Yes. Well, I've done coverage for pool, actually, and then done comedy. No problem at all.
No problem.
Yeah. But UFC, like the jolts of fucking head kicks. And Jesus!
I hadn't been to a UFC since I was with you, and it's like 3 or 4 years ago before I went to the 20th.
Yeah.
And and I know the 20th was pumped up. I mean, it was a pumped up event, but still, when you go, you forget. If you haven't been to a UFC live, it's like, God, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it.
There really isn't. There's other great sporting events. I've never been to, the Super Bowl. And maybe it's like that, but there's just that feeling of anything can happen at the UFC still.
Yeah.
Even though I'm no longer in charge, and there's a lot of changes. It still has that environment like, whoa, a lot of variables.
Yeah.
MMA has a lot of variables.
Lorenzo has a great saying. He said that every event has an oh shit moment where it happens and everybody just goes, oh shit. Oh, shit. I mean, how many times have you seen a result of UFC and you look over and you see fighters like John Jones or Uriah Faber, whoever it is, sitting watching the fight, holding their head going, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Like when Vitor had fought Anderson and Anderson front kicked him in the face. I remember the camera scanning the crowd and you saw all these like pro fighters going, oh, shit. Oh, like that moment.
Stuff happens. Amazing stuff happens.
In a way, a sudden way that you're not going to get in a sport like basketball or baseball or football that has, innings and innings and, periods. A fight can end in 5 seconds. I mean, Dwayne Ludwig won a fight in 5 seconds. Anything can happen.
I think, I've come to enjoy boxing much more than I ever have in the last few years. Basically, I think because I'm doing Combate Americas, a Spanish version of the UFC, if you will, and just been around a lot of boxing. And I like it. I really do. And when we started out, you remember, it was a real us versus them mentality with boxing, right? And I think that's mostly gone.
Well, the Lou DiBella thing, I had a thing with him on ESPN. Well, he's silly. Here's the thing. I mean, everybody's like, oh, Joe Rogan hates boxing, and people whenever boxing does well, people tweet me things about is boxing still dead? It's still a dead sport, you faggot. They'll send me these things on Twitter or Facebook or whatever, but I'm a boxing fan. I buy every boxing pay-per-view. I watch every Showtime event. I watch every HBO event. That guy was just being a jerk-off, and when he was being a jerk-off, I had to clown him, but what I said, I stand by. It's
polite
one
word was
aspect.
Disingenuous.
Yeah.
He was being disingenuous. Yeah. He was not accepting the truth for what it is because it didn't fit in with his worldview.
Well, he was also using the human cockfighting analogy.
No, the guys all wear pants.
Yeah.
They're really... I said that once to an ESPN reporter, kind of shut the thing down. He goes, is this human cockfighting? No, they all have pants. They all have pants.
That's the perfect... I'm going to steal that.
Please.
Thank
it's
you.
a gift.
Thank you very much, sir. That's the perfect thing to say when they say that. That's such a dopey thing to say, too. No, roosters don't know they're going to fight, okay? There's a person trains, they spend their whole life dedicated to learning these skills, and then they test themselves at the very highest level of competition.
If he was a chess promoter, you might take that from him. But he's a boxing promoter. It's not such a cerebral sport, right?
Well, not only that, it's MMA has boxing in it. Like the idea that it's a stupid saying, or it's a stupid thought process that would allow someone to criticize or not like other effective combat sports, like kickboxing. I'm a huge fan of kickboxing, like Glory that's on Spike. I fucking, every time one of those on, I tweet it, I watch them all. They're fun. I mean, I'm a huge fan. But just because there's no takedowns
the owner
and
of Glory
submissions.
owns part of my company now.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Pierre Anderond.
Oh, okay. I know
Glory
that dude
rocks. Are you kidding? You watch those fights?
I told the UFC a long time ago. I was like, you guys should buy K1. K1 was struggling financially.
Loved K1. It was hard to do though, Joe. Because it was, the guys with these fingers, right?
Yakuza?
There was a lot of, you go in a meeting and guys are missing fingers. So you go.
Well, then right after Glory, there was It's Showtime. It's Showtime put on a lot of really high level fights, and then there's lion fights in Vegas.
Oh, that's Muay Thai though.
Yeah, but still kickboxing. Well, I like Muay Thai as well. A lot of people don't know. Like kickboxing, they allow you leg kicks, but they usually have rules on how long you can hold the back of the guy's head in the clinch, and they don't allow elbows to the face. So because of those limited rules, a lot of the real Muay Thai purists feel like
wear pants too.
No.
You can't do the human cockfighting.
Oh, you got to wear shorts. Actually, you can't wear pants. But the elbows to the face and the clinch, that's a really effective tool. I think it's a mistake to take that out. And it's Glory by doing just straight punching and sort of Dutch style kickboxing.
It is Dutch still. Well, but then you can do it in New York. Mm-hmm. There is an advantage to those rules.
That's
right?
true. That's true. The elbow is and also the elbows. All elbows are a very, very effective weapons. Like I don't buy that elbows just cut people. That was an argument a while ago. But the reality of standing elbows is we're seeing them more and more used inside the octagon with incredible effectiveness. Have you ever seen Jordan Meehan when he fought Cyborg? Did you ever see that? He fought
no.
Cyborg Evangelista, Cyborg Santos.
No, I know.
Yeah,
he's
male
in Combate
Cyborg.
Americas. We had him.
Is he?
We had him demonstrate.
Pull up Jordan Meehan, Mein versus Cyborg.
Cyborg's a
He
monster.
finished him off with this standing elbow combination, where you get to really see how effective a guy who really knows how to throw elbows can be. So I think Glory should probably leave the rules the way they are because they can get in New York. But if it wasn't for New York, I would say standing elbows and just Muay Thai rules in general. There's something important about the various tools. like grabbing the back of the neck and kneeing to the face and kneeing to the body, like using that plum clinch and working the body over. It's real, it's real effective. And you chop that down and don't allow the clinch, and then you chop it down further and don't allow elbows. I mean, you get some great fights, like all the K1 fights.
Well, but you're hearkening back to the early days, right? I mean, all the controversy aside.
Finish. This is the end? Yeah, he hit him with a body shot, and then another left hook. This Jordan Meehan kid is really bad. Look at this. Look at this combination of the elbows. 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom,
it's
boom,
fast in
boom,
slow motion.
Boom. That's not slow motion. What a combination of elbows. I mean, unbelievable elbow combination. That was just fucking beautiful. See, that's real. You need those.
Yeah, again, you remember how we started, Joe. It wasn't everyone goes, yeah, there are no rules. 1 man enters, 6 men leave, whatever we were saying. But, we couldn't figure out how to put the different fighting sports together, right? So whose rules do you use?
Right.
I mean, and so really the basis of the UFC was always, no rules became, this huge thing, but it was also whose rules do you use? I mean, how are you going to get a boxer against a jiu-jitsu guy?
Right.
What are you going to use? You can't. There's no rules you can use.
Did anybody try to gouge eyes? Was that legal in the early one?
Well, you know what? I mean, I always would hear about these Wing Chun masters. They'd had 50 ways to pop your eye out with their thumb. And I kept calling them, going, bring your thumbs and do it, man. Don't talk about it. Come and pop everybody's eye out.
What would you have done if a guy lost an eye, though?
What would you have done? We'd pick it up. I mean, what are you going to do? What would we do? Come on. There's a reality to fighting that better than most people on the planet, right? If you're defending yourself, whether it's from a right hook, right cross, an elbow, a knee, or having your eye gouged out. You're blocking. You're aware. If a guy comes at you with his thumbs up to do the gouge, you're in a defensive position.
Well, it is interesting, though, how many people are getting poked in the eyes now when it's illegal. And how often it happens, and the reality of how devastating the results are. When guys get their corneas scratched and they get a fingernail in the eye, they get a finger jab in the eye, even if it's accidental, man, they scream and run away. And
eyes are sensitive. Is it any different in other sports? The same in football if someone gets their hand inside the helmet. It's same in boxing. In the old days, guys used to do stuff to the gloves. So
Roberto Duran versus Davey Moore. He thumbed him in the eye, and he was kicking his ass anyway, but Davey Moore couldn't see out of his eye, and then Roberto beat the fucking shit out of him.
So, the UFC didn't invent this.
No, thumbing is a long-time strategy in boxing, and they actually developed gloves that have the thumb pinned down because of that. Because in the old days, the thumb would detach from the glove, and even when it's like stitched in a little bit, you can still kind of get it in there. You can get it in there if you're just trying to poke a guy in the eye, which many people did do. That's definitely a dirty trick.
Well, it is a fight.
Yeah.
I remember Shamrock was, who did he fight? This was like UFC 3 or 4. He said, it was maybe one of the preliminaries. Someone reached into his Speedos and moved his cup out of the way so he could knee him. And Ken was going, dude, we're fighting. If you want to, we can get together later. But, for right now, hands out of my Speedos.
Well, there was a fight between Gary Goodridge and the Pedro in Brazil, a famous fight. It was like straight up Vale Tudo, no gloves, no rules. And Gary Goodridge reached into his fucking pants and grabbed his balls and crushed them. And Gary Goodridge was.
I guess that is the cockfighting part we were talking about.
I'm pretty sure it was Gary Goodridge.
That doesn't sound like his style, but you know better.
Back in the day, yeah. Here, let me. Well,
he was an arm wrestling champ, so maybe he figured that was playing to his strength. He'll yank your Franklin.
This was. I'm pretty sure it was Gary Goodridge. Yeah, Gary Goodridge versus the Pedro. This was way back in the day, from 1997, and. Vicious groin attacks.
97 isn't back in the day.
Yes, it is. It's still back in the day.
Not to me.
Not to you. Well, you were
retired.
You were in the game for 4 years by then. Yeah, dude reached into his pants and fucking crushed his balls.
Do you know what Forrest Griffin said to me at the 20th anniversary? He goes, I love the early UFCs. He goes, I would have entered earlier, but I didn't want to wear those Speedos. I wanted to wear man pants.
That sounds like something Forrest would say. When you guys first created the UFC in 1993, how long did it take from the initial idea to the first pay-per-view?
Whoa. You know what? Nobody's ever asked me that, Joe. Well, Art Davey called me to pitch me War of the Worlds in April of '93, and we were on in November.
Really?
So, and and you need 3-month lead time for pay-per-view, so, it was a go.
Wow. So you guys realized right away what a great idea this is going to be.
Oh, I realized that on an Art's call, How can you not? Same with you. You saw it, you loved it. I heard about it. I really did see it as a live, a real-life Mortal Kombat. That is really what I saw when I imagined what it would look like, And I thought, who would not watch that? I'm watching it. It's my show. I probably would pay myself to watch it. I mean, it's just, how can you not watch that?
I got aboard, like I said, in '94. I found the video of UFC 2. And I don't think UFC 1 was even available on video, right? Wasn't there some sort of a dispute?
No, it wasn't a dispute, but Don Gold, who we all know and love and is still at the UFC, he bought 2 and at the same time bought 1. And back in those days, you tried to release the videos to be fresh. So he didn't want to release 1 before 2. He wanted 2 to be the first one, come out very close to the event, all the hoopla, and then later on added 1. Also, as you know, 1 had arguably the worst commentator team in the history of sports.
Bill Goldberg and Jim Brown.
Jim I liked. Jim Brown was cool then. I still think he's cool. But what's Superfoot, man? Super
Bill
moron.
Wallace. How dare you? How dare you? He's a goddamn hero. He's a karate hero. Bill Superfoot Wallace.
He's a karate hero? I thought he was
a karate hero.
Is that what he did?
Oh, he was a badass kickboxer. Did you not know?
Of course I knew. I was standing backstage, and I'm trying to explain to him the name of the show.
Right.
Which is not the Ultimate Fighting Challenge. Like, maybe it's just a subtle difference, but to me it meant a lot. Right. Championship versus challenge. I'm trying to explain it to him. And he is practicing his kicks over my head. I'm not such a tall guy, but he was a high kicker, right? So he's doing these kicks over my head as I'm going, Bill, try to remember the name of the show.
So he's just showing off or something? What is he doing?
I think he was
being
silly, yeah, and just showing he was too cool for school. Yeah, I got it. And I said to him, are we going to see any kicks like that? He goes, no, you do that in a real fight, they'll rip your balls off. I'm like, dude, isn't that what you teach? No, he's a jerk-off. He's not a hero. He's a jerk-off. You know what he did, Joe? There's only there's actually more than a couple of people I'm, maybe still annoyed at. Back then, before email, right, when you wanted to communicate something, you had to write it down, put it in an envelope, use a government-issued, form of sticker thing you put on an envelope, and you sent it through a government process, and it was called the mail. Right? Okay, so there's no email. So Bill Superfoot shows up, gets the name wrong, burps into the thing, pays no attention, does a horrible job, takes the money, and then 3 days later in Black Belt Magazine an editorial comes out how he says he's totally against it. So he must have written that
before he did it.
6 weeks before.
So he just did it for the check?
He did it, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't that big a check. It was probably $2,500. I mean, if that was life-changing for him, he's in bad shape. But I think he didn't like it. Like a lot of the guys that I think of as paper tigers. Mm-hmm. Right? I think it was a threat.
Well, you can't call Bill Superfoot Wallace a paper tiger. Bill Superfoot Wallace was a great kickboxer. He really was. I saw him fight live. He was a badass kickboxer. I saw him fight live deep into his 40s.
He came out of an era of kickboxing when it really was a great thing to watch, right? And he was a great kickboxer.
He's from the Chuck Norris era.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was a bunch of guys. What's his name? Rick Rufus.
Mm-hmm. Rick the Jet Rufus.
Yeah, tried to get him. Benny the Jet.
Benny Jet Urquidez.
Yeah. I mean, I was after all these guys, and it was just a little bit too late in the day for them, right?
For Benny was they were retired.
And and you're right. I shouldn't go off like that. As a kickboxer, he was something. He really was.
You just didn't enjoy working with him.
I didn't enjoy working with him. I thought it was bullshit to show up ready to condemn something or already have condemned it and not pay enough attention to get the name right and something that was as history-making as our first event. But anyway, maybe it's better they were horrible because it just goes down in the record books as the worst commentating team of all time.
Well, it goes down as the beginning and everything. I mean, I sucked when I first started doing it too. It just no one had any background in it. No one knew what to do.
Yeah, I didn't know about your fighting background when I asked your manager to do it. What I liked was your comedy style. I liked your persona. And when I talked to Jeff, he goes, he was a kickboxer or something. I forget what he said. It was like, it wasn't very specific. I was like, really? He was a fighter? That's how I found out about it. But I always thought you had a tough guy persona that seemed very right for the show. And we needed someone, God knows, that could talk when all hell was breaking loose, because hell broke loose pretty regularly in those days.
Yeah, and you had a couple guys that were doing the post-fight interviews that just weren't so good at it. They just weren't so good at media. Like Tony Blauer, who's a really good martial artist, knows a lot about self-defense.
We had to choose between people that sort of knew what was going on and real announcers.
Right.
I mean, that was the choice, because we couldn't find anyone. Do you know Brian Kilmeade, started out doing this too?
Who's Brian Kilmeade?
He's on a show called Fox and Friends. It's like...
He started out doing this?
He did...
Oh, I know exactly who that guy is.
1 through 5, I think. And Brian, if you're listening, or anyone knows Brian, I'm sorry if I got the number wrong, but and Bruce Beck.
Bruce Beck was excellent.
Bruce Beck,
Bruce Beck, to this day, I owe Bruce a debt of gratitude. He gave me some really good pointers when I first started doing the post-fight interviews. He gave me some real good pointers on like what to say, or what to say if you're stuck, and how to do it.
He's a pro, and
he's a really good guy too.
So did Blotnick.
Yeah, he's a great guy too.
Great guy. That was good.
He was Olympic gold medalist. I mean, an awesome dude too. Really, really, he was a great guy. It's so sad when he passed. I really miss that guy. He was really fun guy to do commentary with too. Just a real genuine, nice person. Great guy to be around.
He had this, like before the show or backstage, or if there was any problem, he was unflappable.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of gave off a calm.
Sure.
It sort of helped. Because, not everybody on the team was calm.
Right.
He was.
Yeah. He was a great wrestler, too. Knew a lot about wrestling. And eventually developed his knowledge of MMA, jiu-jitsu skills, and was really interested in learning, I remember there's some videos of him rolling with Frank Shamrock, like very, very early in the day. Back, I think, when Frank was the champion. And,
that's about the time of it.
Yeah. I left right when Frank won, when he beat Kevin Jackson and armbarred him in Japan. I didn't go to the Japan show. That was when I quit. I was like,
when did you quit?
About 98. Somewhere around then. Which is right about when Frank won the title.
UFC at that point. I really was. It was miserable.
It was weird for me, too. Yeah. It was like, it was all these little tiny propeller planes to these strange places, Augusta, Georgia, and Dothan, Alabama.
Augusta wasn't, I kind of liked Augusta.
You liked Augusta?
I mean, that's
wasn't bad. Good barbecue.
Yeah, good barbecue and somewhat friendly town. As opposed to Charlotte, where they invited me never to return. The chief of police said to me, "If you come back, I'm not sure what I will arrest you for, but I guarantee you, I will arrest you."
Wow, what year was this?
The chief of police.
What year was this?
Well, that would have been on 5, so 95.
Wow, what a dick!
The chief of police. It's not like a guy in
What's
a car.
What's his name? Do you remember his name?
Dick something.
Hey, Dick, go fuck yourself.
Dick Weed, I think.
Dick Weed.
I don't know what is. How am I going to remember the? I mean, come on!
What a crazy abuse of power.
But it's all good now, because John McCain said he would have entered MMA.
Now it's okay because the war hero said it's okay.
Yeah. It wasn't. McCain. I've said this before. Like, I was sort of hoping Jerry Falwell or somebody would come out against. Somebody I could take. A war hero and powerful senator. But who was really a tough opponent to counter was the senator from Colorado that had the judo champion. He'd been an Olympic judokan. He was Native American. Ben Nighthorse Campbell. I don't know who he is. Never heard this before. Because we were kind of intimating that McCain didn't really know anything about the martial arts.
Uh-huh.
And he went and found Ben, who was an Olympic gold medalist in judo, or a medalist. He might not have been gold. And he said, "Yeah, that's no good. You can't do elbows. What are you thinking?"
Can't use elbows?
Oh, whatever he said. Who knows?
Whatever it
was he didn't like.
One of the early opponents, and that was all for a lot of folks that don't know. This is where it gets weird with John McCain. John McCain's wife, their family was involved with Budweiser, right? And the Budweiser was in bed with boxing, and boxing
but Budweiser's in bed with the UFC now.
Now,
I mean,
but they weren't in '93.
Joe, I don't really think that's the connection. I don't think that's what it was.
What do you think it was?
I think it's odd. I mean, John McCain, is a Republican, so Republicans tend to stand for state control, right? That, keeping a small federal government. That's a kind of a Republican policy. Mm-hmm. But I think John McCain really wanted a national boxing commission. And I think that this was a good way to promote that. And I think he just was generally offended by the UFC. And I think it was a great way to get press. And it wasn't like people were coming out and going, keep the UFC, keep the he just could beat on the UFC and get as much press as he wanted. And look how different America is now. I mean, back then, that was the biggest problem facing the U.S. was the UFC. I mean, now look at the problems facing America and the world. And you go, we really lived in kind of a magical time, back
Wait a minute,
then.
what do you mean the UFC was the only problem the United States had? Were you not reading the news in 1993? There was a lot of shit going on in the world.
What?
Well, there's always things going on overseas. There's always things going on that the United States...
Had you heard of Osama bin Laden in 1993?
Okay, in that sense,
Afghanistan, that was a Russian problem.
Yeah, that was the Mujahideen back then.
Yeah, they were fighting the Russians, so they were cool with us.
Yeah, I think...
Clinton years, the economy was good. I mean, he diddled the intern. I mean, that was like the biggest thing.
Or she diddled him, or
whatever.
Something happened.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue. Well, I'm sure that what I was going to say. What I mean is there was certainly other problems in the world. There's violence and all sorts of things in our.
Not if you were reading the media. Apparently, it was.
Was it really that big of a deal? Well, maybe it was you because you were really close to it too.
I tell you what, for me, it was, it was riding the tiger, right? Because, it was great to be in Mad Magazine. It was great to be the final episode of Friends when Courtney Cox's boyfriend enters the UFC and goes to it.
Yeah, that's right.
It was great to be in Virtuosity, the Denzel Washington, Russell Crowe movie. I mean, there's big, 95. I mean, it's really big media stuff. But on the other hand, when you're that visible, you're making a lot of people angry. If they don't like you, you're in their face all the time. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of a tough thing. So, yeah, it was fun till it wasn't. And the story. We had backed off that marketing, and the unified rules, were coming into place, and it was a very different sport.
Well, for a lot of folks who don't know what we're talking about, when the UFC first came out, there were no weight classes and there were no rules, and you could not. A fighter could tap, but no one could throw in the towel, and the referee couldn't stop the fight.
Well, that was on one. That changed by 2. That was insane, by the way.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Okay, so this sort of highlights it. So that's the first episode, the first UFC. And then from there, slowly but surely, rules start becoming implemented, strategies changed, rounds, weight classes, gloves. Things got really interesting really fast, and I think a lot of people were unaware of it. If you think about the difference between 93 and 97, I came in 97 when Vitor made his debut. Gloves were still not mandatory. They were optional. Some fighters fought without gloves. But wasn't that the case?
Yeah, I was against gloves. After I saw Tank knock out, what's his name, Mantua, Tank was smart. He figured out, he goes, gloves are a weapon. I'm bringing them.
Yeah, you can hit harder with gloves on.
A lot harder.
You can hit harder. You don't worry about breaking your hands. And all the wraps and everything, they give you a much better thing to hit with. Bare knuckles, tricky. If you hit someone in the knuckle with bare knuckles in your forehead, you can break your hand very easily. It's really common, especially if you catch them with the last 2 knuckles, the ones by where your pinky is. Your hand
that was the most
snap.
common injury in the early
breaking
days.
hands.
And the Gracies were like, wear gloves, don't wear gloves, wear a hat, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Wear a vest, we don't care.
If someone else is wearing gloves and you're grappling with them, you actually can hold on to the gloves. I mean, if there's no rules about it. And guys use the gloves to finish submissions now, too. They've started doing a lot of that. A lot of guys... the way Josh Thompson finished off, who was it? Pat Healy? I think it was Pat Healy. No, not Pat Healy. Yeah, it was. I think it was Josh Thompson and Pat Healy. Anyway, he grabs the glove as he's finishing the rear naked choke. Like he's going for the rear naked, and he switches to palm, and then he grabs the glove and uses the glove to finish it off. And I was like, that's slick. Well, it's totally legal.
Yeah.
It's totally legal to grab your own glove, and it's also totally legal to grab your own shorts, which is kind of interesting because one of the best ways to defend against kimuras is to just grab the inside of your shorts, like by your crotch, and just hang on for dear life.
I mean, the Gracie's always used the gi for that type of effect. You know, I'm sitting here, I'm watching you do this, right? And I was watching your brain try to find that opponent. And, you're a renaissance man of tough guy stuff. That's what you are. Because your comedy is like that. You've acted as a tough guy. You do comedy from a tough guy point of view. And I think you've probably... Is this true? I think you've probably seen more MMA than anyone on the planet up close.
Maybe Joe Silva's seen more than me. Because Joe Silva goes to a lot of them.
I've seen him. He's over there. He's got his hands over his eyes.
It was Pat Healy who it was. Definitely Pat Healy that Josh Thompson fought. Yeah, man. Look, I've seen a lot. I've up close. I've been to... I don't know how many events, but I've seen well over 1,000 fights, like up close and personal, and some of the best fights in the history of MMA.
In history.
But Joe Silva goes to all the Fox Sports 1 events as well now. Like over the last 2 years, he's outpaced me. It used to be we would see the same amount of fights, but over the last 2 years, I don't really do those Fox Sports 1 ones as much anymore. I do Fox and the pay-per-view, and then the Anik Florian team does the other one. But so Joe Silva might be the only guy on the planet that's seen more fights than me. Unless, really hardcore fans. There's some fucking psychos out there. But I've seen everything, every local show.
I don't know. It's hard. I think Joe fits into that category.
Oh, he's a psycho.
He's a psycho
Joe
fan.
Silva is a real MMA fan. That motherfucker loves MMA. Yeah, here it is. This is Josh Thompson finishing off Pat Healy. What a beautiful technique, too. He's got the body triangle, and then he's using... It's hard to tell here. Nope, that's palm to palm. I'm wrong. That's just a regular palm to palm grip. I stand corrected, unless he finishes it in a different way and pulls the gloves. I definitely have seen someone do it before. I don't know why. I thought it was Josh because Josh is a very clever guy. He's
the point stands.
It's a good move.
The point stands.
This is a fucking badass technique, though. Let me see. No, well, I couldn't tell if he did it there.
Is that John?
Pull that. Yeah, that's Sean McCarthy. Belt? No, he's wearing a microphone, you fuck. Jesus Christ. It's like as he's finishing this off with the body. That's another thing, too, that's changed over the years, that body triangle, man. Guys, oh, yeah, he is doing it. He is doing it. He was doing it at the end. See, my memory is good. I thought my memory failed me. Josh Thompson's a bad motherfucker. Good jiu-jitsu.
So much of the fighting has changed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
incredible, right?
It's really incredible. It's like... like even when you see old films of the NFL back in the leather helmet or football in the leather helmet days, football hasn't. I mean, the UFC changed more.
Oh,
in the 20 years. I mean, it's remarkable. But yet, you and Joe Silva are still there.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it changed radically.
And I brought both you guys in.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Well, I was the post-fight interviewer. I'd never done any commentary ever. I had done commentary for Muay Thai. But I'd never done.
You're a professional talker.
Well, yeah, but it's still, you have to learn how to do it.
Absolutely, and you got a lot better, right?
Oh, for sure. I was terrible in the beginning.
But you were better in the beginning than the people that we brought in on that first show.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
I had a serious upgrade.
I had the benefit of first of all of watching them make mistakes. That's a huge benefit.
True enough.
And then the other benefit was I was a huge fan and always have been. I've been a fan since that tape that I picked up at that Hollywood video store.
And that was two? That was
number two, yeah. And then I started training.
A good show.
Fuck yeah, it was. I started training soon after that. And I remember thinking, man, this is, I hope this works out. I hope this takes off. Because I remember when I looked at the very box that had the UFC on it, the first time I found out about the UFC, I looked at that box and went, wow, they did it. They did it. Because this is something that everybody in MMA had talked about, or I should say MMA, everyone in martial arts. And there are no martial arts anymore. There's styles, but everything is essentially, in my eyes, MMA is martial arts now. It's not. I mean, this idea of
in
mixed
your
martial
world,
arts.
in your world,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think they're still teaching kids Taekwondo.
Sure, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with
nothing,
it.
no.
But martial arts is MMA. You know, it is martial arts. And when we were coming up, like I was a Taekwondo guy, and you know, I had friends that did karate, and I had another friend that did this, and everyone always wanted to know what was the best. And you didn't know. You really had no idea. You had no idea until the UFC came along. It was all just speculation, and everyone was convinced that their style of judo was unstoppable, or their Shotokan was the best death touch, and you know, whatever it was all just shit talking and guesswork. But when I looked at that box, I remember very clearly thinking in my head, wow, they fucking did it. They actually did it. Like, this was the thing that everybody had always talked about.
Yeah.
Get everybody together, make them duke it out, Kumite style, like a fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
In a cage.
But even better, because he was in a cage.
Big octagon.
Dude, when I would tell people, when I was working for you guys, I was on News Radio, which is an NBC sitcom. Fortunately, News Radio was not doing well, and it wasn't popular, so the network didn't come up to me and go, hey, fuckhead, what are you doing cage fighting commentator for?
The advertisers are very uncomfortable with your side gig.
They didn't have any problem, because that show could have been canceled every year. It almost got canceled.
That was a good show, Joe.
It was a very good show.
It
was a very good show.
Good characters.
But we didn't have the benefit of political backing, so we got moved a lot, and it was never like a guarantee. But when I was doing it, people would talk to me like I was doing porn. They would talk to me like I was off like shooting porn on the weekend. They're like, "What are you doing? You're doing cage fighting? Why are you doing that? Why are you interviewing cage fighters?" I was like, "I like watching it." And people would look at you like there's something wrong with you for liking watching it.
I like watching it.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I got seriously judged by people in the industry back then when it was not popular at all.
I commiserate. And when I moved to Larchmont, which is a snooty little town in Westchester outside of New York, my wife goes, "Please don't tell anyone what you do." You know, the UFC had paid for the house.
Isn't that hilarious?
Please don't, please, if you could not bring it up.
Yeah. It's much more acceptable now. I mean,
no, absolutely. It's
now,
on Fox. It's it's rumored to be an Olympic sport in the making. So,
well, that would make sense. But you know, if you have curling as an Olympic sport, I think you've got to allow MMA in. Your people, you Canadian?
Well, Scottish. Which is
the Scottish curl as well, right?
Well, they invented curling, and the Canadians are Scottish because you know that Drink Canada Dry. The Scots thought that was a challenge, so they all went to Drink Canada Dry. You know, that's an old whiskey joke. I'm sorry. The 3 Scottish listeners you have are busting a gut right now. Though I love the Canada Dry material.
I was on one of those shows like Best Damn Sports Show or something like that, way back in the day, and I was telling them, I said, I think it's going to be an enormous national sport one day, and they were laughing. They thought it was hilarious.
Look, there's a lot of stick and ball guys in the sports business that still are waiting for it to go away. Like, they don't like rock and roll or hip hop either.
Well, there was some shithead on who does amateur football. He does college football, and he was talking about after Anderson Silva broke his leg, that this is the reason why he would never cover the UFC, never has, never will. You know, and MMA fans got
what
really
was the
offended.
Reason?
Because Anderson broke his leg.
Because his leg got broken.
Exactly. And I'm like,
he's
a fucking football guy.
Yeah.
Not only that, he's college football. Well, they don't even make money. They're getting head injuries for free. Well, and the colleges are making billions of dollars.
Well, the Are No Rules guy's not commenting on other sports, Joe. Well, I'm not doing that.
The No Rules guy. Well, those guys, those fucking higher moral ground sports guys, they're ridiculous.
Well, but there's a real reason for it, and it is. And if you look at the NFL, with NFL films that turned the sport into a heroic endeavor. And I think NFL Films was really changing in the media business and in the sports business because they turned football into this epic story, and it became very advertiser friendly, and it ends up in the Super Bowl, which is the most advertiser friendly thing on the planet, right? So I think that whole thing was built out, and anything that rocks the boat, the way we rocked the boat with boxing when Tyson was moved from pay-per-view to Fox, opposite the Ultimate, back in the day, there hadn't been a heavyweight boxing match on broadcast in, I think, 16 years. And strangely, Tyson is put up against our Tournament of Champions. That's not a coincidence. So I think when you're protecting something, it's a siege mentality. And I think a lot of the pure sports guys still feel a little bit threatened by the UFC.
Well, you better tell Dana White, because Dana White will put shows on. Well, he used to always do that. Put Spike shows on opposite of Affliction or
God
opposite.
Bless Dana.
He likes to go to war.
I am the number one Dana fan. I gotta say, he's the greatest.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be working for the UFC this time around.
Well, none of us would be sitting here talking about the UFC if it wasn't for him.
Well, I had no intentions of going back and doing commentary. I was totally talked into it by him. I was watching the fights like cage side. That's back when Goldberg and who else was doing it with them? Jeff from Hook and Shoot, Jeff Osborne, and Blatnick. They were doing it. That was 2001 or 2.
Yeah, 2000, 2001.
Yeah, so I was just watching.
Look, Dana got it the way I got it, the way you got it, instantly, and then was in. And then you're in. And and you're a Mormon. You can't, you're going to have 4 wives.